You
You
offered
like
me
to go
mutual
cry,
combat. Who
Sid.
does
You
that?
cry
Who
all the
fucking does
time. All
that?
you do.
Who
And
fucking
the
would
fact
offer
that
to
you're
fight?
begging
Who
for a
would do
thousand
that? You're
dollars
fucking.
shows
How
me how
dare you,
broke you really
Diogenes? That's
are. You
outrageous.
don't have
Oh,
anything. You
Diogenes.
can't do it.
Oh,
You can't.
Diogenes, you're so mean, Diogenes. You're so mean to
I
me.
mean, I'm
Why
gonna just
do
leave you with this. I'm gonna
I'm
tell you
not
what. I'm
gonna
gonna give you a
die.
brother. I'm
I'm
gonna make
Brad.
sure it's all
I'm
yours
not a bad
twins.
guy. I'm such a nice
I'm
guy.
going to have a whole lot of fun with it. I'm going to do the same thing with your wife that, is going to travel, I guess, with Keegan's wife now. That's great. I mean, two solo girls doing
Deflection,
missionary work.
deflection, deflection.
You don't have it. Nothing. I don't owe you shit, dude. There's nothing. Anything
Why
out
do
of me.
why do people say you owe me money?
No one says that.
They do. I say
You
you owe me
say
money.
Yeah,
that. You
even your
say it.
best
So
friend
guess
Six said
you
that.
owe me. You owe me to come face to face so
Sig
I can actually
Sig says
show
you owe
you.
me money,
Come on,
cocksucker.
let's go.
Sig
I'm gonna
says you owe me
beat your
money,
fucking ass,
cocksucker.
dude. I'll fucking split you from stern to fucking bow, dude.
Name the
I will
time.
fuck
Name
you
the
up
place,
any day of the
motherfucker.
week. So
You
come
bitch
on,
made ass
come,
motherfucker.
show up,
Name the time and
show
place.
up,
Name the
show
fucking
up,
time and place, you little
show up.
bitch.
You
You
don't
little
have it. You
groveling,
don't have it.
sniveling, feminist, cocksucking
Yeah,
coward.
feminist,
You
huh?
name the fucking place.
Wait, so
And Daddy
Brad, you've got a
Diogenes will
guy
bring
on
the
the app
fucking
that
bill.
actually
I
wants
will
to
bring it to
fight
your
you,
ass.
and you
I
put
will
all of your
fucking hit
energy
you.
on me,
You
even though I
fucking
try to ignore
inbred.
you and just literally avoid you at any
Come on,
opportunity I
cocksucker.
can.
You want
Fight
to fucking
people
go,
that want to
cocksucker?
fight you.
I
Let's
told him to
fucking
show
hear
up.
it,
Let's
Brad.
go.
Why do people say you owe them money, Brad? Why do people have?
Nobody says
Why
I
does
owe you
Sig?
money, dude.
Why does Sig say you owe me money, faggot? He's on the
No, he
record.
doesn't,
He's
dude.
on the record, faggot. You want to bet on
No, he's
that?
not,
You want
fucking
to fucking
pussy
bet
ass
on
fucking
that,
motherfucker.
cocksucker?
I
You
don't
want to
owe
bet
you
on that?
money. I don't
You
owe
want to
you
bet on
shit.
that? You want
Nice
to bet on
try.
that?
Nice
You want to bet
try.
on that?
Nice try. I tell
Keep
you what,
deflecting.
show up anytime you want, dude. Let's
Hey,
go. Give
hey,
me drive.
let's
You
go.
know what? I tell you what. Send me where you want me to meet you, and I will gladly be there, bitch.
You got him on
Send
the
it.
record, guys. You heard him, right?
Send me.
You heard him, right?
Eat
Because I'm
my
going to tell him
ass.
where to
I'll
meet me.
give you $1,000,
I'm going to
but
tell
I
him where to
bet
meet
you
me.
you
You hear him?
won't.
You hear him? Okay.
Okay,
We
so
do. Now,
my
in the interest of
apologies.
fairness, you
No,
just
there's
heard
no
me.
fairness, bitch. I tell you what,
So
you
long as
show
there are
up
no
like the
Addy
little
drops
fucking
in the
cow.
chat or on the stage.
Hey,
Okay,
you heard
thank
him,
you.
I
right?
tell you what, you can just fucking
I
announce
won't
it,
drop
send it
the
to me a
Addy. I won't
back
drop the
channel.
Addy
You
in
can
chat or on the
send me
stage.
an
That's cool.
invite.
Just for the
I'll tell you
record,
what, I'll even
Texas
pay
is a
for your
mutual
plane
combat
ticket.
state.
Look. Yeah,
Yes.
look. I want
I'll
to say, in the interest of
I'll
fairness,
send you the fucking plane ticket, bitch. I'll make sure you fly fucking south
you
luxury
hear
for
what he's
once.
saying,
You don't
right?
have to
You hear
fly
what he's saying?
Spirit. I know
You hear
you're
what he's
broke
saying?
and can't afford it. I'll tell you what, I'll even pay for the chicken meal so you don't have to take the
You hear
fucking
it?
peanuts and the soda. I will
Yep.
fucking fly you out and you can sit there and try to say, act all tough in front of me. And then when you're crying in the little puddle, like the bitch you are, I'm going to sit there and stand over you and say, I just took everything. I'm going to take your soul from your chest. I'm just going to rip it out. And I'm going to take everything else you have. I'm going to burn it down to the ground. And the last thing before you leave this world, you'll know, fuck, I fucked around and really found out.
So, do you owe me money, Brad, or not?
Nope.
Okay, you're going to pay for me to come meet you to get the money.
Clearly, you have a delusion.
So just for the record, guys, you all heard him say he'll meet me at a time and place of my choosing. You heard him say he'll actually pay for me to come out to meet him. So I've got several options now. I want to make sure we're all clear about who's about this life and who's not, who's running their mouth and who's going to do what they say they're going to do. If there's any
You're
confusion
not
about whether or
running
not Brad,
anything,
shut
dude.
the
You haven't
fuck up, you
shown up
stupid
for
cocksucker! You blew your
you
fucking
motherfucker.
horn,
You
and
didn't
now you're going
show
to
up
face the fucking
any time,
consequences.
dude.
You
Two
wanted to
years, a
run your
year, you've been
goddamn
bitching
mouth.
about this
You wanted
shit,
to run
you
your goddamn
motherfucker.
mouth
After
and say
you
out of
fucking say
pocket
all
shit,
this
and now
shit,
the fucking
and
check's
then you
coming due,
can't
and
fucking
I'm gonna
do
cash that
absolutely
motherfucker.
anything.
So shut the fuck up,
Motherfucker,
sit the
show
fuck
up, you
down,
fucking
and
cock
plan the
monkey,
rest of your
you
fucking
pussy ass
miserable
fucking
existence.
admin fucking counting fucking bitch. Come on, sit down.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Come
How do you
on,
know that I was? How do you know that I was
that's
an
all you
admin?
fucking do. You sit there as a
Wait.
call center, dude. That's
How do
all
you
you
know that I was
fucking
an
do.
admin? How do you know that I was an
All you
admin, Brad?
do
An
is
admin of
fucking
what?
work at a
An
fucking
admin of what,
call center
Brad?
just like Florida. You guys act like you're fucking tough. You act like you have something. Act like you're
Recycled
actually a
jokes.
manager. You
Just
actually
like
look like
recycled allegations
So
against
go
me.
ahead, Brad. Go ahead.
you're the
So the
same. You're
room,
two are the same.
You
Go
so
think
the room,
go
everybody
live
the
that
where
room has
fucking
disagrees
heard.
with
supremacy,
you
white
or
The
that
room
has
has
an
supremacy,
issue
clearly
with
Latin
heard
you
that
slavery?
Brad has
has is the
denied.
same, Brad? It's
Huh?
really funny that
It's
The
you
room
really
owe
has
this
funny
heard.
that
man
two
money
white guys
and
are the
and we're
white
the
Get out
guys.
same.
of
Okay.
Florida. Get out.
So we all know.
We all know
Brad has
this, that
claimed he
you are
doesn't
a
owe any
bitch,
money.
that you are a
Brad has
punk,
claimed he
that
doesn't
you
owe any
can't,
money.
you're a cuck.
And he has
And meanwhile,
claimed, and
while
he has
your wife
further
is getting that
claimed
big
that
black dick
SIG,
down
he has
on her,
further
your
claimed that
fucking ass is
SIG
pissed
does
off because
not
your
This is
wife
what
attest to
left
the
goes
you for
fact
that
on.
he
black
owes
This
bitch.
me
is what
money.
it do. Okay,
You,
Sig will testify. Sig will testify
hey Tally, can you hear me?
and
Mic check,
testified in
mic
front
check,
of
mic check.
witnesses
Tally, can you hear me?
clearly and plainly that Brad owes Diogenes $1,000 and that it is Sig's disposition that
Hey,
Brad
Dad.
is
Hey,
responsible
Diogenes,
to
can you
pay
hear
it.
me? Diogenes,
I
can you hear
can
me?
hear you. What's up?
Was it
Oh,
from a bet?
the mic's good. Oh,
The
good.
mic's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah. Someone let them finish this, bro.
Oh no, I'm just doing a mic check. Just got a new headset.
As a
Thanks a lot, brother.
wigger, I would love to say good morning.
Pause.
So we're clear. We all heard Brad say he'll meet me at a
Diogenes, did
time and
you
place
say
of
it
my
was
choosing.
true that you and Sig went to the same boot camp or something?
Yes, we did go to the same boot camp in Marine Corps Recruit Depot, San Diego. Sig was one of the first people to verify that I was in fact in the Marine Corps, which is what caused Brad to lose his bet. And watch. Brad's going to get triggered as we talk about this, and he's going to admit
Brad, isn't Sig
accidentally
supposed
in
to be
Brad,
anger.
Miss, what
your
was the bet
homeboy?
over?
Look, listen, guys. Brad is going to get triggered if I talk about my time in the Marine Corps, and he's going to start insulting the role that I had in the Marine Corps,
He
tacitly
wasn't a
admitting
Marine though,
that I was a Marine.
but he wasn't.
Who,
Why would he get
who,
triggered?
who wasn't a Marine? Brad? No, Brad gets
Brad.
triggered because Brad's whole bet in front of many witnesses that he doubled and tripled down on across multiple days was that Diogenes
who are
did
these
not
many,
ever
many
serve in the
witnesses?
United States Marine
Who
Corps
are
or
these
any other
many
military
witnesses that
branch.
you speak of? Again, nobody. Except for the
Sig's one
fuck
of them,
group
faggot.
that you've went around
Did you
Sig's one of
speaking
them,
about.
PTR
faggot.
your discharge
Shut the
papers? Like,
fuck up, cocksucker. Shut the fuck
You know
up.
what? Fuck you and
This
your
is what
fucking whore
happens
ass
when you let a
fucking little wannabe
cocksucker run
mouth.
his mouth.
Take your fucking shut the fuck up, you pussy. You ain't fucking done nothing. Never will be anything. Stay fucking chasing Abby. That's about the best you ever had in fucking life.
That's why
Sit
you
down
were in
on your
my
fucking
DMs.
vagina,
Hmm.
put that tampon in, and fucking
You
mute
didn't
up
Look,
get it.
because you
Brad, I
say
know
the
you're
dumb
upset because you
and you
slid into
haven't
Abby's
had
DMs.
Yeah, you
anything
I
did.
know you're upset because
anywhere.
you
The
slid into
only
Abby's
thing you've
DMs and
done
she
is
told you to
drop to
fucking
your
pound
knees and
sand. I
suck
know it
fucking
hurts.
dick.
I know it
Time
fucking
Diogenes,
by
he's
hurts.
been
time.
And
And
you
facing
you
know
know
what?
what?
financial
I offered you
hardship
There's
to
for
not the
come in
issue.
here. You
years.
That's not
wanted
You
the
to
issue
can't
at hand
blame
fucking
right
him
talk
for
now.
your
running
shit,
away
and
from
then you
bets on
fucking talk your
Clubhouse.
shit. And I said, we can meet up.
Brad,
And guess
I'm
what
I'm
your
not a
pussy ass
lesbian. I'm
did?
into
Ran.
men.
You fucking ran, you coward. You
I'm not a
fucking
lesbian, Brad.
wouldn't.
I'm
Then
into
you went to
men.
other people and you even asked them, hey, would Brad really murder me? And everybody said,
Your
yeah,
delusion is
Brad would.
incredible.
Brad would
Your
beat the
delusion is
fuck out
incredible.
of you. And then you
Oh my
fucking
God,
said,
Wait,
oh
Sig,
Brad,
you're
no, I'm just going
lying.
to hide in a room on
Brad, did you threaten to
Clubhouse
murder
and
me?
fucking do
Did you
nothing.
threaten to murder me, Brad?
You damn right I threatened when you said you were going to show up.
Oh no! You made a credible threat of violence. Oh no! My perish the thought, Brad. You didn't do
That's
a
not
thing
a
like
credible
that.
threat of violence.
Now, Brad, why don't you just go ahead and take that back, Brad? You wouldn't do a thing like that. You certainly wouldn't do it on the record. I certainly wouldn't have a recording of you saying you were going to come and murder me. No, Brad, you go ahead and take that back. We'll delete that record and pretend that never happened. Just pay me my fucking money, cocksucker.
You know what? I tell you what, anytime you show up, I'm going to show you exactly. I'm going to give you 1,000 ass whoopings just so you can have your
You
1,000,
know what?
buddy.
I actually have to
Tell you
take this
what,
call, guys,
I'm
but
going
please
to
keep him here.
fucking
Keep him here.
destroy
Keep him
you.
here. Keep him
I
dangling.
will. Yeah, I'll destroy you any day, dude. You're the one that came up and meet you up and let's have a boxing match. You're the bitch that said that. You wanted to have a boxing match. I said, we'll go meet anywhere. I don't need a ring. I'll never need a ring. I don't box, motherfucker. But I tell you what I can do. I definitely can whoop your ass. So anytime you want to go around the app telling people that you're with me and think you could, your pussy fucking fat little ass can, you're a fucking joke. You always have been a joke. This is why your life was you. She thought you were a joke. That's the crux of it. You're too stupid to know it.
What the
That's why
hell,
you
Mo?
don't have anybody. That's why you're fucking pathetic. You always will be. That's why you're chasing a girl on fucking Clubhouse. The same one that's right next to you. You're Abby Yaba. That's
Oh
why
yeah,
you're
you
fucking.
didn't do it. You didn't do it.
I didn't chase you at all.
Yes, you did.
All right, prove it.
I can't because I got clipped, but you did do it.
Okay,
And
thought so.
people from the old clubhouse, people from old clubhouse do remember that, including Matt.
No, I name
Yeah,
one. Don's from old
Look,
Clubhouse.
even if a man shot his
I
shot,
said I
that is
was
a
17.
normal heterosexual thing to do
Hey,
in a
Adam, they
social
sound great.
environment. You can't villainize, hey bro, what that thing do, and like say, oh, you can't do that. You can say, no, I
Concrete,
don't
but
like that.
Brad's villainizing the fact that like that same girl that he shot his shot at just pick Diogenes over him.
First off, I
Yeah,
never said.
you know why? You know
Nathan
why?
also has a
You're.
belief that that's the same reason he's upset with me because of Pocket.
First off,
You know
let
why?
me
You know
say, you think
why?
I'm gonna
Can
take?
I can
Man,
I
fuck
respond?
Pocket.
Hello.
You think I'm gonna
I'm
pick
not,
this
Brad. I'm
one?
not a
Do you know who
lesbian. I'm
this
not
girl
into
is?
girls like
Do
you.
you
I
know
like
this
men
girl?
like Diogenes. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sure. Whatever you
Mm,
say.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
reason
You
you
go
got
chase your
clipped
cheek.
multiple times, I believe, your fucking bullshit. But
Okay.
the
Go
other thing
ahead.
is
Go
like, no,
continue with your lies. Go
I've
continue with your
never
lies.
fucking
Everything is
chased
recorded,
you.
by the
I
way.
didn't even know you existed until you started sitting there
Oh,
sucking on
really?
Okay,
Diogenes'
Brad.
little dick.
It was recorded.
Brad, you are better than this, and I don't know why you're allowing yourself to
He's
get
really
drugged
not,
down
though.
He's
into
not.
He's
something
He's
really
not.
so
not.
stupid. This is kind of disturbing.
One day
This has
he will
went on
flirt
for
with your
days.
daughter.
And excuse me, ma'am.
I said one day he will flirt with your daughter, and then let's see what you're gonna say.
I highly doubt that he will.
Beth, can you
Um,
not believe that Brad said some of the things that you've heard so far?
no, I've heard the stuff. Okay, I've heard it, but you guys sound
Dad, we don't need
stupid.
this
Okay,
lecturing. Sit down, honey.
fighting and arguing and screaming over each other and this and that. Like, fuck. Like, Nathan did not used to run rooms like this. And I would yell up, Nathan, control
Beth,
your
sit
space.
Yes, he
down.
did. Nathan did say, just let him go.
I guess I wasn't in here to hear that. But you do
Beth, good
sound
morning,
stupid.
Beth. Good to see you.
No, this is old
She
school
giving you that look.
incels who
Hey,
got
Nathan,
pissed
she
off
giving you that
because I
look, bro.
fucking
Beth giving you that
wouldn't
look of
rock
that
with the fucking
disappointment.
groiper movement or the incel movement or the fact that hey, we need to hate all women because these idiots would come into spaces and talk about all the stupid shit, call women whores, no, like just off the bat, off the wall, fucking shit. Talk about how they shouldn't have kids, how the most dangerous places for a black child is with their mother, talk about how black people need to be segregated by race, which some like Ryan would agree with. But I mean, these fucking things, how the Hispanics, we should just round them up and deport them, and then deport the black Americans. And then when ADOS came off on them, they said, hey, you know what? We're going to have to reach out to ADOS, and we'll agree with them for right now to get rid of everybody else. How motherfuckers like this talked about how the rape of Nanking didn't go far enough and that they needed to have that. So when these little groypers and incels went through and said, hey, this is how the Republican Party ought to be, they lost their minds when people like myself, Gerard, a multitude of others said, you guys are morons. We don't want to hear it. And they're not fucking old school clubhouse. These are the old school groypers, King. That's that group.
Brad, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't like to give my opinions a lot of times, but he did kind of pack you up, though, Brad. I never heard that type of banging before.
Pack up what? He hasn't packed up anything. He hasn't done anything. Again, incels that have achieved nothing, I'm going to take them seriously. I've done a career in the military. I've done a career outside of the military. I've raised two kids. I've married. I had all that shit. These guys have never achieved anything. Anything.
Well, the real
Nothing.
question is what happened? Where
And the
was the
same thing
fall
with
off?
Florida. The same thing with this little fucking cuck. Again, over and over again. The only issue Florida has is that his mouth and he can't be right on any fucking topic. Every debate we have, Florida chimes in, tries to act like he's got some fucking existential point that's going to unanimously sway everybody, and it falls flat. And then he gets packed up on his point, and then he gets rolled back, and then he gets pissed off. And the person that he got pissed off the most at is me, because again, when this motherfucker left the app after the last time he lost the debate and cried, and then came back 3 months later, and then started his stupid "I'm going to be a libtard" twit and try to fucking dance on this line on his little political things, he got packed up again. So now that's why we're here.
Right,
No.
right, right. Yeah.
So Matt, did that
Never
nigga take a
once
phone
tried to
call named
make a
Dick
claim that
Town?
was going to like unify everybody. I'm like I'm cognizant of the fact that like there are unreasonable people throughout Clubhouse. You being one of them, there are some people that you just won't be able to get through to.
I think Diogenes took a phone call and dipped out on us. I think he
You,
left, man.
No,
Florida
he had a
man,
phone call. He'll be back. He'll be back.
Florida man, you missed his point. He was trying to say that you believed that you were gonna give the point of all points in the history of point making, and women were gonna faint and men were gonna, like start crying. That's what that's what he's saying. That like how you try to commandeer the mic and be like, I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this. 400 years ago, this great nation had once upon a time envisioned, and actually is wah 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 wah
Well, look,
wah
when a lot of
wah.
other people are loud and wrong, it feels good to speak up and be loud and right.
That's
You've
the whole
never
point.
been
He's saying
right.
you're not right, loud and
You're
right.
never right, Florida. Like what?
Hey,
Florida,
at
your
least he's
points do
loud.
suck, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, Florida, your points be bad, bro. Not as bad as Dominic, right? Dominic is the worst of all human beings.
Yeah, Dominic's a retard.
Yours, yours sound like that. Yeah, so you're not at Dominic level, but I mean, bro.
Oh, and then address you, Monica, in the chat. Again, we've already had this reiteration. When conservatives and Republicans was fucked around with and then went to shit, which it did, we grew it by like, I don't know, 10,000 people. When we had that huge platform rocking and rolling that was handed over to us by Slocum and that, KK was the one who asked me to ask you. I didn't want you. But like everything else in that group, there were four people. And the majority Wade and KK, Gerard, and Patricia said, hey, it would be nice to have other people because we had Steve, Uncle Steve, doing his radio podcast. We had a host of other people doing rooms. We had a green energy room and talking about the failures of the green energy grid. We had a whole big plethora of people running rooms and doing things in Political Compass. So when you sit there and say, oh, Brad asked me, you're right, because KK said you need to, we should ask her so that we can at least kind of provide a cohesive message amongst conservatives on this app so that we could inform and help get people to the polls and help register people for voting or teaching them how to register people for voting online. And Marshall ran rooms, there were history rooms, there were a whole plethora of rooms under there that were ran by whole swaths of other people.
Hold on,
You
Brad.
were
Did you
there.
ask Monica for help?
I didn't ask her for help. We offered her a place to actually hold her little fireside chat shit. And we said that as long as it comports with there, then we're good. And KK was the one that asked me and said, we need to ask her. And it was KK's idea. The woman you go through and call every
Where
time
is
she
KK,
speaks.
Dan?
Wait, hold on. Wait, she's fine. But KK, the one you every time she speaks, go, you come off your mic or you write in the chat, I'm dying for sushi. I want to have some egg rolls. Aren't those tits like egg rolls? You say all that shit because what did she do? She called you a white woman. She called you white. So you do your passive aggressive fucking Asian racism, and then she packed your fucking fat, dumb ass, bloated ass up, just like she's done 100 other guys every time they fucking try to go rock with her. That's it. And none of
Nah,
you
Brad. You
and
can't act tough with Monica, man. You got to do the same energy with Diogenes. Because he came in hot. Monica
I
is
mean,
nice.
I don't care. Monica's not nice,
She's the most sweetest
and
person on Clubhouse.
Diogenes
What are you talking about?
is an idiot. Like again, like you're gonna okay, go
Hey,
ahead.
Nathan did say on site. That is true. That is true.
What did he say on site about?
Once he sees this guy named Brad. Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad.
Nah, on site just mean on site. Whenever I see your fuck ass.
No, I'm fine with that. Anybody wants to meet, we can. Apparently, it's okay in this room to dox people. So, like, we've had my address shown, at least with one of my properties. You've had my, let me see. You want the color of my Jeep is green.
Who's
Let me,
shared your property in here? Who's shared
oh,
your Jeep in here, Brad?
Yeah, so to clarify, I recall your full name.
You
being
have no
shown,
property to
and
dox.
that,
Don't worry
if
about
I
it.
may,
Oh,
hush,
dude, you don't fucking
and
have
that
anything, daddy's
person
little boy.
was
You don't
removed,
have it.
Brad.
I know that he wasn't the only one. So again, you,
Who
Florida,
was the other one?
there was other people, but I mean that's fine. And Florida, you like to say some stupid
I'm
shit.
hearing about the address stuff.
So
Oh, I remember that guy. He was
You're
also
over
removed.
talking Brad, Tally.
Okay, I want to make clear the no doxing policy and the efforts that we make to keep it that fucking
Yeah,
way.
this room is not a doxing room, man.
We
Come
don't do
on,
that
man.
shit here. We don't
I,
tolerate
Can
that
you
so
shit
just
here.
wait till he's
I'm a
done? We don't need you to go.
yeah, and I mean if Florida really wants to go there, we can play this doxing game because again, Florida, you think you're unknown, but you're really not, and there
Wait,
is
but
no person.
Brad, answer the question,
So
Brad. Who doxed you in here? Who posted your
Jesus
property that you
Christ,
I'm
don't
Tally,
own?
verifying.
Who
I'm
posted
ver
property that you don't
No,
Florida.
Tally,
own?
Tally, Tally. Let them
Yeah,
do
who
it.
posted the
I
Daddy.
property
ver
that you don't have, Brad?
Tally, Tally, just let them do it.
Who just
Hey.
informed us that their Jeep was green? You
Uh
did.
oh. Uh
Nobody
oh.
before you posted anything that isn't yours and said it was yours. Don't worry.
again, all right, dipshit. So first off, you don't know what I own. I own several properties. What do you think my fucking daughters live in? You dumb
But you
fucking
can't
cunt.
afford. But you can't
You
afford a
But you
can't.
thousand
can't
dollars.
afford.
So
But you can't
Funny.
afford
who
$1,000.
said I can't afford rent? I don't rent, dipshit.
Yeah, because you got evicted, dipshit.
No, I didn't get evicted. You can't get evicted from a fucking mortgage, you
You can get
idiot.
evicted from an apartment that
That
you
what?
fucking get kicked out
What?
of if you can't
You
afford rent.
you can't get
Uh,
evicted from a mortgage? Are you fucking kidding me? The bank takes your home. What
it's
do you
called
think's
a
happening?
foreclosure, you dipshit.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. And if you refuse to leave, you will be evicted.
There we go. Okay. Yep. Apparently.
Okay.
So
Well, Brad.
So again, you don't have anything on it, and if you really, I don't have to
You don't have
discuss what
anything
goes
on
on with
anyone.
my
You don't have
fucking
anything
personal.
on anyone.
Again,
You just
Jesus Christ,
magically out of the
saying I
blue.
was evicted is really funny because I
Hey,
actually
Brad.
own
Brad, what
multiple
did I say
properties.
about
But
veterans, Brad? What did I say about veterans? What did I say about people who died in Operation Iraqi Freedom and Operation Enduring Freedom? What did I say about them?
I don't fucking care what you say.
You don't care what I said.
So I'll take Florida first, and then I'll go back to Dick in the ass. So again,
Go
Florida.
go easy on him, Florida. Leave something for me, okay? I mean,
Yeah.
I just came in here to have some fun with this fucking retard troglodyte. I don't want to waste my time.
Oh Jesus Christ, this fat fucker! You haven't done anything, dude. What do you got? Nothing. Say
I thought
something
you were going to
fucking
handle
pertinent.
Florida,
Say
bro.
something
Are you
like a
handling
fucking
Florida?
strong because you don't
Are
have it.
you
You
handling
haven't been
Florida? Are you going to
strong. You
service
don't know
Florida?
what
Or are you
fucking
going to
strength
service
is.
me?
You don't know
I
what
need to
fucking
know. Do I
anything is.
need to take my
Want to meet
belt
up?
off?
Let's
Do
meet
I need
up.
to
I
take my
told
belt
you in
off
Florida.
now,
I'll
or am
take
I
both
waiting
of
for
you guys
Florida?
on. You don't have
Florida,
it.
are you
I'm in
getting?
Houston, Texas right
What's
now.
going
We
on,
can
Brad?
go.
What's
Let's
going on,
go,
Brad?
bitch.
Hold
Let's
on,
go.
Brad.
Let's roll. Come on. I want
Oh,
to take
the
your head
belt's
off.
coming
Come
off.
on.
The
Let's
belt's
go.
coming off. It's coming
Get him on,
off.
buddy. Let's go. Let's go, bitch boy. Stand
I'm
up
almost
on it.
there, Brad.
Stand up. Say it. Fucking come. Let's go. Come on. I dare you to. Come
You hear
on,
that? He
motherfucker.
said, stand
Come
up,
on.
fucking come.
I'll
He said,
fucking
stand
take you
up,
on,
fucking
dude. Go
come.
ahead.
Oh,
You
God.
don't
Come on,
have
Brad. Work
anything.
that mouth. Work
You
that
can't.
jaw, Brad.
I'll
Work
fucking
it.
go all the way,
Work
dude.
it,
I
Brad.
promise
Oh,
you. And I'll burn
Bradley.
everything
Oh,
down that you
Bradley.
have.
What a
I'll
forbidden
fucking put you
fruit,
in the
Bradley.
microwave,
Who's this
dude.
Oh,
a
Just
sugar
God.
come
I
on.
daddy,
didn't know you
dude?
could use your mouth so good, Bradley. Oh, God. I'm going to come, all right. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to come.
Yo, what the fuck, man? Calm down.
Come
Fuck.
on, Bradley.
This
Come
is
on,
old
don't
school
stop now, Bradley.
Diogenes.
You taking Florida? You taking Diogenes? What's going on? Come on.
This is old school Diogenes right here.
That's right.
Finally
Let's
came
go.
out the closet.
This is degeneracy, bro.
Good to see you, Diogenes. Nah,
Oh,
he's back.
yeah, that's
It's
funny.
Come
funny, he
on,
could have
Brad.
Yeah,
avoided the
this is how
entire
white
thing had
people
he just
bang.
What?
paid
Let's
Diogenes his
let them
money.
bang.
And if he's got property, it seems like he's got
I
money.
smacked the
I
shit
mean,
out
that's
of
what he said,
Diogenes.
Florida. That's what he said when he made the bet. I said $1,000 is way too extreme for anybody who I barely know to be obligated to pay me. And he was like, I got so much fucking money.
First
I
off,
could bet
that
you more than that.
conversation never fucking happened, you lying fucking sack of shit. That's why it's made out of myth. That's
Does
why
that
you're
help
all
you
fucking
sleep at
about
night?
myth. That's why you're
Does that help you
all
sleep at
about
night,
fucking
Brad?
myth. You don't have any fucking evidence. You don't have anything of what I said. And what you say is fucking actually bullshit.
It's
It's
starting to
been a
feel like
complete lie. It's
it's
much
starting
like
to
your
feel like I'm
fucking
picking on
entire
somebody who's
thing. That's
mentally
why you sit there
incapable.
and hide under your own name or a fake name and you do your own fucking bullshit. And you guys, just like Florida, try to hide yourselves so you can say the shit and act like you're tough,
Do you want
but
my
you can't
name?
actually stand up
Do you
on
want
it.
my name, Brad?
I tell you what,
You want my
I
name,
I
know
Brad?
want
who
your
you
name
are.
because you called me a nigga yesterday.
Yo,
Yeah,
shut
I'll
up,
call you a
Twist.
nigger
It
again.
ain't
I'll call
about
you a
you,
nigger
bro.
again.
Pussy.
Yeah, but Brad calls women bitches. He calls women whores. He calls women fat
Whatever,
pieces
whatever,
of
Twiz,
shit.
whatever,
He,
Twiz.
he, he is exactly
Wait,
what he's
wait.
saying
Isn't this the
about
same
us.
Florida that's
So
on virtue signaling
everything
after he
he
called
ever
Tally a
says about
whore
me
and
is
called her a
always a
cunt and all that
projection
shit?
from him.
Wait. Didn't you go and attack Tally and rip her up with every fucking
No.
slur? No, never?
When?
That's fucking bullshit.
What did I rip? What did I
Oh,
rip Holly up over, Brad?
Oh, man. Fuck.
What did I rip her
Lion
up over?
ass.
we're waiting.
Again, lion ass.
Ping
She
her
can
in
go.
We're
here. Fuck it.
waiting.
Maybe she
We're
remembers. I'll
waiting.
ping her
Yeah,
in here. I'm
yeah.
friends
Let's
with her.
go. Well, come on, Brad. You just made an accusation. Do you want to back
Holly
that up?
Dolly, right? Holly Dolly, that one?
Tally. She's sitting up in the top, dipshit.
Oh, Tolly. What did I rip up Tolly over, Brad?
Dude, you're telling me you've never called her a fucking whore? You've never called her cunt?
Yeah, all that.
Okay, great. So then your virtue signaling means
Sure.
nothing.
Great, fine,
Your virtue
fantastic. All right.
signaling,
All of
your
that,
virtue
but you're
signaling
the
means
one
nothing.
making the
Again,
claims
because you
as
sat
if
there and
you
said,
don't do
"Oh, look at
it.
what Brad calls people," and then you turn around and do the very fucking
You're the
same
one
thing, and
making the
then act
claims
like
as
you're
if you
fucking
don't
pure.
do the
Again,
same thing
you're
you're
Florida,
you're
accusing other
Florida. Are you
people
failing
of
gonna
at a
doing,
point.
Brad. You're
You're
Florida? Are
not
you
on
gonna
a
be
failing
high
at a
long?
point.
horse.
Florida, are
You're
you gonna be long
failing
with this
at a
guy?
point that you don't
Because if
have.
you're gonna be,
You
if you're gonna be
don't
a minute,
have it.
I
You
got some
can't
work I could
fucking
be
pass
doing.
that stone
Yeah.
from
Go
a
for it,
glass eye.
Diogenes, because he knows he's more guilty of this than I could ever
Oh,
dream of
absolutely,
being.
More guilty,
absolutely.
so
And
it's
Florida,
degrees of guilt. Okay, I got
Florida.
you. So fuck you both.
It would only take
Again,
5-10 minutes of talking about many things that I am familiar with for him to get triggered and start saying everything you're accusing of. Like the best way to indemnify Brad he would let him talk and he will absolutely convict himself. Like terrible witness. And I'm starting to think we're picking on someone who is mentally incapable, and it's actually not a good idea because we're beating up a retard. And I'm starting to feel bad about it because I mean, in the presence of
the
so many
retard.
people,
Like,
he
all
has
right,
made so
hold on,
many
fucking cock
claims.
monkey. You don't have it. You're not fucking really
I'm not
smart.
a
You're not
retard.
gifted. You're
I'm not
not
a
talking
retard.
tough.
I'm
I
not
know.
a retard. I'm
Try to
big
act like you're a
Bradley.
tough guy.
I'm big
Try it. I
Bradley.
knew
I'm
it. I
strong
got you.
Bradley.
I
I'm a
got
big
you.
strong
Make sure you
Bradley. I
tell me
carry
about
a
how you
boat.
want to remove
I
fucking
carry a
black
boat.
people from
I
the
have
earth again. Come on, give that
100,000
shit.
dollars.
Throw that
I
in
have
there. Tell me
a
about
big
how every
house.
veteran
I have
died
a
for
big house.
nothing. Tell
I
me
have a
how
big
every
house. I'm
fucking
Bradley.
military
I'm
person's a fucking
Bradley.
pussy. Tell me how all that shit is. Come on, keep spewing all that shit. Keep spewing all your shit, dude, because every room you have, everyone
I'm gonna
fucking takes
shit.
it.
I'm gonna
I'm
shit,
gonna
Brad.
tell
I'm
you
gonna
what, I'm gonna
shit.
shit on your
I'm gonna
wet
shit.
mouth, dude.
I'm
That's what
gonna
I'm
shit.
gonna do.
Did
I'm
you hear
gonna
that?
just so you can have that taste, dude. So you can
So, so,
actually,
so
so you can
Ahmad told
see.
me. Ahmad told me that we leave wives and children out of this room. Is that true? I don't hear any moderators piping
Yeah, we
up.
usually do, but Brad seems to get away with it pretty
Right?
often until
That's
people
exactly
mention his
right.
dead
That's
wife.
exactly
But
right.
yeah,
And
go
listen to
for it,
Monica.
Diogenes.
Right?
All
Listen to
is fair
Monica.
here.
Where's anybody?
Yo,
Because
y'all are
earlier
tripping,
I
It
came
was
into
it
the
bro.
was
room.
Tally. It was
Earlier
Tally.
I came into the room and I gave
These two
credit to
niggas
one
is
of the
gay.
It
moderators
was
who said,
Tally.
"This is a space where we do not allow out of pocket shit about people's wives and children, amongst other very reasonable criteria that are limiting the speech
Dude,
that
you don't
takes
get
place
any
in the
respect
room."
from me because again, you fucking have no
It's
problem
not
running your
about it's
fat
not about
fucking
me,
mouth.
Brad.
You
It's not
don't
about
have
you.
any
It's
fucking
about whether or
problem
not
saying
the
shit, and
moderators
you don't
will
have. I don't give a
consistently
fuck what they
enforce the
say. I
rules
don't
that
give a
they've
fuck what you
established.
say.
And I
I
think
don't
Florida
have
and I have
Exactly.
any.
succinctly proved
You
here
don't have a
that
fucking point.
you know
You
what?
don't.
I see
So
what's going on.
you're just gonna sit there and hide, even though you say the shit.
I
You
see what's
you
going
said
on.
all sorts of shit. You and
Oh, I see
Keegan
what's going
and your
on.
little fucking incel there.
I see
I
what's
don't
going
give a
on.
fuck what you
How
I
say.
am
see
I
what's
I
gonna
don't
going
give
give
on.
a
a
fuck
fuck?
Hold
anything.
on, hold on, hold on,
Nothing's off
everybody. I
limits. I
see what's
told you.
going
I
on
still
here.
Show
give a
up,
fuck.
I
It was
see what's
show
going
Tally.
on here.
up,
Tally,
show
hello.
So there
up,
is
show
a
up,
double
show
standard, and
up,
but
show
it's for
up,
a
Please,
good
please.
show
reason.
up.
It's
Oh,
a
you
good
don't. You're a
reason.
pussy.
There's a
Are you
double
afraid? You
standard
should be
because the
afraid.
room
You
and
are
the
you afraid?
moderators
Come on. If you're
recognize
so
that
all about
Bradley
that
is
banging life, come on, dude.
incapable of
Let's go.
confining his speech with those
Dude,
simple barriers.
Houston,
And so they allow
Texas.
him because he's like a
Houston,
retarded
Texas. Do you need
child
me to
pissing and
book you a
shitting
flight?
himself with his incontinence. And so they allow it
This
because
shit
they're
is
like, he
stupid.
doesn't have the capacity
He's
to
spitting
constrain his
bars right now.
speech.
Relax.
He can't help himself. So if he pisses and shits all over the place, you just got to know that's Brad. He just can't help himself. He pisses and shits all over the place. He cannot constrain his speech. He cannot help himself. He's a rabid dog. Okay, good. So we've established that the room is not going to consistently moderate, that there are double standards. And I feel like that's a victory. I feel like
Shut
that's a
up,
big
pussy.
W. Nigger. Does that make you angry? Does that make you angry, Twiz? Who's that get a bee in your bonnet? Ooh, how dare he? I'm not a nigger. You said you were a nigger, though. You did. You said in chat, you said, I am a nigger, but he said I'm stupid. I think you are stupid. Would you like to prove otherwise?
Are you
Mickey
done,
Mouse
bro?
ass.
Twist, don't
No,
make
I'm
this
not
about
done.
you,
Okay,
Twist. This is
Tally.
about Brad. This
Tally
isn't about
apparently
you. Get out
missed.
of it.
Hello,
Yeah,
Tally.
thank you.
You put on 3 rules earlier today, and you didn't
Yep.
comply to it because
This
Brad
ain't nothing
apparently
but
has.
no rules. Be quiet, FB. This ain't get
No,
any
no,
No,
better.
no.
she's
You
right.
Wait,
guys
no,
She's
said
no,
we
no,
right.
have
no.
rules.
Yeah,
Okay,
bro,
let's
She
shut
let's
did.
up.
talk about.
Be quiet. Be quiet. So listen, the
Yo,
rules is
Nathan, stop.
1 second. The
Nathan, not
rules
now.
is
Nathan, stop.
don't do, don't do what? Don't do what? The rules are to follow. You don't talk about any ill will stuff about someone's wife. He didn't talk about your wife. He didn't say anything
He
ill
did
about your
talk
wife.
He
about his
just
wife.
said he would shit in my
You know what?
wife's mouth.
Yeah,
You
Yes.
fucking idiot.
Oh,
You
Brad.
yeah, he
fucking
Oh, okay.
did.
idiot.
I didn't hear that. I
Nathan,
didn't
are
hear
you
that.
fucking retarded?
I didn't
He
Yeah,
hear
that
that.
literally
did
Fucking
said
happen
it
like
retarded.
again and
just like
again.
2
I
minutes
didn't
ago.
hear it.
He,
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it.
yeah, you don't.
I'm
That's
faulty.
crazy how you don't hear
That's
it.
all I'm
And this
at.
is why.
Okay.
Yeah,
This is why I
crazy.
figured out. This is how I
All right.
figured out
5
that you guys
minutes.
are. You've made space for the retard, and that's so diverse and equitable and
He's
inclusive of
down in
you.
the
And
audience,
I would
bro. You
like.
got it.
I would.
He's down in the
I
audience.
understand why Monica hides.
All right. He's down in the audience for 5 minutes, bro. Watch who you yelling at. I'm not Brad. I'll just move you down.
Hey, they're your rules, and you just admitted, and everyone in the room heard it, that you're not enforcing them. So maybe you
I
should
just
fucking
said I.
demod
Diogenes.
yourself. Maybe you
He
should
told
fucking
you he
demod
didn't hear it,
yourself if you're
bro.
not going to.
He
Well,
told you
Yeah.
he didn't
Yo,
hear it,
Just be
man.
Yoda,
Why
quiet,
he
you
your
was
wife.
keep
probably
arguing?
white, and the rules don't apply to white women because they're the
Yeah,
least
Yoda, don't
desirable.
start. Don't fucking start.
All right. That's
Diogenes,
enough
he
of that
told you.
foolishness. Yeah. He down. He down in the audience. You want to fall on too heavy?
Yeah,
All right. I'm gonna kick you the fuck out.
Wee!
nigger.
And you get a
Wee!
ticket too. Oh.
Yeah,
Get the
And
fuck
enough
out.
of that damn white. Yeah. Enough of that white boy shit.
Abby is such a whore.
Am I
Can we
more
have a new
than
topic
you
in the room?
bargained for?
Yes, we could talk
Skechers or
about.
New Balance?
How
I
about
Skechers or
think
let's
New
right
talk
now
Balance?
is
about
the Backstreet song time.
why white
Backstreet
women are
back.
the least desirable?
I disagree. But you know what we can talk about?
I love white women.
We can talk about what just happened. I think today needs to be a holiday, man. Listen, in chillism, there are many dragons, but none not as fierce as the great white dragon. And that was Brad. But for some reason, this big red Diogenes dragon came up there and snapped his head. I think today needs to be a holiday. March 21st, 2025.
Like mourning the passing of? Damn.
Hey, you never seen Diogenes before? This your first time
No,
meeting?
this is the first, bro.
Oh, this
I
your
think this is
first
his first time seeing Diogenes at level 11.
Diogenes is
So,
he old school on this
Oh, he
app.
goes harder than that
Yeah, he
in
goes
his
way
own
harder.
room by himself, like on the
Yeah,
mic alone.
he
So
By
like
himself
he
is
was
crazy.
holding back. He
he's
was
one of the
holding back.
he's one of the only people who stood toe to toe even with me. So he can go back and forth, man. He's got it.
Bro, he defeated Brad. I listen. I
Nah,
thought I'd
I
never
don't,
see it.
I don't think he defeated Brad. I
I.
didn't see a defeat here.
What
Come
do you
I
on,
do?
didn't
man.
see
Okay,
a
well, I
defeat
got to
We
here.
get
gotta
your
do that.
opinion on it.
We
The
gotta
We're
do
in a
only
that
brief
again.
the only thing he keeps saying is like, "Oh, you owe me $1,000," and there was nothing else after that that was like even remotely. Then he got this little wrestling thing because he's still stuck
Oh,
in
you
fucking 1982.
you talk
I
about the
think
content.
nah,
I
he's
wasn't
like
paying
talking
attention to the
about like
content.
fucking nah. This
I was
guy is
paying
not even
attention to the
entertaining.
performance.
He's
Yeah,
not
the
even
performance.
entertaining. His punch are not even hitting that hard. I don't see it, man. I
The
don't know.
And he
impression
I
needed
don't
was
help.
see it.
good.
Like
The
it's
impression was great,
the
actually.
impression
The
wasn't
the
good.
the, the
Like
punchlines were
hold on.
good.
And he
You
needed
know
help from
what's
this
more
faggot.
It was
And the
disappointing?
fantastic.
aggression
The
was all is
Listen,
phenomenal.
spectacularism was on point. It was
you see,
fantastic
y'all
the
performance.
can't even let
aggression
me
was
Brad's
the
finish.
just as
voice.
Y'all
performative, but
can't,
Aggressive
here's the
dick, nigga.
difference.
y'all can't
Brad's
even
not a
let me
good
finish.
performer.
Dick sucker.
You ask
Y'all can't
Brad to
even.
dance and he's got two left feet.
Y'all can't
You ask
even let me
Brad
Diogenes
is
to
good
sing,
at.
finish.
he's going to sound like Frank Sinatra.
Hold
That's the
on,
difference between these two.
Nah,
Florida.
his dick taste, Florida.
Y'all can't even let me finish because that's how right I am. Y'all would have stuff for my voice. Like you know what? If
The
I were to
Batman
join,
voice?
if I were to join a branch of the army, it would be the Navy because Brad put them fucking boots up that nigga ass though, and he's a Marine. I thought that nigga supposed to be the brave one.
I didn't see it, man. I
I know, man. No, no. And you know Brad is the CIA agent too, so he definitely tied that nigga up. Let's be real.
Yeah, who here doesn't work for the government? What is it? 1 out of 3?
Me, I don't work for no fucking
I
government.
don't I
Fuck
don't work
Yeah,
that.
for
you
the
do.
government.
Yeah, you do,
Watch your
So
mouth.
Solomon.
my question
Yo,
is,
you
which
know,
Yeah,
you,
government,
you
right?
who say yeah?
do.
Don't do that in Intel. Don't do that. Nathan already accused me of being some fucking spy or some weird
No, no,
ass
no,
shit
no,
like
no, no,
that,
no.
bro. Come
Not,
on,
not,
man.
not
He's
Don't
a
that
act
level.
gambling
like
I
that.
spy.
Maybe,
actively
maybe
make
more
Canadian
like
spy jokes at the border.
like a patsy or like an informant or something. You know what I'm saying?
I'm really
Somebody
a
to take the
Russian
fall for us
spy.
in another
I just
country.
pretend to be a
Intelligible, are you
housekeeper at a nursing
intelligible? Are
home.
you a Marine? Are you a former Marine?
No, I'm Army.
Are you
Okay,
army?
yeah,
Former
because
Army.
because that other nigga made Marines look bad, man. I used to think the Marines were like the best of the best.
Oh yeah, a
Marines
fool
are
only
okay.
believes
Marines,
that.
It
Semper
Yeah.
just
Fi,
depends
cannon
on
fodder. I thought.
the MOS
You've
and the
ever
training and
seen
stuff.
you ever seen the commercials for the Marine? They be looking like
The
badasses, but
few, the
Well, it depends
Brad
brave,
what era of
the
Brad
commercials, right?
brave.
There was
came
that
in and
era.
just Brad came in and smacked that nigga like he was I don't know, like he was like a cop or something.
Well, there was a period of time when the military had Army of One, and you're like, I wish I had backup. So that commercial series went away. But in general, yeah, I agree. They look badass. Even the Transformer movies were subsidized because, hey, if you have an American flag and some Black Apache helicopters, that's
Yeah.
advertising. So,
Yeah, there was a lot of Godsmack in those commercials where they were trying to do the recruitment drive. So if you joined in like the early 2000s, and you joined the military likely because you listened to a Godsmack commercial of people doing military stuff. Um, yeah.
Yeah, but more
fuck yeah,
importantly,
dude.
listen, man. What I witnessed today, I'm telling you, it's just gonna go down in history. You rarely see X up with white boys, but he met his goddamn match today. He met his match.
No, I didn't. Dude, like,
Man, you,
chill
yes,
the
you
fuck
look,
out. Stop putting the
yes, you
battery in
do,
his
right
Got
now.
back.
When he met
Texas.
Brad, when he made the
Save that
boys,
money.
Put a
Save
shipping
the
specific.
label
money.
on it.
Save that
Put a
Yeah.
money.
shipping label on it.
Again, I just because I don't use a fucking
Yes.
Walmart mic to
The
act like
voice
I'm
is what
cool on
kills me.
Clubhouse, like the motherfuckers that buy mics to go on Clubhouse is absurd. And you're gonna give this guy like just because he has a booming mic like some fucking kind of credence? No. Again, his only point
Brad,
Hey,
is
hey,
that
hey,
hey,
Brad, when
credit
you
he's
where
The
made
only
your
credit is
smart.
person
money,
that's been
due.
able
I
to
Listen,
had to
dominate the
dig
mic.
deep.
Nathan,
when
I
you made your
expended
money,
effort digging very deep into
you're
my
nothing, dude. You
diaphragm.
have been nothing. You're a
Okay,
saving his
pussy. Always will
I
money.
have
be.
a
I told
Samsung
you
Galaxy
anytime you wanted to.
S21
Save
We
it
can
5G
there.
ultra
exchange. We can try to
telephone,
exchange
and I
souls. I
had to
promise. I'll
dig deep
change.
and
I'll take yours out,
breathe. Okay, I
motherfucker. I'll
worked for
change
that.
your religion.
I
You
fucking
haven't
worked
had
for
it.
that.
You
Yeah,
How
don't.
watch
You
your
fucking
mouth
don't
dare
do
you?
it.
now.
You're a pussy. You never have been. You've never even had a fight in your life. Dude, you've never even stepped up. The worst you've ever
Send
had
the
was when your
address.
mama
Send
slapped
the
you after you were
address.
born. That's
Send the
it.
No,
address.
The
no, we
same
don't do the
thing.
addy thing here. We don't do the addy thing here. Sorry. Oh, go ahead,
And
Brad. Sorry about
Keenan,
that.
Keenan, you're another fucking Latter Day
Keegan,
Saints
you're
motherfucker.
retarded. It's
Another one.
Keegan.
The whole little
Say the
group of
word
them. Nathan,
correctly.
you
I
must
know
have
the other
found that
words,
little
but it's
pocket
Shut
to
up, you
breathe.
McDonald's audio.
Yo, Violet, stay
McDonald's.
out of
Get
this,
The
out of it,
please.
McDonald's
Violet.
audio is a good comeback,
That,
though.
that is pretty good. I'll give it to you, Violet. Again, and you can hear it in their
Continue.
voices.
Continue, Brad. Brad, everyone likes to listen to your lisp when you
Yeah, yeah.
talk.
Go on, Brad. Go
Continue.
on.
Again, these
Egan is
two
here
Please,
fuckers.
too.
Like
Brad,
you
please,
got
please
one guy
continue.
whose wife is going for missionary work to Africa by herself, and we know what kind of
Where's
Here he
your
missionary
goes
work
wife
about
that's
the
at?
going to
wives
be.
again. Here
Come
he
on,
goes
Let me
about the
Brad. Come
know.
wives
on, come on.
again.
Leave the wires
Let
out
So,
of
me
it,
know.
Brad.
Talking
Leave
about
the
Let me
wires.
wives
know
That
you
that
again.
do
is
Here we
that.
go.
not Brad. Leave
What time
wires
you
out
don't
of
do
it,
that?
bro. That's your first warning,
He
man. Come
can't.
on.
He
First
can't.
warning.
so,
First
and
warning,
again,
Brad.
both of these bitch boys sit there and act tough, like, oh, I got a
You know
9
what's
millimeter,
happening
I can
is
actually
the
do
source
something.
of
They can't do
pain.
fucking shit.
The
These
source of
guys are the
pain in
fucking
Brad's
ones
life
sitting in their
revolves
sandals with
around
their
his
socks, their
family.
tube socks rolled up to their
That's
fucking
right.
knees after they
Brad has
get
a lot of
golfing
hurt
and fucking
in
go
his heart
shooting at the end of the day.
regarding wives.
That's right.
He has a
Brad is
lot of
very
hurt,
hurt.
and he's
Brad's
hurt.
very
Some
hurt.
wife hurt him, and he's dealing
Brad
with
is
that hurt.
triggered.
And so whenever he gets angry, his insult of choice is to start
Yes.
attacking wives because that's where his pain is. That's where his
No,
hurt comes from.
it's
That's
because I don't
beautiful.
really value transgenders like you. I don't fucking really like fucking pussies
How
like
do you
you.
know?
I
Do you
don't
know a lot
like
about
that. I
transgenders? Is
don't.
that it, Brad?
You
You
got
know a
one
lot about
fucking
them?
guy. You've got one guy. You know
What
what?
else do you
Here
know
you go,
about
Brad
Diogenes.
transgenders?
doesn't
What
have
is a
television in
what
his
is a
house. He's
Here
got a
you go.
What else
projector.
Since
do you
you
know
guys
what is
are
a
about?
all about that
transgender?
fucking
What
life,
else do you know?
Florida likes trans men. He likes having
What else do
sexual
you know about
exploits with them.
transgenders?
He'll join you guys, and you
Well,
guys will have your
Brad, what
little
do you know?
threesome.
Brad, is that what
Brad,
you
what do you
pay
know,
at the
bro?
red lights? You pay
Bro,
for the trannies?
Yeah, apparently Florida
Brad,
does, dude.
Brad, 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 you
And
deflect.
apparently you
Brad,
guys
you're
do.
constantly
So
deflecting,
you don't
Brad.
have it. Like what are
Constantly
you saying?
deflecting.
Nothing. You haven't.
Constantly
Two of you
deflecting.
are nothing.
Constantly deflecting.
You can't constant deflect nothing, dude.
Constantly
I told
trying
you,
to make it
show up or
about
don't.
somebody
Show
else.
up
You
and
can't
you just
ever
run your
face what
mouth.
you've
That's
done.
all you
Can't
are. I
ever
can
face
tell
what
you what
you've
kind of guy
done.
you are. You're the fucking motherfucker that runs your mouth, and then when you get confronted, you fucking duck and run. You go cry for daddy. That's who you do. You ask for somebody else to protect you. You ask for guys like me to step in and save your fucking life, but you can't do it. You can't
you
do
did.
anything.
You
You're
did.
not about
You
it.
did.
The
You did
only way
start
you get to
describing his
abuse
naked
people is your
body
own
yesterday.
fucking
That is
little
true.
wannabe fucking
Yeah.
groupie. That's it. And you can have it. You can have the whole fucking sexual exploits between Florida.
You did. Yeah, you did say that. Yeah, do you remember that, Brad?
Wait, saying that your wife is going to run a train? That doesn't really
Yeah,
gay,
I'm one of
but
them niggas that's in the train.
Like, leave the
Hey,
wives
from the
out of
PTR.
it. Leave the wives out of it on both sides. Leave the
She's
wives out of it
beautiful.
on both sides. Keegan,
Marley, get out.
Hey,
Let them
make
handle
sure
it.
you are the agent,
Yo,
not the
yo,
leave the
y'all
thief.
get
wives
out of
out of
it.
it.
Get out of it.
We're leaving the wives out of it. Look, we can just be polite.
here's
We
the
can be
thing. There's nothing
civilized.
that this
I know we like
motherfucker
to
can
get
say or
fired
do
up,
that
and we like the
actually means
content,
anything in
guys.
life.
I
Again,
love the
dude, you
content
haven't
more than
amounted to anything. You
anyone.
sit there in a
But the
room of one, like
content,
it was stated earlier,
look,
fucking talking to yourself
Bradley,
all day
one
long,
moment,
thinking
Bradley,
you have
excuse
some
me,
fucking
sir,
point.
sir,
You're
sir,
you're you're
sir,
reminiscent of fucking somebody
sir.
who's
Could you,
like
could, sir,
lost med. You
sir,
shut the fuck
sir,
up. Sit down there, bitch
sir,
boy. Sit
please,
down there,
sir,
bitch boy. Stay
sir,
there.
please.
Stay there like you are. Stay on mute because again, you offer nothing to society or humanity. Nothing.
Sir, will you
Nothing.
please mute your
You don't
microphone?
have anything to offer. So again, what do you got? Nothing. Nothing. Who's calling
Thank
me
you.
sir?
Thank you.
Oh yes.
Okay, so listen, Brad, I thought it was
Don't
pretty cut and
fucking call me
dried.
Brad, you fucking bitch. You call me
What would you like me to
fucking
call you?
Mister. You call
Son?
me
Should I call you
Mister. That's
son? Should I
right.
call you boy? Hey, boy?
Yo, I'll tell you
Hey,
what.
boy?
I'll call you boy.
Hey,
I'll beat the fuck out of
cocksucker?
you, you
Hey,
little boy.
boy? Wait,
Listen, you
what?
can take that little
What are you
fucking
going to do?
puberty blocker all you want to. It's not going to make you a man. It's
Brad, wait,
not
what,
going to
what
do
did you
it.
say?
It's
Did
not
my
going to
old
help.
ear hear something like a threat? Did you wouldn't hurt me, Brad. You wouldn't hurt me.
Oh, yeah, I would, dude. Show up anytime you want.
Why would you hurt me, Brad?
Oh, I'd love to.
Why would you? Why would you hurt me?
For
Oh,
entertainment.
it's just something to pass the 5 minutes I have in between meetings.
Is that why, Brad? Do you like do you like to beat people up, Brad?
Anytime you want, dude. You keep talking your mouth. Come on, and then back it up, dude. Back it up. Back it up, both of you. Both of you are like. Let's do this. Since you guys like to run your little lips and you want to fucking talk your shit, why? Tell you what. When are you going to show up? When are you going to show up? That's all you need to answer. When are you going to show up?
Why are you inviting these men to your home? I want to know.
I tell you what, you can meet
Why are
me
you
anywhere.
inviting these
There's
men to your home?
beautiful national parks. They won't find you for 20 years.
Why? Oh,
They,
wait, what? Wait, what? You said, and I quote, "We have a beautiful national park. They won't find you for 20 years." What's going to happen if we come to your house, Brad?
come find out.
But Brad, what about this national park thing? You don't have the balls to say it. You don't have the balls to say it.
Dude, I promise you, though, some hunter will piss on your bones 20 years from now, and that's all you
Why,
have to
why
say.
would they? Why would they do that, Brad? Are you going to put me in the ground?
I
Is that what you're
would.
implying?
I
Oh,
would.
you would. You would kill me.
Show up at my house. Yeah.
How, wait, you told me to come to your house several times. You told me to come to your house, Brad.
You
So if
said you were about that life, bitch. You
you want
said
to
it. You said you were
you want
going
to
to come
invite
up.
me
You
to your
acted.
house,
Wait, you tried to
you,
imitate Macho Man Savage, thought you were all tough and you could talk your shit. And I said, show up. And you know what?
okay?
You can't. Now you're
So
deflecting. Now you're trying to
so
wiggle
so
your
so
way
no
out.
no
You're trying
Brad
to do some
no
little
Brad. I
fucking
told you I want
wonky
my
shit.
money.
You're
I
trying to
told you I
do
want my
anything.
money, Brad.
So I'll tell you what.
I
You
want
want
my
some
money,
money? Show
Brad.
up. You know
Where
what?
is my
Here's
money,
the
Brad?
thing. If
Pay me what
somebody
you owe
owed
me,
me a
money.
thousand
Pay me the
dollars,
money that
I
you owe
would
me,
show
Brad.
the fuck up and
Where
collect.
is my
I
money,
would
Brad?
collect. If
Bradley,
somebody
you
owed me
bad
a
Is
boy.
that
You are
thousand,
going
I
to
an
get
would
a
go
adventure
whooping,
time?
collect.
Brad.
Is that
I would
Adventure Time?
show up and collect. And you
Okay.
Is
don't.
that all
You
they
know
do,
why?
agent?
Because you're a
Sounds
James,
pussy.
like you have a
And
James, I want
couple
you
two,
to keep
because you
things.
that
got
energy,
caught in your own
James.
fucking bullshit.
James,
And
keep that
three, you
energy.
didn't fucking happen.
Keep that
So guess
energy.
what? You don't have
Because
anything to do.
James,
That's why
I've got
you
to
just
tell
sit
you
there
what,
and run your
if
fucking
we
mouth.
will
You
just
run your fucking mouth
require
and you
Brad
don't
to
have
do
it.
what he
If
says, I
somebody
promise
owed me
you
a
that I
thousand
will
dollars, any
engage
other
in
man
mutual
owed a
combat
thousand dollars,
with
somebody
geriatric
would
Be
show
a
Brad.
the fuck
man
up.
of your
I
word.
promise you
Somebody would
that if
show
you
the fuck up
require
to
That's
Brad
collect
right,
that
amen.
money.
to be a
I
man
tell
of
you
his
what,
word,
if you believe that, show up. Show
okay,
up. Show
okay,
up
so
and
you don't
collect. If you're such
Come to
about
my
that and
house
you're all
and I'm
about
gonna
that,
back it up
listen.
with
show
proof.
up.
Now
That's
he
what
doesn't
Brad
even have. Now
said.
he doesn't even have the courage to admit that he owes me the money. He's
No.
trying to imply that I'm just making up
I
this
don't
idea
have
that I owe
anything,
him
dude. I
money.
told you again. This is the pussiness out of it. You
You
fucking
owe
say
him
everybody
money.
owes you money. Everybody owes you
You
money. You
Uh,
no,
go
not
around with a
everyone.
hand
I
on
Just
your
want
hip. You
you
everyone.
ask
I
people
want
for
everyone to
money,
close their
and then
eyes,
you turn
and I'm going to
around
take
and
you
say
back in
I owe you a
time.
money, and then you
Close
won't
your
show up
eyes,
to
and I'm going to
collect
take
it.
us
So
all
go
on a
collect
little
it. So
journey
go
into the
collect it.
past.
So go collect it.
mm,
There
Pussy,
we
go
were,
collect it.
Memorial
there
Day,
you
Cry all
were.
you want
and
to.
there
Memorial
was
Day.
Come collect
Diogenes
it.
in a room
Come
surrounded
collect it.
by friends
Come
and
collect
enemies.
it. Come
Mm.
Brad
collect
happened to
it.
be in the room that day, and of
You
course,
come
Beautiful.
Diogenes
Yo,
was
Brad,
collect.
hold on.
providing
He's
a
telling
good
the
Again,
story.
all
Brad,
sermon.
you do is
relax,
just
please.
As
Let
talk
him
and
tell the
Brad
talk and
story.
talk and talk, and
as
then
Relax.
Brad
somehow got to
listened
win.
to
Relax.
And again,
Diogenes'
if
sermon,
Relax,
every
Brad.
and he
man
saw
knows,
the
Relax.
if
Brad,
nods
let
of
him tell the
you're
story.
approval and
owed
the flashing
$1,000,
hearts
that
and the
man's going to
beating
show
hearts
up at your
of the
door and
beautiful
collect it. And
women
guess
and
what,
handsome
Diogenes?
men
You
gathered to
never
hear
have.
Diogenes
You
speak.
never will.
He
You can't
began to
because
be
you're a
enraged.
coward, because you're a
His
fucking
sacred
fake,
cow was
because
being
you're a pussy,
denigrated.
because you're a
What was
fucking
this?
no spineless
Diogenes was
fucking
criticizing the
little
United
punk
States
bitch.
military.
King, you can
You can.
understand how Diogenes feels. You have a man
Oh,
who
here we
owes
go.
you
Another guy
over
who's like
Think
fucking
a
about my
4 or 5
feelings,
digit
another
King.
number.
fucking is going to
Think
try to
about my
jump on the
feelings.
bandwagon. Here we go. So all three of you, really? All three of you
How many
swap and spit?
how
All
many
three
men
of
can
you?
you handle,
How
Brad?
many
How
fucking
many
men are you
men can you
fucking
Come
handle,
on,
fucking
go
Brad?
ahead,
taking,
come
Corey?
on, man.
Because you
It can't
admitted
be
Brad,
three
how
that.
many
on one
men do you
guy.
Brad, how many men do you think you could take?
Guys like Kazi and guys like Brad are the same. They just make fake bets that they don't think they have to follow
Yep,
up on.
yep, yep. So look, I would like to take everybody back in
Again,
time.
if you're all about that, the three of you can show up together.
Why
Diogenes,
would
bring your
why
little
would
What?
boy
anyone
crew.
We're
why
Bring
would
three
your little
guys
anyone
that
boy
pay our
crew.
bets.
why would
Come on.
anyone yeah,
Bring
why would
your
I
boy crew and collect if you believe that.
collect
Go
what?
ahead,
Collect
show up.
what?
Because again, like I said, if
Collect what,
you
Brad?
were owed $1,000, if I was owed $1,000 by somebody, a king, for example, I would show up at King's door and say, "Hey, you owe me $1,000." Guess what? You never showed up. You never came. You
Where's
never
your door?
will. You
Where's
can't
your door,
because guess
Brad?
what?
I
You're
have
full
you
of
on the
shit.
record refusing to tell me where your door is. Tell me where your door is. I'll show
I
up.
told you, come to Houston, dude.
Oh, Houston. So I have you on the record telling me to come to Missouri or something. Now it's Houston?
I've never said Missouri, dude.
Where was it? Michigan?
No, it
Wait,
was
It
what's
was
the
Minnesota,
lake?
Michigan,
dipshit.
then he got
So
It was
again,
evicted.
it was some weird lake. He told me to meet him at some weird lake or some weird park that I
yeah.
couldn't pronounce the name of. And I said, let's just give me an address and I'll show up. I promise. I'll take the additional cost that probably exceeds the cost of the money that you fucking owe me, Kyle, and collect for the content.
Ah, all
For the
right, here
Lord.
you go, buddy.
Because I
You come
respect you,
anywhere near it.
Clubhouse.
Come to
Because I
57
love you,
Glendale, bitch.
Clubhouse.
Come.
Because
Come
I want the best
anytime you
for
want
you,
to.
Clubhouse. Because
Come
I want you
on.
to be entertained. I would do that for you. And yes, I might
He
start a
gave up
Give
his
Send
apartment
Go or
for
a GoFundMe to try
Clubhouse.
to collect some money on the side to help fund my trip out there. But I would document it. I have a GoPro. I have extra batteries. I have a smartphone. I would
I know you
record
have extra
everything for
batteries.
you. I would be on the phone on
Your wife
Clubhouse
buys
when
you
Hey,
I
shut
phones,
up
knocked on
bro?
right
this
quick. Hey, shut
cocksucker's
up right
door.
quick. Shut
I
up
would
right
be
quick.
on the
Hey,
phone
Keegan, I'm
on
gonna fuck
Clubhouse
your
when I
baby
knocked
mama
on
with
this
this big.
cocksucker's
Hey,
door and
Tato,
I told
shut
him,
the
"Hey,
fuck up.
Brad, what you gonna do, big guy?" And guess what? I've done it before. I got into an argument on Nextdoor with someone just like Brad that wanted to run their mouth, and they said, "Come to my fucking house. Come to my fucking house." And I said, "Okay." And I went to his fucking house and I
No,
knocked on
you
the fucking
didn't.
door with my GoPro.
No,
Oh,
you
you want to
didn't.
see the video? You want to see the video, Brad?
No, you didn't. I don't believe you, dude. I believe
Bet,
you do
bet,
these stage
bet,
little things
bet,
like you're doing
bet,
now.
nigga,
It's all
bet, nigga, bet,
performative with
nigga,
you.
bet,
So
Diogenes,
bet,
we
again,
have a
bet,
so
Discord.
bet, bet,
Diogenes, we
show
have a
bet,
up.
nigga,
Discord.
bet.
Show up. I don't care what you did with anybody else anyway, dude. I don't care. Show up.
So I did it or I didn't, Brad.
Show up. I
Did I
don't
do
even
it or
give a
didn't
fuck,
I?
but I doubt you did it.
This is
I bet it's all
exactly how
performative.
Brad
I bet
walked
it's
into a
all
bet he
performative.
has not paid. He said, "You
I
didn't do that.
bet
You didn't
it's
serve.
all
You didn't fucking
performative.
serve."
It's just the same shit over and over again with you.
Okay,
It's the
I
same
promise.
song and dance.
In front of
Show
all of
up,
these
dude.
witnesses,
Show
in
up.
front of all these
Show up.
witnesses, I have the
Show up.
GoPro video and I have all of the screenshots from next door where this guy threatened me and told me to show up at his house. And I have the video driving to his house, getting out of my car, walking to his door, knocking on the door. Okay. And I'm happy. I'm happy, Brad, to get into this debate. If you want to bet that I don't have it, you fucking cocksucker, go ahead and do it again. Maybe you'll owe me $2,000, you fucking ingrate. Let's fucking go. Stupid fucking Brad running his fucking mouth. I mean, Jesus Christ, we got to make t-shirts at this point. Retard. You need a helmet, faggot?
Went
Let's
Well,
all
go.
the
listen
way to
here,
his house and
fucking
you didn't get it
pussy.
the money.
Listen, faggot, you don't have anything. So again, show up. If you're all about that life,
Where?
like you claim
Where?
you are,
Where?
motherfucker, you would
Where,
be here.
bitch?
You would be
Where,
here,
bitch?
bitch. Come on. Fucking
Where?
show up. I
Where?
promise you. I
Where?
promise you. I'll
Where?
lay everything you ever fucking thought you loved to the ground. It'll burn.
Even my
It'll
children?
burn. And then the last thing you
You're
see
gonna
before
burn
I
my
give you that
children?
blood eagle will
You're gonna burn
fucking
my
be
children?
that end thing. I
You're gonna burn my
promise you.
children?
I'll fucking make sure everything you ever thought, that little TV dinner that you eat every night, that little fucking 2 inch fucking TV you watch, that fucking little bullshit that you do in between your Walmart jobs, I'll make sure
Okay,
that
pause,
everything you have is
pause,
gone. And
pause,
then you, as you're
pause. Who
crying
the
and you're
fuck
going
is
here,
leaking my
and you thought
private
you would be
details to
really
Brad?
cool on your
Who is telling
GoPro
Bradley where I
showing
work
up,
and what I
I'll make
fucking
sure
eat?
that
Because
video
that's
gets
not
posted out
cool.
there. And you
That's
know
not
what?
fucking
People
cool.
will say, damn,
This
that
this nigga
idiot
got the
fucking
fucking
actually
size of my
showed up
TV
and got
screen.
packed up
He
and
knows
sent
that I
down to the
sit there
hatch. You
watching
got down. I'm
fucking
gonna send you
OnlyFans
where
on
you
my
go.
2 inch
Yeah, I
TV screen in
got you.
between
You
Walmart shifts.
everything you
I was
thought.
fucking
I got
doxxed. I was
everything. Come
fucking
on.
doxxed.
Come on,
Mods,
dude. Come
mods,
on. Come
mods.
on. Let's go. Show up.
Brad,
Show
where?
up.
Where should I show up, Brad?
Come on.
Where
I
should I
told
show
you,
up?
dude. Let me know
You,
when you're in Houston, bitch.
you're, actually at this
It's
point,
actually, you know what? I tell you what, there's this beautiful strip called Crystal Beach right next to the house. I'm right outside of Galveston right there. Come out there. I'll be there. Come out.
oh, just on any time, any day. You'll just find me out
Anytime,
there.
dude. Anytime.
Yeah, you're a stupid fucking faggot. That's what you
I
are.
thought so. I thought
Yeah.
you
Oh,
wouldn't
look,
show up.
give me an address. Give me an address.
It did. Crystal Beach. It's right there.
Crystal Beach. Okay. Well, wait a minute. It was a small issue here. Okay, small issue because this is a journey. All right, this is a far journey for me. Just like it would have been a far journey to travel up north to it was you told me last time. Okay, and I got to be honest, Brad. I don't trust anything you say. Right. So you're asking me, and way back in the day, I was dating this girl. My first girlfriend. Okay, I was dating this girl,
Oh, Jesus Christ. I
and
don't fucking care
she
about your
started.
love story. No
She
one gives a
started.
fuck
She
about your
went to a
love
different
stories or your
school,
failed
guys.
love
She
stories. I
went to a
get it.
different school, guys.
You had
She
some
went to a
girl who
different
told you you
school.
were a
Let me tell
fucking
the fucking story,
weed.
you
Brad, she
boring
went to a
fucking
different school. She
faggot.
I
went to
don't
a
give a
different
fuck
school,
what you
Brad.
say. I'll interrupt
Brad,
you
she went to a
anytime I
different
want
school,
to, you
She
Brad.
went
fucking
to a
cock.
different
Brad,
You
she went to
fucking
a
school,
cheap
different
bit, little
Bradley.
school. You don't
fucking
get it.
She
dingleberry.
went
You
to
ain't
a different
fucking
school.
Brad,
Do
she
anything.
you
went to a
know
You
what
different
haven't
that
school.
had
means,
anything.
Brad?
And again, I'm doing this while I'm working, actually having a job. You're unemployed ass, or I'm sorry, you have part-time work. I forgot about that one. You have to do those little part-time jobs in
Let me
order
ask the
to
audience. Let
fucking
me ask
pay
the
that
audience.
child
If I
support that
go
you
to
owe.
Crystal
You
Beach,
bitch.
if
And
I
you
go
can't
to
even fucking
Crystal
take
Beach,
care of your own
if
family.
I go
But
to
then you're
Crystal
gonna come
Beach,
at me and say,
hey,
hey, here you go. You
shut the
got your
fuck
little
up, faggot,
fucking,
you
you little
cocksucking,
fucking
boring
pussy.
ass
You ain't
troglodyte.
have it.
If I go
Anytime,
to
dude.
Crystal Beach,
Just keep
guys,
showing up.
guys,
Just show
guys, you
up.
want me to
Just
go to
say you'll
Crystal
be
Beach?
there.
If I go to
Give me a
Crystal
date and
Beach,
time you'll be there.
I live
Give me
stream
a
my
date and
trip to
time you'll be
Crystal
there.
Beach. Guys, I go to
Give me a
Crystal Beach.
date and time you'll be there. I don't need your fucking
Good. Okay.
soliloquy
Okay,
about your
Brad, shut
fucking life
the.
story.
We
I
fucking
don't need
understand,
anything. I
Brad.
need a
We
date and
understand,
time.
Brad. We
I,
understand, Brad. Thank you. Shut the
Probably
fuck
a
up.
no, I need a
55 and
date and
up
time.
community.
A date and time.
So if I go to Crystal, if I go to Crystal Beach, guys,
Date and time.
will you
Date and
guys at
time.
least will you guys
Date
at
and
least
time.
allow
Date
some
and time.
conditions
That's
to
all
be
you need
placed
to say,
if he
dude. That's all you
if
need
he
to
fails
say
to
is date
show?
and time.
Shut the fuck up. You
No,
owe
you
me a
shut the
thousand
fuck
dollars.
up, you
You
bitch.
owe me a
Just
thousand
shut up
dollars.
and
You
say
owe me a
what you
thousand
need to
fucking.
say.
Shut up,
Say enough.
Brad,
cocksucker.
you
You owe
You
sound
me
ain't
a
like a
got
thousand
fucking
pecan.
fucking
nothing.
dollars.
Brad, you
I
sound
will
like a
fucking handle
pecan.
you
Brad, you
You
when
sound
ain't
I'm
like a
gonna
done
handle
fucking
pecan.
talking to
shit, dude.
people
Brad,
who
you
You
have
ain't
sound
some
gonna
like a
fucking
handle
pecan.
respect.
shit.
When I'm
Brad, you
You
done
ain't
sound
gonna
talking
like
to
a
handle
people
pecan.
shit.
who
Brad,
actually
you
do
sound
what
like
they're
a
fucking going to
pecan.
say they
You
do.
know what,
You
dude? I
fucking
am going
coward.
to do what I say. I'm gonna make sure of that. I'm gonna make sure of that. Just know that. You put everybody you think in trouble. You are going to go.
Oh, Brad's gonna murder kids.
But Brad said he's going to murder kids. Yeah,
Yep,
and
Of
it's
course
going
I
to be
he's
my
definitely
fault.
said
lying.
that.
It's going to be my fault because
That's
I told
Come
him
on,
to pay me.
don't
that's a
troll like
threat of
that. Don't troll about the
violence.
good stuff.
That's a really,
Don't troll
really
about.
despicable
That's
one.
Yeah,
no,
don't
that's what
It
he's
really, it
listen.
saying.
just
Don't troll
That's
about
what
the
shows
he's
stuff.
the
saying.
man that Brad is, man. The if Brad is willing to say these things about himself, mind you, right? Because that's what he's doing. He's saying, "Hey, I'm the type of man that will find you, murder you and your kids, and I'm the menace of society that really you all ought to
I
be
didn't say
afraid
that.
of." It
Yes,
tells us everything we need to know about
yes.
Brad.
And about what, right? Because he's never provided a plausible motivation for the concern that we have amongst ourselves. Because Brad, prior to making this bet, was someone that I thought would be an ally. I thought when I saw Brad in the room that day that Brad was there to listen to me and to agree with me. I thought Brad will certainly agree, saying that he's so familiar with the military about the points that I'm making, as outrageous as they may seem to the layperson, about what it means to actually serve in the military. And what did Bradley do? He had a fucking come apart, snapped, and started doing things that are completely inappropriate in a respectable society. Brad is literally advertising himself as an animal, an unhinged animal who is threatening to kill people for the reason that he won't pay the money that he owes them. It's insane. He's advancing this idea that it is the responsibility of the person he owes the money to incur additional costs to come and get that money from him if they can find him, if he decides he's going to show up. It is the most preposterous and unmanly thing imaginable. And only an animal, only a fucking nigger would think, as long as you can't find me, I don't have to pay you regardless of what I fucking said.
I mean, should you choose to
You're a
file it
fucking
in
animal,
courts, he
Brad.
would end up paying
Oh no,
all
I
of
have him
the
on the
court
record.
filing fees and everything too.
That's right. And I have him on the record saying repeatedly, that the bet did happen. Recording, if you'd like, Brad. He says the bet did happen, and he makes outright threats of violence if I come to collect it. He says, "Come get the money from me, and I'll fucking murder you. I'll bury you. I'll fucking rape your wife. All these out of pocket shit." He said it on the record. I'm going to find my file right now. He's saying all this shit, completely unhinged, completely unacceptable. On the record, says, "Come get the money that I owe you, and I'll kill you." So, I mean, what sense is there in that? I'm asking you guys, like, does that sensible? Is that reasonable? Is that what you do? You make a bet and then you say, well, if I can
No, I
kill the
think he was
person that
being
I made the bet
hyperbolic, bro.
with, I'm not.
No,
If
I
I can
talking about
kill the
Brad. He
bet,
was being hyperbolic with his speech. It's hyperbole, bro.
Yeah, but what does that mean?
so he shouldn't be
Hyperbole to
taking
Yeah,
that
but
bet.
again,
dodge
where
a
is
So
it,
bet
he,
that he
Florida?
made.
so
Where
It's
he's
is
still
not
it
the
being
credible.
same. It's still
So he's
hyperbolized?
not
hyperbole to
credible.
dodge a bet at
Stay
the
out
end of
of
the
No,
this,
no,
day.
no.
Florida.
What
So
is
he's not
being
credible.
hyperbolized, Nathan?
So he's not credible. Is that right?
That's what he's saying.
He's saying he's not credible.
Stay
Yeah,
out of it.
his words are empty because that's what we're saying. That's what Keegan, myself, Florida, and anyone else who's detracting. We're telling you guys that Brad is just a liar because Brad was asked repeatedly, like, "Are you serious about this bet?" Yeah, I'm fucking serious. You fucking think $1,000 means anything to me? He was fucking quite clear that he was not exaggerating. He was not speaking hyperbolically. And I said, let's make it less than that because it's about honor for me. It's about being a man of your word for me. It's about proving to you that someone who served in the military
What was the
does
bet?
have this
Wait. What
opinion
was the bet
about the
about?
military.
If you don't mind me asking.
I will happily tell the story. Why don't you ask Brad, though? I'd like Brad to have an opportunity to tell you all why he lost his fucking temper and went off the handle and bet Diogenes $1,000 he never served in the U.S. military. Bradley?
Oh, you were in the military? Oh fuck.
Allegedly. I don't want to give Brad, the benefit of the doubt here, right? Maybe I wasn't. Does anyone else want to bet that I
Oh,
wasn't?
Nathan is so far behind. Yeah,
I
somebody
know,
said this
right?
guy wasn't a military person, and then people vouched for him. DD 214, da 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 da, and that's why the $1,000 bet was supposed to be paid.
Yeah, not even a vouch though. Yeah, again, this is proven fact,
Right.
right?
Yes.
That
Self-escalated bet too. It's kind of strange in nature. Seems to be a common theme in
and
just
again, he had given
clubhouse.
Brad the opportunity, even yesterday, gave Brad the opportunity to apologize, just to, hey, I'm
To
a man of my word.
completely resolve the debt through apology. Yes.
See,
Yes,
I
and
would
he
take a
can't do it.
$1 signed bill. That's what I would take. Take a Sharpie, sign your name, and send me that $1 bill, and it's over. That's the best way because that
No,
dollar
I will
is
take
more
I'll take something
valuable.
even less expensive for good men, which is just an apology. If you're a good man, if you're an honorable man, you want to be a good and honorable man, then it wouldn't be an issue for you to accept when you're wrong and to admit that you're wrong. Okay, here's Brad. Here's the long recording. Here's a short recording. Here we go. Can you guys hear that? Let me see if I can turn it up.
You need you to.
We can't hear it, but I think you have to change your mode to music mode or
No,
something.
I have to hold on. I have to send. I think I have to send it to my phone because you're never going to hear it from the laptop speakers because I was recording it. I'm on my phone on Clubhouse because Abby says I sound like Andrew Meyer if I try to use Clubhouse on my computer. Uh, anyways, I'll put the recording in a Telegram chat and you guys can listen to it at length
We have a
if you'd like.
Discord. Can you put it in there?
A Discord? Yeah. What's the Discord?
We'll post it.
Callie, how do you
Okay.
play? It's music mode, right?
Why don't you
I
post
have
the
it. I have
Discord
an
to the
Android.
top?
I have an Android.
Yes, Melissa, you put it on music mode.
He has an Android. Yeah, just put it in the Discord. I'll put the link in
I'll
the
put
Put
it
it
in the
in
Discord.
the
Discord.
Discord. Somebody who has an actual iPhone, like a real phone, put it
Nah,
on music mode and let's hear it.
You crazy as hell.
Like a
Samsung is the
real
best.
phone.
It's the
Like a
best phone
real
ever. You tripping?
phone.
No, no. Do you know why iPhone is better though? Because you can use it to calibrate a sound system. So like
No, it's
Sonos says,
not.
hey, only if you have iPhone can you walk around the room and map the acoustics. So sorry, iPhone out though.
I'm mapping the acoustic. Get out of here, bro. All
Yeah, that's my shit. So no, you go fuck yourself. Bad
right,
Right,
they go to
Nathan.
experience,
they go to
You
Samsung,
gotta.
Discord,
whatever
bro.
the
Put
fuck
it
it
in the
is.
Discord. There you go. I want to see it.
Bradley, do you
Okay.
want the opportunity to apologize right now? We will gladly
Shut
hear
your
you out.
bitch ass up.
Yeah, Keegan, shut your
Get
bitch
out
ass
of it,
up.
Mrs.
Yo,
Lopez.
No, hey,
Yeah,
I
Keegan,
would
shut
extend
up.
him.
Keegan,
I would
just
extend.
stay out
I
of
would
it,
extend to
Keegan.
Brad.
Get
I would extend to Brad
Bradley.
the offer as the party who is owed the money. I would happily
The injured
offer
party. Go ahead.
Brad
Suck
the
my dick,
opportunity.
Chris.
Brad, feel free if you'd like to get down on one knee. You don't have to get down on one knee, but I'd tell you it would make my heart glad, and it would restore my trust and confidence that you are a man of integrity. If you did get down on one knee, I want you to look up and I want you to say, Diogenes, I was wrong, and I want the money that I owe you. I don't want to pay you. I don't want to pay you. I want to kill you because I feel so bad about the bet that I made. I want to end your life so that I don't have to be reminded that I could be so wrong about the world and about former service members and their ability to criticize the U.S. military because I live in a bubble. You don't have to say all that. You could just say, I'm sorry. I would like you to forgive the money that I owe you. And I, as a magnanimous God, will forgive you, Bradley. I
Niggers.
will
Oh,
forgive
this
you.
sounds like a Braveheart skit. This is crazy.
This sounds like a fucking Oscar-winning
Yeah, yeah,
moment.
yeah.
No offense. This
Let's
is
go.
like so meta.
That's the content
It
we
sounded
want,
like
It's like
baby.
it sounded like he
Patriot.
was for
Post
Let's
three
post the
hundred.
go.
videos.
It sounded like he
I'm
was for
so
three
surprised
hundred.
Oh,
Samoa's not trying to take a bet
Yeah,
hold
right
on.
yeah,
now about the
300,
bet.
right?
Nathan,
Yeah,
Sounds like
that's
Brokeback
your
Mountain.
hero.
that's
Nathan,
my
that's your
champion, bro.
hero, bro.
Is
That's
Come
that
my
your
on,
hero,
champion.
man.
bro?
He did the
Come
impossible,
on.
bro.
This is
Samoa,
this
He
is
why
did.
aren't you trying
comedy
to take a bet on the bet?
comedy
Hey,
Y'all,
hour
you're
right
missing
now.
hey,
money.
can we call
Ashley,
security?
Ashley,
Can
Comedy
we
Ashley,
call
this ain't got
hour.
security?
nothing to do with you,
Yeah,
Ashley. Just
yeah.
don't jump
Let's
in
get
it.
this fangirl down. Put her back in the audience, please.
No,
What's up
this
with
is
all the
comedy
blacks in
hour.
here?
Brad, stop talking. Now I'm bored. Come on,
I,
man. What are we
I
doing?
mean,
I wanna give
you
my
gotta, you
opinion
gotta
real quick.
appreciate the content when it comes.
Hold on. Let me get some output. Let me give my opinion right quick. So if said events did occur, such as explained in this room, everybody who knows we take bets serious.
That is true.
Oh
Yes.
yeah,
That
in
is
this room, if you did make a bet, you should pay the bet at the least. If that was said,
Yep.
Based.
Honor your bet.
This
Honor
room
your
is
bet.
based. This room is based. You have sensible rules for moderation. You let people get into it, and you tell people to honor their bets. I love this room.
Damn.
I don't know what that's about.
What the fuck? He's
Ricky,
playing
suck
sad
Play
your
music.
time.
booty.
Intelligible. They don't know. These people are uncultured. They don't know who Bob Marley is, bro. Come on. These people
Is
are
it
uncultured.
relevant to what's going on right now, Matt? Or is it
It
I'm
just
is.
downloading. I'm
If
downloading
you know,
Discord.
if you know, you know.
Right. If you know, you know. This is Bob Mahal, man. Yeah, uncultured swine.
You admit. You admit.
Hey, yo, bro, man.
Oh, shit.
What's great is that Brad, every room you go to, this will
I don't
follow
know what it
you
is, but it does
to the
feel
end of
relevant
your
in my soul.
days,
I can tell you
Brad.
that.
This will follow you until you
He's
die,
like, I'm
Brad.
starting to
Exactly.
know. I'm starting to
Soak up the
know.
culture. Soak up the culture, Florida. Soak up the culture.
Pause, pause, pause.
Bitch, this ain't no Bob Marley, nigga.
Bob Mahal. You an idiot. Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Florida.
He's deaf.
This is the
He's deaf.
culture that your
Stop
people
making
went
fun of
to
the
and got
deaf
slaves, nigga.
cripple, yo.
Bitch ass
Bob
nigga.
Mahal is from Senegal. You
It's
people,
Bihal.
shut
It's
the
Bihal
fuck up.
Marley.
That was great music. I like that.
Yeah, your
Philly's
ancestors
in there
loved it
for the
too,
Oh,
nigga.
This
guys!
moment of
I'm
That's the
culture
listening to this
same
brought to you
guy.
by
recording.
That's the same
Intelligible.
guy who
I'm,
did.
I'm
That's
Yo,
the
listening to this
same guy who
recording
did
as
I
I
I was
the
download
hoping
Wakanda
I
song.
was
Discord.
hoping for somebody to start monologuing over this shit about being in the military.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So there, do it.
That's that
There
Black
I
Hawk Down
was.
shit.
I was 16 years old, and my mama said, "Get." I said,
Exactly.
where am I supposed to get to, mama? And she said, boy, I don't know, but you're going to be homeless if you don't get somewhere.
That's
And I
right.
called the
mean,
recruiter and I said, I
he,
want to join the few. I want to
Yeah,
join the crowd.
you
I
gotta
he
want
give
to
needs
be a
that.
military
Marine.
members
You
with an
gotta give
IQ above
this
room
guy.
temperature.
This guy's
You
still
know the GRS don't
living.
count.
That guy's still like 16 years old doing Western fucking sound. Like, dude, grow up. This is why Brad is packing you up, man. You gotta grow up, man. Come
You know
on.
what?
Come on, Mike. Come
You're
on, man.
welcome.
Brad did
You're
not pack him up.
welcome.
Brad is
You
packing
fucking
who?
ungrateful.
Brad's been buried 3 times.
I don't know, man.
Brad wants to
Yo,
back it
Mac,
up.
you
I'll tell
gotta
you
be
that.
fair, bro.
The
Mac,
three
you
of you
gotta
are
be
ganged up
fair,
on
bro. You're
him.
Hey,
not being
The
fair
three of
right
you are
now,
ganged
hey,
up
man.
from
on
my
him,
view,
and I don't know,
Florida is
man.
Paul Heyman. Just saying.
You're
You guys
not
know who
being
Paul Heyman
fair,
is?
Mac. You're not being
You guys know
fair,
who Paul
man.
Heyman is?
Yo, Florida's been trying to be relevant this whole
This
conversation.
whole
The
time.
whole
Just like
Yo,
Twitch
conversation.
and
Florida
Vic.
he been gnawing at the ankle, and Brad Smith annoying,
Diogenes is running a show, guys.
Florida is
Relax.
straight.
Oh,
He's
annoying
the
straight.
it.
the
Florida is
Marines
straight
call for
Migos
air
today. I put
support,
the
Like
man.
I
in the
said, you tell
background.
I know.
Diogenes to sing and he's Frank Sinatra.
Hold
Florida,
I
on,
you
mean,
doing the
Nathan.
he was a
hey? Listen,
Yo,
Florida
Nathan,
doing. He
That's
the
doing the
probably the
ad
most
Marines,
lib shit.
relevant
He
the
in the
thing you've
Marines
said all
call
background
day,
for
acting
air
Florida.
like
But
a
right
support.
pro.
on.
wait,
His
And you said
They
that
ass,
call for air
beforehand too.
support, and they
It's
couldn't get
also
air
the most dick
support.
so
his
sucking
this is
thing
ass
you
not
said.
ad
fair.
libbing. He
This is
just
not
ad libbing
fair.
in the
Florida
background.
man.
Just again.
Hey,
This
yeah,
is
in the background. This nigga ad libbing. The
this
fuck?
this is not fair because a good corner man is an essential element of a good fighter.
Let's go. Wake it up. Wake it up.
Listen.
Wake it
Where's
up.
Brad? Is Brad going to unmute himself and
If Florida
apologize?
man listen, if Florida man doesn't rub his shoulders in between rounds, he could get stiffened up, right? Pause.
Oh,
If
pause,
he doesn't
pause.
give him his uh
We don't need none of
you
Water
know
that.
bottle?
We don't
Water
his
need
bottle?
water
none of
bottle.
that
Hey,
concrete.
Wait,
Yo,
Relax.
my man
if he doesn't
said
give him
stiffen out. He said
all right,
if
stiffen
he
The
yo,
out.
doesn't
stool?
this
give
get
The
weird.
stool?
if he doesn't give him the
Could you,
water bottle
could
laced
you
with fucking
elevate the pitch of your voice,
methamphetamines,
please?
if he doesn't give him the water bottle laced with methamphetamines, how is he gonna keep his energy up? You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
Yeah, no, no.
So
Can't,
Listen,
what's the name of the Discord?
can't, hold
I
on.
got
somebody
Can't,
really hate Brad.
Click the link up
Somebody
top.
got
It's gonna
the.
put you into a
no,
white
I
belt.
don't
Somebody
have a
went and
Discord
called
account.
the
I
right,
downloaded
Avengers.
right.
Discord.
Somebody
Oh,
called
look.
the
Click
Avengers on Brad.
Diogenes. Click
Somebody
the
said,
link.
Yeah.
"Yo, go
One
get
second.
Diogenes. Go get Abby. Go get
Yeah,
fucking
the link is
Decent."
up
Somebody
top,
really
bro.
don't like
Yeah,
Brad. Somebody
click
call
the link
all
up
these
top.
niggas in here, man.
I want to say another statement right quick. Another statement.
Niggers.
Can we all agree as a community that the highlight of this whole engagement was bet nigga bet? That was
Say
the
yes.
highlight.
Say yes.
Yo, I want that
Bet
as a
Yeah,
ringtone.
that shit that be
I
dying too,
want that
God was
as my
bad.
ringtone.
Knowledge, we
He's
were
like,
thinking the
Hey,
same thing,
somebody
Can I
asked
knowledge.
play?
yo,
Abby.
yeah,
Send it
yeah,
to
I
me.
know, right?
I
Yo, he's
want that
like, I don't have
ringtone.
it. He's like, I don't have the recorded. All right.
I'm
Bet.
telling you, somebody really don't like Brad, man. Somebody really don't
What
like
happened,
that
bro?
nigga.
What happened?
It's
Nah, Brad
Brad.
is my boy.
Brad
Listen,
doesn't
at the
like
end of the
himself.
day, Brad is my boy. And I tell you this though, he did not just
Brad's
tuck
a
it. He did not
groomer.
just roll. No, he did just not. He didn't roll over and show his stomach. He went down fighting, and he dang went down
But
fighting
look,
real hard,
He
bro.
died. He died
Like
fighting.
another
He's a
like
hey, I
groomer.
want
Sammy.
to be fair. I want to be
Brad's a
fair, guys.
groomer.
You say someone doesn't like Brad, but if you listen to what's happening and you establish the facts, it's Brad that doesn't like Brad because nobody makes him say the out of pocket shit. I never called Brad by name. I never identified Brad as an individual. He came into my room, into my space to listen to me speak, and start making out of pocket claims about what I did and didn't do. And I said, look, we're on the internet. People can say anything they want. Let's go ahead and put money behind it. And he said, sure fucking thing, bud. We're going to put money behind it. All right. No one asked him to do that. His self flagellation is his own issue. I don't hate Brad.
Hmm.
I offer him the opportunity for forgiveness.
But do
Pay
you
your
love
debt.
him?
If he pays his debts, I could forgive him, and I think we'd be on the road to love. Yeah, I think we could start. We could start there, brothership.
Listen,
We could be
listen.
friends.
Besides you, is there any other credible sources that can confirm that he did made a bet?
Sig, I think, is the most credible and known to you, who will confirm that he
Wait,
made
you
the
talking
bet.
about DJ Sig?
But
Yes,
Brad
Yeah,
also
sick,
confirmed it,
bro.
Nathan.
You talk about my Marine buddy?
yes.
Brad also
Yeah,
confirmed it, Nathan.
yeah, sick.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Masculinity mention.
Yes. Yeah.
You know masculinity
Doctor.
mansion,
Yeah,
Nathan.
there's
Stop
only
acting like
one
you don't
Sig.
know. Yes,
Okay.
that's it.
Yeah, that's the light skinned skinned Don Dada right there, bro.
Sig is not light skinned, bro.
Yes, he
Yeah,
is, bro.
don't do that, nigga. Sig is not fucking
Yo,
light
He
skinned.
listen,
don't act like
moving
skin. but he light skinned.
moving, moving,
You're not
moving
like that,
forward.
nigga.
Moving forward, the Navy is the number one branch in
You
the
crazy as
U.S.
hell, man. It's always been the
I
army.
mean, we all see what happened here today. The niggas tried to call the Air Force. Brad's still standing. Brad is like an old Air Force carrier. You know what I mean?
Brad
Trying
can
Niggas
to
tried
defend
defend
to
himself.
himself.
Where
niggas
is
How?
tried to
Brad right
bomb
now?
them
Why does Brad not unmute and defend himself? Why do you
because
come off
you
like
Man,
a
Because
already
cuck
the
be
king
to
you.
not
defend
No,
need
himself?
this is the
Why
after
Matt,
do
you
you
no
saw
come
no
that
no
off
no
off
movie?
the mic
no.
like a
thousands of
This is
cuck
how they're
to
quarrels
defend
of the
getting.
himself?
peasants below.
Matt, you're
You
not
see
Matt,
looking
did
how
you
at
they're
see
the
that
getting out of
movie?
pocket? You see how
What do
they
you
all
think about
getting
the bet?
upset
Matt. Matt,
because
Matt,
well,
you're
I
not
mean,
looking
Yeah.
at
the
this
bet
objectively,
is
Matt. You're not looking at this
we don't have
objectively.
proof that the bet even happened. We're gonna have to prove that though.
It
Well,
did
he's
We
got
don't
to
happen.
have
play
niggas
against
enough
the
gonna come in to
Matt, it
evidence.
confirm
did
it.
happen.
Right,
It did.
then that would be a different situation. But as far as like the
Okay,
betting and
okay,
the
okay.
rhetoric, the performance, Brad had all that covered, man.
Nah,
I mean,
Matt,
Brad,
did he drew a little blood, but I think Brad got him.
Matt, did you see the movie with the prideful samurai? The
Which one?
samurai in the
Ronin?
end. No, I'll get the name of it. In the end, though, he died. But what he did was he stabbed his sword within his foot, right? And he posted himself up that way he could die standing. And that's what happened today.
Oh shit!
oh shit, that
I don't
is
know. I don't
okay. You
know.
know what,
Damn.
Nathan?
But
That is
listen, at one
poetically
point,
accurate, Nathan. Well
Why
done,
is
bro.
Matt
when
writing Brad right now?
No,
Like a
Matt.
listen,
Matt
homosexual
is the
that
no,
he
wall that's
listen,
is.
propping him up,
Just like how
once
Florida was
again,
propping you up.
once again, you are doing all of this to excuse behavior. So chill the fuck out, my nigga. All right,
You sound like
relax.
a homoerotic just sapien of a
Yeah,
man.
yeah. You
What
sound
is
like
this? What is this weird homoerotic behavior?
erotic,
Hey,
This is
like
nobody.
disgusting.
You
like
Why
guys,
are
No,
you
you
guys are
no,
writing
failing to
Cognitive.
Brad?
understand something.
Brad can
You're
defend
failing to
himself.
understand
you
something. The
need
issue
to.
was not that somebody was in
Brad
my
makes the
corner. It's
homoerotic
that
remarks himself when
Brad,
he
I don't
says
even
that he
have
No,
wants
bring the
proof.
other
rap
men
Brad
to
has
lick
heavy.
his taint.
literally, Brad has literally been such a fucking cocksucking, bootlicking, bitch made, invertebrate coward for so
All of a
long
sudden, it's gays and
that
cocks. That's really weird from you
he's
guys.
made a tremendous number of enemies by running his mouth. Literally no one was saying, hey, yeah, let's get behind Diogenes. They're saying, let's get behind the man owes the man money, pay the fucking money, stop fucking deflecting and running away from the truth. Right? I mean, it's not about corners. Like I said, I don't have anything against the man. Pay me what you fucking owe me. If it was anybody else, I'd have the same fucking
That's a
attitude.
good line.
It's
Right.
doubly
It's a
I
good
think
line.
it's very
that is a good
clear.
line. It's doubly
I think it's
insulting.
pretty clear. I think it's pretty clear that Brad is used to packing y'all up, right? And y'all form like Voltron, right? Florida, two of the
I
best.
can
Y'all
barely
You're
niggas sit up
understand
such
what
a
he
here.
says.
bitch,
Are we
Matt.
all
Y'all
You're
niggas
understanding
sit
such
this
a
up
actually?
here
bitch, Matt.
trying to pack Brad up,
Oh,
You just
and
want some
Bradley.
then
points
Oh,
with me.
Bradley.
and,
Bradley,
I
do you
and
love
hate
then
me,
when
y'all
Bradley?
losing.
non-Americans
Bradley,
speak.
am I good
Y'all
enough,
losing.
Bradley? Do you
Did
like
you
the way I
Y'all
post?
losing
touch you,
so
Did
Bradley?
bad.
you
Do
did
I
you
remind
post
you
it?
of anyone you love,
Lou?
Bradley? Will you love me,
Right,
Bradley? I know you
right.
could
You
never look
can
at me when you finish,
Did
Bradley,
you
but I
you
love
post
can
you,
the
you
Bradley.
know the
recording?
I
truth.
love you, Bradley. Forgive me,
Listen to you.
Bradley. I
Oh my
wasn't
god.
beautiful enough,
Listen
Go,
but
to
I
you.
love
Bradley!
you. I
You
Did
can
love
you
you,
even hear the
post
Bradley.
the
truth.
Oh,
recording?
Bradley. Oh, Bradley, do you
Okay.
want to take me, Bradley? Oh, shut
Okay.
the fuck up, Matt.
Right.
It's on
Bend
Matt.
If
Shut the
over,
fuck
if
Did
Matt.
I
up.
you
was
Bend
post
over
the
and
lying,
take it, Matt.
recording,
if I was
Lou?
lying, you would have let me speak. But you know the truth is hurting you, and you gotta,
Bend over,
stop
Matt,
on
and
my
take it. Take it
voice.
like a man.
Right,
Okay.
stop on my
Did
voice
you post
because you
it?
guys
Because
are
remember
now.
No,
we've had a
no,
performance for a
no,
while, but
Brad,
did you
Brad, I'm not
post it?
ready, Brad. I
There you
forgot to,
go.
I
Listen
forgot
to
to get
it.
the lubricant,
Man,
Bradley.
Listen
fuck
to
you,
it.
Oh,
man.
Okay, okay. We've had a performance for a while, but did you post it? I saw you join the Discord, but I didn't see it
yeah,
posted.
I'm scrubbing it. I'm scrubbing it right now to make sure
Okay.
that I'm not violating your rules.
Okay, thank
Yo,
you.
Diogenes, can you do that in your macho man voice? Let's hear it, brother. Come on. Yeah, brother.
What
Come
is he
on, let's go.
saying?
Let's go. Go ahead, Diogenes.
Do what?
The theatrical shit you just did.
Okay, hold on. Do you want me to do the theatrical shit or you want me to post this? I
Dance,
can't do
I want
monkey,
you to
either.
post
dance.
it.
Oh,
You
yeah,
need to
Right.
okay.
post it. No, no. Hey, we want to hear
Okay.
the truth,
Post it
so
first,
just
and then
post.
we'll have
Focus
you
on
dance
posting it.
after.
Well, who's this
Right.
claiming they want to hear the truth? What the fuck is this?
Post it first, and then we'll have you dance after. Go ahead. Handle what you
PTR
got.
the truth.
You
Is that
want the
so
truth?
offensive when somebody wants to hear the truth? Why are you
You
upset
can't. No,
about
I'm just
that?
shocked. I'm shocked to hear that there's anyone in the room who doesn't already know the truth. It's shocking.
You can't handle the
Yes,
truth.
Diogenes, there were a
I
lot of
am
people
the
who were
truth.
around for this event, but there are people who weren't, and they're not going to just take somebody's word for it. So we'd like to hear the
Yeah,
recording.
Yeah,
that's right, Doc. Because I
There
was
are
there.
people in
I
here who were
remember
here
everything.
for it, but
I
that's
was
not
there.
enough for others.
okay, and
Yeah, but everybody else wasn't. So
I
might as well
hope
just
that
let the audio, speak for itself.
yes, yes, yes. And I apologize because it's a laptop being recorded by Audacity. I think it was Audacity. So here's I'm in Discord. I gotta verify the email.
Florida, I know it was you, Florida. I know it was you that called everybody. You a little sneaky Jew. You was in
He
the
didn't call me.
background,
He didn't call me.
fucking getting all the Voltron niggas together. I see how you act. I see how you do, bro.
No, the difference is, King,
It's
is that we
funny, no,
all
it's just
hate Brad. We
if
all
Brad
hate
stick
Brad
around long
individually,
enough
and we come
anywhere,
as a collective.
eventually people that have a past or a history with him are going to come out of the woodwork. And those people are going to expose Brad for who he is. I didn't ping these people into the room. I
I
didn't
was not
follow
paying.
Keegan or Diogenes until less than an hour ago, when
I
Diogenes
hate Florida man.
most recently came back into the room.
Yeah, Florida man's a tranny lover. You think we care about him?
Yeah, we don't love him. We deny him. See?
This is a story of an enemy of my enemy is my friend,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is just a fact.
We
It's
come
like,
together in love through hatred.
there you go. I mean, we
Unity through hatred. Hell yeah.
but
Yo, good to
you
see you,
gotta
Keegan.
Trust
God
me,
bless you,
if
King.
Diogenes were to ever get too comfortable, the shit that he's said about people on this app
Oh, you
maliciously
know
would
it.
also come out too.
We
Yes,
would have a fucking
we can
field day with Dodgers. He know that shit. We'll have a field
So,
day with that
so
nigga.
What
if
did he
that if
say?
let's
that's
go. Let's
hold on, and
fucking
that's
do
my
that next.
point.
Let's fucking do
We
And
that
will
that's
have a
my
next.
fucking
point.
field, Diogenes. You know
I
Diabolical
how
don't
I
have
like
any
fucking
that. Don't do it.
recordings of
untruthful
it,
nigga.
Don't do it
unfortunately.
to yourself,
That's the
Diogenes.
I
issue.
have
You know how
recordings
I
of it.
get down, bro.
Every time I called a woman a whore and told her to change her PTR
I
or I
have
kick her
all
from
the
the
They
fucking
evidence.
are
room.
whores. They're all
Incriminate
whores,
my
Every fucking
Diogenes.
people.
time. Every fucking time.
Yo, you're
I
pulling a Nixon,
No,
man.
we
That's
agree,
kind of risky.
Diogenes. We agree with that. We agree on that. We agree on
I
that.
have a recording of Brad saying he wants to bang my 2-year-old daughter. Who wants to see it?
you listen to things. I got to
I
be a
don't think
member
it's
for at least
legal
10
to
minutes
see
to send
that.
messages
What?
in this server.
It's not legal.
Brad's a
Yeah,
groomer. He
phrasing.
wants to
Who wants to
groom
see
my
that?
daughter.
Hear
This is who
that would
Brad's
be
is.
kind of more precise.
Stop that right now. I can't even believe you're fucking repeating anything like that.
Does everyone want to hear it? I can play it for the room.
No!
It's
Fucking
Don,
what's
where's
wrong
the
with
ticket?
you?
Yeah, I mean
Nah,
that's
nah,
what
nah,
this
nah,
has
nah.
come
Mrs.
down
Lopez
to,
doesn't
right?
speak for Mrs.
It's
Lopez
time to
doesn't speak
just
for all of us. I
let it
want to
play
hear it.
itself out,
Yeah,
man.
let it hear it. Let's hear this.
All right, everyone, please be quiet. I'm turning on music mode because I just have an iPhone, so I can do that. And we can hear Brad say he wants
Please
to.
get Brad back in here.
He's in here.
He is here.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, Brad and Diogenes next to each other. How cool.
I love your rainbow.
I need to screenshot this.
We can't hear anything, Keegan.
You shut up, you fucking bitch.
Okay, guys, this recording is good. I want you guys to know this recording is very good, and I want to get the context for you. Oh, sorry, Giga. Didn't mean to step on you there. Sorry.
Keegan, you can't be the one to play it because your mic sucks.
You got to drop it in the Discord.
Well, I just heard
I'll
significant
send you a
Okay,
words
hold
when
video
she
of me
on,
turned
hold
breaking
on.
James,
your
18.
James,
daughter. Is
Hold
that
on,
what he
hold
said?
son of
on.
a
That's
James.
what
This is
Brad
not
said
about
to
you.
you?
Hold on. Your mic quality's not very good, Keegan. Can you put it in the Discord in any way?
I'm not downloading Discord for everyone.
I
But
heard it.
how about this?
I heard
How
it
about
loud and
this?
clear.
It's
You
Brad
guys
in
said,
can
the
I
literally.
it's in
heard
the
it loud and
replays.
clear.
It's in
Wait,
the
wait, wait, wait,
replays.
wait,
I'm
wait,
telling
wait,
you guys
wait,
where to
wait. Let him
find
play
it.
You
it one
guys
more
are
Guys, I
time.
can tell
so
you where to
so
find
Let him
it. I
play
can
it
tell
one
you where
more
to
dumbass.
find
time,
it.
guys.
I
Let
can
him
tell
do it
you where
one
to
more
find
time.
it. I can tell you where to find it. Look,
This
I'm
shit
not going
better
to
than
download Discord
Netflix.
for you guys, but I'll tell you where to find it. It is in Oscar's room, Oscar's house. It's a replay of the weekly recap highlighting Keegan that happened last week.
With replays on. With
With
Just
replays
replays
on.
copy the
on, and
link, Keegan. Copy the
Brad
link.
said that he wanted to bang my daughter, who's 2 years old, when she turns 18. Brad is a groomer.
Come
You can
on,
literally copy the
man.
link. You know that, right?
Yeah, let me
Yo,
copy the link.
Brad, did you really
Okay,
say?
you left
Did
out
did he
the
really say
last
that?
part. That's a far stretch.
As a
Did he really
father,
say that?
how could you ever say something like that? Just
Yes, I
make that
agree.
make sense.
This
Bridge
is
That's
that
that's
Florida
gap
fucking
for
man.
hilarious.
us.
Florida man is nibbling.
I mean, at this moment, he lies about everything. Does he really has two daughters?
Abby,
She's
what's your beef with? Wait, what's your beef with Brad? Abby,
she's a
I'm
Yo,
groiper.
sticking
He's
fuck
with
a
Brad.
Abby.
groiper
Abby's a
you're
come
talking
whore.
on,
to, Nathan.
she
I'm
can
not a
speak for
groyper.
herself.
I
Abby's a
hate Nick
whore.
Fuentes.
Abby's a
Who
whore.
said I'm a whore?
Come on, please,
Are
man,
you
let her speak for
projecting?
herself. Hey, Abby, this is a safe space.
The link is in the chat.
Sometimes, but let me ask this question.
He
My
also said
issue
in
with
the
Brett.
just so everyone
My
knows, real
issue
quick.
with Brett.
What?
Hello, he asked me a question.
Huh?
My
Yeah,
issue
what's your
with
issue with
Brett
Brad?
is back in the days I told everyone I was 17, so they stopped flirting with me, but Brett didn't. And now he calls me fat and
Stop
ugly
playing.
because I'm with Diogenes. I grew
Wait,
up.
wait, 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 wait,
I
wait, wait,
picked
wait. You
Diogenes
were
over him.
17. You told
Yes.
everyone you were 17,
Yes, I did.
and oh wow.
So people will stop. I don't know what the age of consent in his state is, but yeah, now he calls me fat and ugly, but you are all over me. Shut the fuck up, you liar.
And another fun fact about the replay that I posted in the chat for everyone. Brad also said that he was going to bang my wife. I said my wife would never bang you, Brad, willingly, and he says I don't care. That means rape, Brad.
Yeah, that is rape. And
So
secondly,
that's
why
also in
I'm
the
upset with
recording.
him, why would I not? A man who says he's gonna do something, you have to do it. Like, come on, guys. Are you fucking joke? Your country goes to shit for
Yo,
this
shut up,
reason.
whore.
You shut up, you fucking
Come
dumbass
on, don't
punk
interrupt her.
liar.
Let her talk. Come
What's
on, man.
crazy is that we're supposed to be so angry at what Brad didn't say because these guys say he said it.
And
That's the
I'm
crazy part.
sorry. I think you guys said we
He
cannot
never
call
said any of this
women
stuff that they're
bitches.
saying, but we're supposed to be mad because they say he said it, even though he never said
No,
it.
I
He
put
he
didn't say
I
did,
put
but
the
James,
receipts.
James,
He
I
said
put the
something
there.
get out of
completely
it.
receipts.
No,
different.
there are
I
Get out
put
of
the
it,
so many
James.
receipts.
witnesses.
Yeah,
There are
where's the James,
so
I
many
put the receipts? receipts in the
witnesses.
chat. Anyone can listen to this.
Hey,
And
listen,
who's saying shut
I
up,
get what
whore?
they're saying. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So, anything else? Just besides that, did he do anything else?
Yeah, no,
That's it.
I just want men to be men, and I think if he says something, you know,
What's your
Diogenes was
idea on what a man is?
a man is if he's a man of his word. So you say
Oh,
something, you're
okay.
gonna do it.
Keeping your word.
Okay,
Okay.
listen. If he doesn't have the $1,000, Diogenes gave two times the opportunity to apologize. And who is recording?
No one's recording.
Okay, so Diogenes gave two times the opportunity to apologize. He is such a faggot enough not to do it. Like, come on now.
No, I get what you're saying. You're saying honor
Yeah.
your words. Keep your
At
bed.
least,
Okay.
yeah, keep
That's
with
cool.
it. Yeah,
All
this is
right.
more of an issue because I don't care. In the end, he flirted with me. Nobody cares. I'm a man. And also not into bitches, but
Wait. Were you 17? Are you 17?
no.
Because okay.
I
Say
literally
we have
said
a whole rule.
I
No
was
minors in
She,
this
17.
room.
she, she said
No.
I told people I was
I
17 so they
yeah.
would
So
stop
people
flirting
stop
with
flirting
me.
I
with
get
me.
that, but she said
Yes.
he was an old man, so I just was.
And after me saying I was 17, he was still flirting with me.
Exactly.
That was the statement that
Thank
was
you,
made.
whoever that is.
Yo,
And that explains Keegan's 2 year olds.
Abby, are you Jewish, Abby?
Okay, guys, what does it mean? I think
What
is
is
it
a
sending the
Jew?
file?
what is it?
You
Say it
said you
again.
pretended to
Hold
be
It's giving
on,
me
17, right? You
King,
pretended to be a
that's
babe?
funny. I was thinking the
it's
same
giving me
thing.
a an
I heard,
orange
I heard
exclamation
Abby.
point.
Yeah, I heard Abby. I thought Jew too. That's hilarious.
Yeah, you
Oh
did too?
wow.
Funny,
I mean,
right?
Brad
Yeah,
makes
yeah,
it
yeah. I
clear
did.
in that room. He says after the thing about his daughter, he says, if we were face to face, I wouldn't have a conversation with you. I would just murder you."
Oh
And
yeah, and
Keegan
listen,
says, "You're a psychopath." And Brad
yeah,
says, "You're right because
yeah,
you're a coward and a cuck."
yeah, and if
If
you
Come
this
listen
on,
to the
isn't
Florida.
like
recording,
projection
listen,
at
Stop,
its
stop
ultimate,
gnawing at the
at
ankles,
its
Florida.
peak, I don't know
and
what
if
is.
you listen to this recording I'm trying to upload, you'll clearly hear him say many times that he's going to kill me. And I just got to the part of the recording as I'm scrubbing through it where he admits, because after repeated questioning, he's such a coward that he won't even cop to the words that he said. He's asked, is Issa's hosting this room because Issa said she'd create an environment to get these people together to try and bury this hatchet. You know, the term means,
Diogenes, were you born in the 80s or the 90s?
oh, you want to know my star sign? You want to know the place I was born? You want to know the hospital I
No,
was
no,
born
no,
in?
no. Because no,
Hit me up.
No, no, just
because
I want to
because
know.
tell her and you
How
can
much
move
did
on.
you
I
weigh?
already
one.
hooked you up.
Come on, 1 second. Only reason
If
why
you
I'm
pay
asking is
me, I will
because
tell you.
okay, the only reason why I asked was because like that's common amongst white people like who were born in like the early 80s to like the 70s, right? That's the way they bang. They use words like that. I'll murder you. I'll kill you. I'll do the work.
You're cruising for a bruising,
Yeah,
pal.
No.
so
You look. You're missing the point here because you're thinking that Diogenes' problem is the language that Brad is using. This is all ancillary. The bottom line is whether, and again, this was what I said from the beginning when the bet was made. You know, I understand people are going to use boisterous
Ancillary.
language.
no. I agree with the bet. Like yeah, he definitely
That,
need to pay his bet.
that's right. That's
Look,
the issue.
yeah,
It,
I
it,
agree
it,
with that 100%.
but if you, right, and you're going to hear exactly like when the way that a man behaves when he's confronted with the reality that he needs to make good on his word tells you a lot about his character. It tells you a lot about how he's going to act.
I get what you're
Yeah,
saying. Okay.
yeah. So all of this stuff is ancillary to just face the basic realization. And even on this recording I'm uploading, he says, and it's like an hour long. I'm sorry. He says, you know, I offer to apologize to him for the things that I said that inflamed him if he'll just accept his responsibility to pay the debt. I said, look, I understand. I said things that really upset you. And in the heat of the moment, that happens. Just like you made a bet in the heat of the moment. If you will cross that bridge and meet me halfway, we can bury the hatchet. I'm paraphrasing. But I have done everything a man could be expected to do to be civilized, to be reasonable. And I have I have tried my damnedest not to call him an invertebrate, bitch made, bootlicking cocksucker. But sometimes I get angry. He says out of pocket shit. It's not about it's really about what Clubhouse could be, what we could do on Clubhouse, how we could actually arise from the degeneracy, how we can use our speech. And I'm surprised that Monica despises me. I think it's because she doesn't know how to have fun because we want the same thing. We really do all want the same thing. And instead of being niggardly and desperate and striving and pathetic and mean, we could have forgiveness and we could establish that we need to do what we say we're going to do even when it's difficult. We need to be humble. We need to ask for forgiveness. And I used to do rooms when I would tell people like come and tell me what I've done wrong so I can ask for forgiveness if I have been wronged. I'm not always going to agree with you, but we could work towards that together.
You ever
Brad
extend
is
that
an
hand to Melissa?
egregious.
Hold on. Very quickly, I want a 30-second disclaimer. There's some new names in the audience. For those who are not aware or not familiar with us, we do not support doxing, reporting any profiles. If things that are said that are offensive, I would prefer you to leave the room, then report people speaking. We support free-ish speech. Almost anything is allowable to be said. And go ahead.
Oh my God, the fucking file exceeds the limit of what I can post. Okay, well, I guess I'll have to convert this or something.
Sh- Let me
How
see.
about you guys organize the room and then
Is
he
it
plays
a
it for
is
you?
it a screen recording?
No, it's a WAV file. It's an hour and 20. It's an hour
Yeah,
30 minutes, an hour
yeah.
20 minutes.
Discord has like a limit. If you don't have the, if you don't
Premium
pay
Get
for the,
some
Nitro.
sweet
Yeah.
transfer.
yeah,
Nitro.
if you
Yeah,
don't
if you
have the
don't have Nitro.
Well,
Nitro,
I'll tell you what.
they
I'm
have
going
a
to
limit.
scrub it. I'm going to scrub it. And I'll identify all the people who are in the room. Issa's there, Abby's there, I'm there, and I want you guys to recognize this because it really does matter in politics, locally, and politics at our state and ultimately at our federal level. It matters that we expect people to do what they say they're going to do, and that when they don't, that there is accountability, that we collectively come together to expel members from the community when they say they'll do a thing and they do not, when they are unrepentant. It's important to recognize that that is one of the most corrosive and destructive things that causes degeneracy within a community, that causes you to fail, to break ranks,
Oh my
to be a
goodness.
coward. You don't like it, Monica? You don't like it because you don't know how to have fun.
I don't have
Diogenes, just
fun.
you,
I don't think
Diogenes,
it's fun for
Diogenes,
someone to
you.
do an open call, calling on people to collect information, private information
I
on
absolutely own.
clubhouses.
I
Hold on,
You
one mic on
absolutely,
fucking
Monaco.
I
did.
One mic on
absolutely
Monaco.
own that. I absolutely own that. I have admitted to it in this room. I have admitted to it every single time I was confronted with it. I said clearly, if anyone has any information about Monica, send it to me. I said that. I did that. I'm happy to apologize to you. I have already apologized to you
You already
because
did.
I already fucking apologized to you because I said, and I recognized there's some unhinged fucking people on this app. This was before I met Brad.
Like
You know,
you.
No,
I'm
no,
not
He
let's be
would
fair.
unhinged.
never do
Monica,
anything.
Monica,
I
Monica.
have
Let's be
never
fair.
hurt. I have
If he did
never hurt anyone.
apologize for that, let's be fair to that.
Monica,
If
stop being dramatic. Nobody's gonna do
I
anything
have
to you. You're
apologized, and
fat
I will
anyway.
apologize again. I will
Shut
Diogenes,
up,
you
apologize
Monica.
here.
said
Abby,
some
I bet
pretty
you didn't
shitty
like being
things
called
to
a fat
Melissa
cow,
too.
Abby.
Did you ever apologize to
You
her?
call me a
Oh
fat
my
cow
god.
because you're
I
you're
think I did. I
jealous.
think I did apologize to
Abby, watch
Uh-huh.
him
Melissa.
out, Abby. Watch him out.
I believe I did apologize to Melissa.
She called me a fat cow.
Melissa is Melissa can tell you whether or
He's
not I
stuck in it,
apologized.
dear.
Now, if you
So,
apologize, I think that's the best way to try to make right. Right?
That's right.
You-
That's right.
Or
And
wrong right.
forgiveness can only be obtained through contrition. You can't forgive someone who's not contrite unless you're like the Lord Jesus Christ. It's very difficult. Either way
you
though.
called yourself a god an hour ago.
So you choose not to
That was when he
separate
was on his
rhetoric.
white boy
Yeah,
troll
Yeah,
you
pause.
choose
he
you
was
choose
banging
not
on
to
her.
have
He was
Yeah,
fun,
that was
banging.
Monica.
banging
You
Monica.
choose not
Jesus
to have fun,
Christ.
Monica. You choose not to have fun and selectively enforce everything everyone ever says as a serious legal statement, which is preposterous. And I'm sorry for you because you should learn to have some fucking
So,
fun.
you know
Everything
what?
I
You
everything I
openly
said,
called for private information
yes, I did.
multiple times. You apologized once.
You want
Have
to
He
you?
just
I'll apologize
apologized
again.
just now.
I'll
He just
apologize
apologized
again.
right
No.
now. Come
I
on,
will
Monica.
apologize again, Monica. Happily.
Monica,
Listen,
let
I
it
know.
go.
Listen,
Let
I'll
it
tell you
go.
this, bro. Listen, that hurt. That hurt her, and I can hear it. And sometimes, like when people, who hurt people, they see them, it opens up wounds. So I get how Monica's feel, but Monica, you have to let that go.
Well,
It
I
Hurt
mean,
happened
I
in
people
the
think
hurt
he
past.
doesn't
people.
Let's
want
move.
to, right? I mean,
Hold
look, at the
on.
end of the day,
Nathan,
he's
Pardon me.
Nathan, if you had a female on the app that you appreciate and love, would you ever do that to her? Like, he has women in his
Oh, get
life.
over.
He knows how dangerous
Chill,
it
chill.
is to
He has
have
he has all my
personal.
information,
Abby,
Shut
why
up,
Monica.
are
Is
you
whore.
he
in the
doing
way?
so?
Abby,
Car,
let
Abby.
let
Get
let
out the
Momo talk.
car.
Chill.
So what I'm telling you is
Get up.
he made a
Shut up,
mistake.
whore.
He's
You shut up,
apologized and
nigger.
apparently contrite. Well and good. And if there's any man, like he wanted information on me so he could dissect me and hurt me. That's not
Not at all.
healthy. That's
Not at
not
all.
healthy.
I
That
have
was
I have
creepy
multiple
and
people's information.
inappropriate.
They've given me their
Inappropriate.
information. This is a baseless accusation, Monica. Why would
You
I want
don't
to
think I
hurt
have a
you,
basis of information? You don't think I have logic and reasoning to process
Monica?
why
You're
you wanted to
scared. I get
find
it.
out about me?
You're a coward. You're a scared little woman
You
cowering in
shouldn't
her
have mentioned my
apartment.
name.
Okay,
You
well, you know
came
what?
for me first,
You want to get into
Diogenes.
the
Down on your knees.
Monica.
Acknowledge the
I
fuck
have
up you did.
I
Come on,
absolutely
come on, come
absolutely
on.
acknowledge it.
He did say that, Monica. Let's
Yes,
move on from that.
and I
He
will acknowledge it
apologized.
again,
He
and I will
came for
acknowledge it
me
again and
first,
again.
Nathan.
Let it fucking go! Holy shit! You just want to have
She
leverage.
won't.
It's
She
so
won't. She
clear.
won't.
You
Just
just
don't
want
address
leverage.
No,
it.
I actually
Don't
don't want
address
anything
it.
to do with you.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't.
Okay,
that's why you come in
then,
his
Shut
let
up,
me.
rooms.
whore.
I
Shut
didn't
up,
come in
whore.
his room. What
Yeah,
are you
you.
talking about, Abby?
Yeah, you did.
When?
Yesterday.
No.
You
Room.
did.
It
Yes,
was
you fucking
Keegan's room.
did.
It was
Twice.
Keegan's room, not Diogenes'
No,
room.
it was
Oh,
Diogenes' room. He dropped to the
I
The
audience
don't
accidentally.
top left
I
was
don't know
Abby,
enough
why
Keegan.
don't you go
about
suck his dick or
It was
something?
a
I don't
room
know
opened
enough
by
about
Diamond.
Clubhouse to tell you whose room it was. But I if I'm in the room and I'm modded,
Yeah, and you
you
stayed
came
in
in
the
there
room.
and we're in the chat
Oh,
addressing me. I mean, look, it's
Yeah.
irrelevant though. It's really irrelevant. And this is the kind of degeneracy we don't need. I am sorry, Monica. I am
we'll
absolutely
see.
sorry. And I apologize for ever
All right,
asking for any personally
moving
identifiable
on.
information. regarding your person, and I won't
And
do that
and
again.
let and let's let yeah, that dies here today. You move on from that. That's it.
You
He
can
apologized.
think
Let's
it
move on
does.
from it. Monica, what else
You
you
don't
want?
tell me who to
You
forgive.
want blood? You want blood? That's
No.
it. That's the most he can give you. An
No,
apology.
that's
And a
not all.
sincere
That's not
apology.
all. All right, next topic.
You should be scared of me, Monica.
Why?
I have your information.
Abby
We
sounds
don't.
like Anya.
Wait, hold on. I'll say it again. This specific room, this environment,
Anybody
we
scared that you
allow
ain't gonna do shit
almost
with it?
anything go, but
I'm just
doxing.
joking. I'm just
I
cracking
know.
joke with
Okay, okay,
Monica.
okay. I just
Nah,
Oh,
want to
that's
yeah.
clarify.
so funny,
I just want to
Abby.
clear.
I know.
I just want to clarify this. We do not support doxing or threat to
No, me
doxing
neither. Me neither.
or credible threats, i.e.,
Abby,
dropping
you're a
addies
liar.
in the chat.
Right. Good stuff. Well, good stuff. And I again, before Monica
You heard
interrupted
that,
me,
Abby? You whore.
before Monica interrupted me,
Well,
I wanted to
now that
I wanted to
Melissa's
be
back,
Hello.
you
clear.
can address that next.
I
Why
can't
is there
address that to Melissa.
misogynistic?
Wait,
This
King, that was
Twiz
you the
is
whole
calling me a
time saying
whore.
you whore? I'm like, who the fuck keeps saying that?
Twiz.
You know who it is. I be
Uh,
calling these
Yeah, put
hoes
him
out,
down.
man.
Put him
that's
down.
actually allowed.
Oh,
No,
shut up.
he only
You're a
can't call
whore.
you a
Shut up.
bitch. That's
Talking
it.
about put him down.
Wait,
Bitch, you
why you
sit you
think
Okay,
she's
down.
a
King
whore, King?
Solomon, put him
You
down.
fucking whore. Shut
No,
up.
that's not.
You're a whore.
That's not
Your
a
daddy is a whore.
I
violation.
am a whore. Your mom's a whore. Just
Bet
like
you
your
won't
Wait,
Yeah,
call
wait,
her
dad.
a
King,
bitch.
why
I
you
You're
bet
keep saying she's
I
a
projecting.
bet you
whore?
won't
What
Because
call
wait,
she
her a
what
used the
bitch.
N word. She think that shit is
I bet
cute.
you
what
That's
won't
just
actions
call her a
did,
cool.
did
bitch.
I think this whore used the N word. She think that shit is cute. That's
No
just not cute.
come
positivity, man.
on.
Hey,
I don't
Listen,
give
AK.
a
nothing
fuck. Yo,
wrong.
Yeah,
nigga,
Listen,
we
I don't
have.
give
nothing
a
wrong
fuck.
using
I don't give a
come
goddamn,
on,
nigga.
King.
Talk
Hey,
about put
Only
Melissa,
on
people who
code,
are
nigga.
Melissa,
offended by
You
the
not
N
on
words like
code, nigga. Be
King, I'm not an
do
N
we have beef?
word. I'm not an N word.
Melissa, do we
You
have
don't
beef?
have to be an N word to respect the history of it.
right.
I can't hear
No,
Fuck
to
you.
out of
be
here. Get on
offended by
code,
it.
nigga.
That's what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
that's
To be
another story.
offended
My
by
bad.
it. Yeah, I'm not
All right,
offended by
Being
it. They
all
can
right,
offended,
use it.
all right.
being
Melissa,
offended
do we
is a
have beef?
choice,
We're
Nathan.
off
Did I
So
topic.
what?
have I not
Didn't we
We'll
have
apologized?
a
talk about that
topic on the
another time,
table?
Nathan.
I
So if
can't hear
somebody
you.
find him and beat his ass, it's your fault.
All right.
Melissa,
Look,
didn't
look,
we have
look.
a
Hold
topic
on,
on the
hold on.
table?
Look. King. I'm gonna give you an example.
What's good?
King, I'm
What's
gonna
good?
give you an example. I'm gonna give you an example. So, growing up, I used to be offended by the word midget or dwarf until I stopped giving
Why?
that word. I stopped giving that word power. Okay.
Okay.
Based,
How
based,
tall are you?
based.
Exactly.
All
I'm
right,
gonna
yeah,
give
yeah,
it
Oh
yeah.
Mic
back.
my
out from under the
God.
pillow.
So,
I'm
Take
gonna
the
give it
mic
anyways,
back.
out
I
from under
gave
the
that
pillow.
whore that same energy. That's
Wait,
all I
knowledge.
did.
Are you a midget?
Yeah, that
It's
stupid ass whore with the same
Yeah.
Yeah, he
fucking
just
energy.
admitted he is.
Melissa,
Diogenes has
Melissa.
more to clear up, guys. Relax.
Yes, yes. Come on,
Go ahead.
Melissa, Melissa.
Hold on. Diogenes. You know you can use WeTransfer, right, for free.
You
You can
what?
send a file to anyone you want. Just use that website. It's called WeTransfer.com, and you can
We
send
transfer.
large files, bro. It's not that serious. It'll take like 2 minutes. It's called
Why
WeTransfer.com.
don't we just make a Telegram room where
Not
Telegram
hard to
will let
do,
me
bro.
send any document I want?
You can send
Or
it.
And
that,
I think it'll
bro.
be encrypted.
Regardless, you there's so many ways to send that file, bro.
Right.
So many fucking ways. It should not be
I
hard,
think you
man.
can send it
I
on
got you.
WhatsApp. They accept large files on WhatsApp.
So I
Yeah,
have
it's an
Telegram.
hour audio.
Telegram
That's a
is the
couple of
chat
megabytes.
application that I use. You guys don't have a Telegram channel.
Yes, we do.
We do.
Diogenes.
Okay.
There's
Well,
so many
actually,
ways
White
to send a
Belts and
file, bro.
Chillism doesn't, but
Literally.
All right.
Just use one of them, man. Come on.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna send it to I'm gonna send it on Telegram. Somebody send me the link to Telegram. Telegram will accept the file.
uh,
And then
Birdie.
Melissa, since you're here, I thought we had buried the hatchet. I thought I had apologized to you. I thought we had an understanding. Is that not the case?
You did apologize a while back, yes.
Thank you.
also Melissa, you just came in the room and Digo, whatever his name is, I can't see his name. I'm driving, but that dude just apologized to Monica in front of everybody. For
Again.
I think he said the third time. He
Yeah,
apologized to everybody and to her directly.
that's right.
What do you apologize for?
And then I got to say, Melissa, I thank you very much
He apologized for I'm gonna butcher it, but
for
something
asking.
about asking. Hold on,
Ask for.
asking. Hold on, I'm gonna butcher it, but something about asking for a room full of people for information on Monica. That's what I understood from it, and he apologized to her. He said he's done it in the
How
past,
how is
and he
that
did it again
wrong?
right now.
Asking a question is wrong.
Well, look, she feels that it was wrong, and I had a conversation with her where she bared her heart and told me exactly how it made her feel, and I said I did not intend for you to feel that way. If I had
Okay.
known
You
your
mean
reaction was going to be
violated?
that,
You mean
right?
violated? You didn't think
That's right.
intend for me to
How
feel
the fuck do you
violated?
not int-
Monica, I want you
Mm-hmm.
to know that my
Yo,
personage as I walk down the street violates women. They see me and they feel violated. They,
yo,
mothers hide
Dio,
their children. Okay,
Dio, how
so
What
long
the
ago?
that's
That
not on
sounds like a
me.
you problem,
And
nigga.
I
How do
will
you get
apologize for
pussy?
it. I will apologize for it.
Yo,
Okay,
Dio,
I
how long
understand.
ago, bro, stop. How long ago did this happen?
Oh man, years ago.
Okay, great. So, do you think she actually still feels the
No,
same level of
no,
intensity and
I
betrayal
really
in this
don't.
moment that she did then?
I think
So
that she wants the
obviously, one
control and
second,
the
one second, one
leverage.
second, one second. Obviously, she's milking it for all of its
Yeah,
worth, right?
yeah.
So, what you need to do is stop engaging, please and thank you.
Very, very good. Thank you, Concrete. I appreciate that advice. Melissa, kudos to you. I'm glad that you can faithfully tell this room that I'm not grandstanding. I did apologize. And I welcome anyone who has beef with me to air that so I can be a man of my word. I can do the things I say I'm going to do. That I can pay my debts and I can owe no man anything but love.
All
Well, I
right.
look at you different now
In the
that you're
chat,
talking like this. I'm not
in the
gonna
I just
lie.
chat
want to know
is
where you
This is
at.
who I
in
want to
the
be. This
chat
is
is
exactly what I'm saying. This is who I want to
Diogenes.
be.
Calm
This is who we
down.
should be. Fuck,
Oh,
fuck,
Nah,
fuck.
that's good.
Monica, you're
Cause
you want
absolutely
yesterday I thought
wrong.
you was a
You're
crash out.
wrong, Monica.
drama? High
If you
school
think Monica
drama
that
Yo,
kid
because
AK,
who's
you
mad
missed
he
it. He
didn't get the
crashed the fuck
lead
out
in
earlier today.
Hamlet or
yes,
Macbeth
you did miss
and
it.
is constantly
If it was
performance
warranted, I
driven,
don't call it a crash
trying
out.
to
It was
reclaim
good
his
crash
Monica,
role.
I
out.
Chowder
still
didn't even
think
come
All
Monica,
close to
I
right.
still
losing
don't
that
In the
respect
round.
chat,
you. I
in
still
the
don't respect you,
chat,
Monica. I
in
still
the
think
chat
you're
is
an
a
over
telegram.
dramatic, sniveling
In the
coward,
chat is my
Monica. I still have
telegram
no
link for
respect for
you to
you.
drop the file. I don't
Literally
care.
no respect for you.
I don't
You're a coward.
care.
You're a whining,
There's my link
backbiting,
in the chat for the
two-timing
link that you
coward.
promised us.
Okay. Da, da,
Is
da, da.
exactly what a coward would do.
So I do have a beef with you. How do you pronounce your name?
Down
You
on
gotta
your
Diogenes.
say his name
knees.
before you
Oh,
beef with him.
Diogenes.
Pause.
So my beef with you is you expressed misogynistic views,
Dijonay.
and you also
Oh,
expressed
Dominic, you're such a
I think
faggot,
you're
bro.
misunderstanding
That's
something.
not
You're
king.
No,
misunderstanding.
no, no, no.
You're
Hold on.
misunderstanding.
Let's be fair. Let's be fair.
He
Nope, 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 nope,
yeah,
nope.
yeah. No, you're
Let's
misunderstanding
let him get.
something too.
we
Hold
can
on,
talk
my G.
about.
Differences of opinion.
Hold on, my
Differences of
G.
opinion.
Respectfully. Let's let him get it off. Let him finish, and after he's done, then you can respond whatever you
No,
want.
yeah, I'm done. I'm done. You go.
Okay, yeah, let's be clear. Differences of opinion are always going to exist.
Hmm.
There are always going to be people who are going to dislike some of the things that I say, some of the positions that I take. But what I don't want to ever do, and what I will answer for and apologize for, is if I have done something that goes beyond rhetoric, that goes beyond an argument, that goes
You mean
beyond a
personal
debate,
attack?
that is putting someone, not personal attacks, because I'm going to use personal attacks from time to time. I do want to apologize for them, but I don't want you to sit here and think,
Hmm.
hey, Diogenes is the Lord Jesus Christ. He's above everything. I'm fucking not. And I'm going
Hmm.
to call you a fucking stupid cocksucker. It's going to happen. It's going to happen again. But if it hurts you,
Hmm.
then I am sorry. I don't want to hurt you. I want a dialogue with you. I want us to
That's,
understand
I
one
think that
another.
What's
I
the
think that's
intention?
Monica's claim, not my
That's
claim.
a lie.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what Monica.
Why
Diogenes,
is Dominic
what's the
such a
I,
fucking
intention if it's
I
not
said
to
alphabet,
hurt
man?
people?
you've expressed
Fuck.
views that you
So
did
I
come
see the
to me
world. I see the
personally.
world from a different perspective than a lot of people. And fundamentally, what I want is I want for nations to exist. I want for the men in the nation to work to defend their families first, and that means that there has to be a family, which means that I have to take a position on the marital relationship between a man and a woman and the obligation of that man to that woman. And there's going to be that's going to be people are going to feel different ways about that. They're going to say, well, that's misogynistic. Oh, that's this, that, and the other. What we're going to argue, and I'm going to get hot, and I'm going to call you. Now, most people on this app aren't going to get bent out of shape because I called them names. Brad is not going to go home and be like, he called me a cocksucker. He called me. He's not going to do that. No one on this app has done that except for Monica. Monica is the only. I mean, I don't want to go in on Monica because then I'm going to
Yeah,
be
get
accused of
off of
doing
Yeah,
Monica
something
because
else.
because
then she
Yeah.
gonna come
So
address you
Yeah,
for
but
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Brad
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
actually
yeah.
That's why the
will.
Don't
See,
title
let him
is
that's
cut
What
you
have
off,
I
misogynistic.
right?
done
Brad
to
The
does
you,
fact
too.
that you
No,
picked the
look,
name
Guys
Dijonay?
like him
misogynist,
do also,
which
because
is
he'll
What have I
come
done to
back
crazy.
you,
with some
Dijonay?
new
Holy
insult planned,
fucking
ready
shit.
to hurl it at you at the first opportunity that he gets. He thinks about anybody he's got a beef with on Clubhouse all night long, just to come back with some more shit the next day.
You talking about Brad?
100%. This is
Not
Okay.
called
just Brad.
bro,
Let's not do the
Florida,
Brad
get off
show.
that man
We hear you.
ankles. You've been
no,
trying to
no, no,
nab
no,
at it.
bro.
Some
Your
He
people
not
teeth,
don't
even in there.
hold
listen, your teeth
grudges.
are
Other
rotten.
people like
Your
Brad
teeth
can't
are
not hold a
rotten. They
grudge.
Hey,
does
Fucking
no
Diogenes.
faggot,
damage.
dude.
No damage. You find a nibble at his ankle, there's nothing's happening.
He
Let
not
these
even
two other
Nathan,
bleeding.
gentlemen go
relax.
at it.
But look, Diogenes, I can tell that you are the way you are 'cause by your name, right? You picked that name for a reason, right? And this person, if that's the name that I think it is, this person is against like social norms and shit, and he
Correct.
like critique Plato and a bunch of like conventional shit. He's basically against it, and I could tell by your speech, right? But do you believe that there's many paths to the result that you're trying to get? Like you said that
Yeah.
you stated your stance. Do you think there's many paths to
I
achieve that?
think I think that the as the Bible says, without calling it a spiritual supernatural book, which it may be, that's not for me to decide, but that the way of truth and righteousness is extremely narrow. The way of the wicked is extremely wide. And what I want to do is reduce what I focus on to simple issues. The issue that I have, you can ask anyone, Diogenes' issue is immigration. That's my issue right now. And I've reasoned it from every single way that I can. I lived in California, San Diego, where I was surrounded by immigrants, and I didn't think twice about it. I never had an opinion on illegal immigration. The way that I saw it when I had thought about it superficially was that, yeah, people want to come into this country because it's better than their country, whatever. I want to go places where it's better for me, et cetera, et cetera. As I grew and developed, I started to read and to try and understand why nations exist, how nations come to exist, the basis for what is a nation. And you look at the basis of the word nation. It's natal. It's from the Latin natal, from of birth. And you start to try and piece together why it is we have nations. Why do we have social agreements? Why do we have law? And you start to recognize that you can't have all of the benefits of law. Uh, I'm sermonizing. To answer your question, yes, there may be different ways to reach the same objective, but I see that as there are many different ways to deal with the illegal immigrants who are in the country, but you cannot waffle, you cannot be uncertain when it comes to whether or not they all have to be removed. The law has to be consistently and uniformly enforced no matter what. And that's not a leftist or a rightist position. We're stuck in the middle where nothing happens and everyone talks all the time. All of our politicians are just like Brad. They just run their mouths and they make manifold excuses and they gather people around them who make excuses for them, and they're never expected to do what they said they were going to do.
How do you feel you're different?
I am not incapable of failure, but I can tell you that success needs to be quantified.
I'm
When
talking
Donald,
about in the sense of proactivity. You said people just talk. How are you different?
He meets his
because of,
sheriff monthly.
because I do talk to my sheriff monthly, and if you had been listening to my updates, the sheriff and I are on bad terms now because I said some very unkind things to him about his failure to do things the way I thought they should be done. I talk to my state and local representatives as often as I can. I talk to people on the street as often as I can. This is not to the point, though. The point of how am I different is I'm not different. I'm made of the same stuff, but I am more committed to quantifying what is and is not success. I don't want money. I detest money. I want this country, I want my country to have a consistent and uniform enforcement of the law. And in order to establish that, that means we have to do away with the Republicans. We have to do away with the Democrats. We have to get back to the very basics of what the government ought to be. What does a government of the people, for the people even look like? And we have to be able at all times to hold someone accountable if they claim to represent us. It is a completely unacceptable position to have a legal representative who acts deceitfully towards the person they're representing. But we accept this as commonplace in all of our politicians.
You
I'm not
anti-capitalist?
if I were to tell you that if you made me the sheriff, I would do every single thing in my power to take every single illegal immigrant out of the county,
That didn't
I
answer my
would do it
question.
and you would be able to see that I was doing it.
I asked
We
you if
have a
you're
we have a
anti-capitalist, and you talked to me about immigration.
What is your question? I don't. So again, as I said, I don't. My issue is not to capitalism or social.
You
It's to
said
deal
you
with
hate
the
money.
basis.
How do
I
you
do.
feed your large family with you hating money? Seems to be counterintuitive.
No, no, it
You
doesn't.
I don't understand how. Yeah, that's counterintuitive. So I am like most of you, forced to exchange my labor for Federal Reserve notes that are listed as a liability at my bank. Listed as a fucking liability at my bank.
This is
Money that is
communism talk.
printed. Money that is. It's not communism. I don't believe in communism. I think communism. If anything, I align with National Socialism. But I don't want to. I don't want to
Okay.
get
All
involved in a
right.
fight
Yes,
about that. I don't.
Ranger!
I don't want to litigate that. What I want to talk about is the one important issue, which is immigration. It
Hold
doesn't
on, can
matter
you
if you're
It's
black,
define
not the
white,
what
yellow,
only
National
red.
Socialism means?
important
Can you just
issue.
tell folks?
Did he really
I'm
just
sorry.
say National
Well, let me
Socialism?
ask Diogenes,
Yeah, yeah,
how
no,
do
that's
you
why I
how
Yes.
want
do
to ask.
you how do you cope with like or deal with the contradictory behavior of say Elon Musk in
I don't.
today's
Elon Musk is
administration?
not an. Elon Musk is a clown. He's a liar. He's a fraud. He is well documented. He constantly lies. The only reason he has a position of importance is because he is a bagman for people like Peter Thiel and those behind him who actually run the technocratic uh, plutocracy. I mean, it's very clear that that is part of the problem, that he says things and he doesn't do them. I mean, if you tried to document all of, I mean, he's a welfare queen. Besides, his country, his companies, the companies that exist. I mean, you could also fill a book with the companies that he bankrupted through fraud. I mean, he's a fraud. He's just a fraud. He's a fraud and a liar who is clearly working towards some other objective than
We
to
agree.
meaning.
We agree more than we disagree
I know
on
that.
this.
Yeah, yeah, I know. And again, I look. I try to keep it to one issue that we can deal with that is not partisan, and it is the fact that even the current administration, Tom Homan, J.D. Vance, Donald Trump himself,
Tulsi
and
Gabbard.
not Tulsi Gabbard. I'm talking about people who are in the direct chain of command for the Department of
Because
Homeland
she's a
Security,
girl.
the duty
Pam
and
Bondi.
responsibility. I'm talking about the Department of
Cash
Homeland
Patel.
Security. I'm talking about the Department of Homeland Security and Immigrations and Customs Enforcement. Christy Nome is her name. These people who are in the direct chain of command and are responsible for illegal immigration have stated publicly that what I think is a low figure, that over the last 10 years and currently residing within the confines of the United States of America, there are 20 to 30 illegal aliens. Many of us live in states.
Million.
Please don't
20 to
interrupt me,
30
Monica.
million.
Monica,
Please
He
don't
Monica,
said
can
fucking
you
20
stop?
interrupt
to
me.
Monica, can
30.
you stop riding his
He said
bumper,
20
Monica?
to 30
You hate when people start like blasting you, and
million.
you're
You meant
just being
million.
you're being an obnoxious asshole. Please chill out, Monica. You're gonna cry
20,
for 3
20 to
days when
30
people just get
immigrants he's
tired of
not
you.
cared about. 20 to
You're gonna
30
go for
million. We
3
have to have a
days
talk.
crying from room to room when
Concrete,
people
how
get
has it
tired of
gotten
you.
how you lied on me this morning?
You're
Back away.
going to
Oh my
get,
Back
God.
up,
you're gonna
concrete.
start crying when people start
Back up,
blasting you.
Concretia.
Why can't you
Go
be your
lift the
own best?
goils.
Why can't you
Before
work
Go
in
we
your
lift
get
the
own
too
best
off
interest?
goils.
topic, have you finished scrubbing
Why
the
can't
clip,
you work in your best
Diogenes?
interest,
Yeah, I
Monica?
haven't gotten anything from him on
I
Why
that
are
do
you
have a
yet.
so
There are
self-destructive,
people in
Monica?
the chat asking for the clip.
I do have a
Okay,
breaking
somebody send
announcement
me the
very
rooms.
quickly.
Somebody send me the rooms telegram. I'm not sending it to Monica. Send me the rooms telegram where
There
one of
is
the
no
mods is.
Monica
telegram.
is the
Send
Hold
me,
on.
biggest
stuff.
fucking victim, crybaby,
yes,
fucking bastard
absolutely.
attacker I've ever
Concrete,
met in my
get
life,
away.
yo.
Co-signed. Seconded. The
Monica,
motion is
please,
seconded.
Monica, please.
What is wrong with you?
I have a
You.
breaking
Is
announcement.
there, hold
Please,
on, is there
Monica, please.
anybody who can play it that has a telegram that they can give Diogenes?
Abby, can you do it?
Diogenes is moving the goalpost. He
What
doesn't
can
Uh,
I
want
do?
the
To
telegram.
play
Can
the
you
clip.
He
play?
We
can't.
just, hold on, we just need
I'm
somebody
outside.
with good audio to play the clip. That's all.
Okay,
yes.
so if
It's
I
not
get
a clip.
home,
It's
if I
not a
get
clip.
home,
It's an hour and like an hour and 20 minutes.
hold
Do
on,
you
hold
have
on.
the timestamp?
I can play, but you should wait until I'm home. So it's like an hour.
You
Nathan,
gotta
Nathan,
edit
I
that
can come
shit.
back.
you
I
don't
can come
need
back
I
in
that.
this
know.
room.
If
I
it's the
I can
replay
play, but
on
I don't have
Clubhouse, all you have
Telegram.
to do
Can you,
is bring up Eldebars, open
Hold
the
on. Can you do
replay
it?
in there,
Send
and
the
then
file to
open the
me,
mic. You don't
Diogenes. Send
need
the
it.
file to me,
If
and
it's
I will
Clubhouse
try to
replay,
convert it.
anyone can get
okay.
it.
can
I
you
will try
cut
to
the,
convert and
It's a WAV file.
can you
guys, I will
cut,
try.
So
thank
much
you.
why
Can
I
you
don't like
cut the clip
violence.
to where the major part of the conversation is?
Yeah,
I
he
don't know that
cannot
we
do two
need all
things at the
the,
same time. He's talking obviously here, but if you send it to me, I will convert it to a file, and I will join your Telegram. I mean your
Yeah,
Discord.
yeah. Do all that in the background, whore.
yeah, I was wondering,
So,
because I know
Shut
they're
the
not going to
fuck
sit
Oh,
up,
here
so
for an
we're
hour
letting
to
that
please.
listen
fly.
to
We're letting
the
nigger.
that
clip.
fly.
So I got breaking announcement, breaking news, guys. Very quickly. So this was just announced. Donald Trump is announcing that Boeing will develop the sixth generation fighter. It will be called the F 47. So we're going from the F 35 to the F 47.
Yeah, we should be
That's
worried
Oh,
about
awesome.
that's
Boeing
That's
hilarious.
developing any kind of aircraft.
Diogenes.
Yeah, I agree.
Sorry,
Why would that be
Diogenes.
given to Lockheed?
Oh my
It's
god.
No, it's going to be
orbital
Boeing. I
aircraft
don't
too.
know
Okay,
how Boeing,
sorry.
especially after their debacle with the shit last year and all the deaths
It's
and
uploading
people
right now.
mysteriously
It is
dying. I don't
166
know how they
megabytes.
got
It's
it, but
sending right now.
you said
Is
what? Say it
Can
again.
you?
this a joke or is this real news?
No, it's real,
Oh,
nigga.
hold on, hold on,
Can
hold
You
on,
think I'm
hold
somebody?
on. You
announcing a
can send
joke?
the clip to Tally.
I don't
Her
know.
But
telegram
does
is in the chat, Diogenes.
but does he know which where the
Wait,
what
this is
time
an
market
illegal recording
what
of
timestamp
Keegan's
it?
non-replay
Oh
room.
my god.
If I can
Okay, I
recall,
guess
Never
I'm
mind,
not.
just send it to
Nobody else is going to be
Tali.
able to talk.
Send it to
Yeah,
Ellie.
Diogenes, do you know the timestamp of where
Wait
it
a
starts?
minute. She will.
So,
Do you hear what's
Shut up.
happening?
no. So,
Better when you're crying about
literally
being beat up,
Oh, what
Monica.
happened,
at the
Monica?
outset, what
So
is it you're
the
looking for? What is it you're
harassment
looking for?
of
Oh
There's
my
several things.
illegally
gosh.
recording non-replay rooms is sent.
I live in a one consent state, bitch.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
kick
that
me,
shit is
kick
not
me.
Okay,
I'm
illegal
I
in
being
deserve
one
it.
we
muted
I
just
participation.
deserve
want
for
the
it.
the
bulk
because I'm
of the
Move him
identifying
recording
down.
hypocrisy.
where
Move
the
him
bet
Kick
down.
me.
is
Move him down.
discussed. That's
Yeah.
it.
No,
yo,
I'm
so
sorry.
if I can
You
remember
just
during
called
the
You broke
Monica
the
a
cardinal
elections,
bitch.
sin.
I
if
did.
if I
What
can
did he
Okay,
call
remember,
her,
okay.
So
We'll
Shula?
do
what?
an
So what?
audience
if
for
I can
It's just a
remember
Kizzy.
during the
5 minute
Yep, 3 minutes
penalty.
elections,
in the
Five
goo.
Shula,
minute,
what did he
five
call
minute
her?
penalty. You'll be back up at
Diogenes, I will call her a whore for you.
1:44.
Monica,
uh,
you're a whore.
Look,
if
and
I
and
Abby,
could,
what did
if
he
I
Diogenes,
could
Abby,
call her?
you're a
remember, yo,
fucking
real
we
whore.
quick,
What are
real
You're a
you
quick,
talking
whore.
real
You're
about?
a
quick,
whore and your
real quick.
mothers are. Um,
Whore. Stupid ass slut
okay,
bucket.
your mothers
Diogenes,
are a whore.
we just
Fucking
want
Mutters?
the
stupid ass
bulk.
slut
What's a
bucket. Shut
mutter?
up.
Can we get
The
back to the
fuck
Okay,
is a
this is
conversation
mutter?
so
or
annoying.
no?
Look,
Exactly. Again,
I
can
what
think
you
is
it's
the
the
just
recording?
male
cut
udder.
the
Yo, hello,
clip?
can y'all not hear me?
Fuck my life. We just want the clip with the bulk of it where there's
Oh, you want to
discussion
do
about the
drama
bet,
still?
where you can verify that the bet was made. That's what's in question for people who
Oh,
were
this is about
present
the
for the
thousand
event.
dollars.
Yes.
Tally, check your
They
No, it's
want to
messages.
not
Is
just
drama
there
Tally,
any
about the
farm. They're
way,
thousand
drama
Tally,
dollars.
check your
Diogenes,
farmers,
that
Shula.
you
messages.
can
Okay.
cut
Melissa,
the
it's not just
Diogenes
about
is
the
Check your
still
thousand
messages.
crying
dollars.
about this
can you
thousand
cut
dollars
the
3 years
hour and
later.
45 minute
Yes.
clip down? That's all.
It's
It's not
literally three
about the
years.
thousand
Are you still
dollars,
crying about not
Melissa.
knowing your father?
It's also about
I don't know what a
the
fodder
rape
is, folks.
stuff,
So
the
no,
daughter stuff.
I don't know
All
what
you
a
need is
fodder is.
timestamps. All
Like
you need is
cannon
fucking
fodder, she
timestamps.
wrote.
That's it. Give the timestamps. That's all. You don't need to cut it down. Just get the audio and then have them give you
Mother and
timestamps. Hey,
fodder.
go
King,
to
the
this
more you
time.
talk, you
Hey, go
start
to
to
this
sound
Let's
like
time. Hey,
go.
go
Louis.
to
You
this.
guys
That's
will
it.
have a Dutch accent soon.
Your voice sounds like Louis.
Wait, yo, King, yo, watch your mouth,
What's
bro.
good? What's good,
But
Louis?
but I remember during the
Yeah, most
election cycle,
disgusting, stupid accent I've ever heard.
the military-industrial complex was
You
the
have a
enemy,
stupid
right?
skin color.
No,
And there
well,
was
look,
wait,
Louis. At the end of
real
the
quick,
day,
real
you
quick,
never.
real quick,
Listen,
yo,
our
real quick.
skin color built the
Okay, go ahead.
planet.
What's
Cut it
up
out.
with y'all, yo?
Go ahead, Louis.
Yeah, and I just remember like the framing was that
Uh huh.
the Democrats wanted
Your father
to
loves my skin color.
they wanted this war in
So that's
Ukraine
why
to
he raped
wage
you.
on.
My husband
Yo,
is
y'all got it,
literally
dog.
Dutch.
Yo, She Wolf, what the fuck, bro?
All right, that was her last jab. Go ahead, bro.
Sorry.
Look at your eyebrows.
I think
I
that was
know.
Yeah,
Louis.
I
I
cut them.
apologize, Louis.
They're beautiful.
Abby, you're
Where?
a whore. Shut up.
See, what you guys don't realize, even though you're actually like
It's on Louis,
disrespecting the person
Florida.
you're
Yo,
talking to,
shut up,
you're
Florida. Fuck.
subconsciously
It's Louis.
disrespecting the person that's speaking
Let
when you're
Louis
speaking
talk,
over
nigga.
Let
that
let
person.
Louis
We don't need
speak.
you to fucking explain everything. You're not
All
ChatGPT.
right, thank you, Florida.
Florida, you're right.
Yo, can somebody
Go
explain
ahead,
that
Louis. The fuck is
explanation to
wrong with
me?
y'all? A Nigerian man is talking. Y'all know how we
That
do it here.
means
Yeah, that's
It's
okay.
why.
cool.
Shut
So
I
up.
just
okay,
don't feel like.
one mic on Louis.
Okay, I
Sorry,
got
I
it.
agreed it
I got
all.
it.
You were supposed supposed to be back up at, I believe, 144, but
Yes, I'll put him
I
back.
guess
Put him back down.
fine.
Send me down.
Okay, you got the.
Yep. So
Okay.
I've got the clip. I've got the timestamp. It is at 27 minutes and 45 seconds in. I reiterate to Brad, like, why would it be that I would come up to see you where you would kill me and dispose of my body in all these hostile ways? Why would I do that? Did you make a bet with me? And he says, yeah, I made a bet, whatever. Okay, it's 27:45. I've sent the file. The file just
26 or
uploaded to you, Abby. I'm gonna
27:45?
send it to Tally. 0:27:45.
What are the other timestamps, Diogenes?
There's so many times in there where he threatens my life. He threatens to do things to
Yes.
my family, to my children. It's an hour and
Yeah,
20
we
minutes before he quit.
fair enough, fair enough. Good that we got the audio, so now we can mine the timestamps. So we'll be able to mine the timestamps now.
And what are we going to do with this
Yeah,
information?
that's the
Hey,
Well, the
wild
Solomon.
point
thing.
is,
And
So
well, the
and
point is, Florida. The whole
Is this
point of
about
this is
Brad?
Diogenes is
yes,
going to
yeah,
give
it's
recorded
about
without Brad's permission.
clear evidence that these
Let
things
me try to
happened
get him.
and that Brad was saying these things because that's the claim. So now we're
Yeah,
Fair
going to
not
get
only
enough.
that,
this supposed
but I'm
evidence.
sure
I
Abby
mean,
has
but
screenshots.
we all believed him.
No,
It's
we
not
Yeah.
don't.
like what he
No, that's not
said
how it
was
works. Look,
unbelievable
I
in
know that's
any
how it
stretch
works in
of the
your fucking
imagination.
community. I know it's how it works in your community. You guys can just
But
not that
this
have
is
much.
why I
people
ask, what are we going to do now that we have
have the
newfound
evidence.
information?
That's the first thing. It's to have the evidence of these things, bro.
And
Yeah,
and
and then
then
you
what?
can,
And then what?
and then
That's
And
the
then
listen
next
to
we'll
it
question.
see
today.
about it. Then
Think
we'll
about
see
it.
about
Listen
it.
to it tomorrow. Think about it again. Listen to it maybe next week again. Think about it again.
This shit is
That's what you're
better
gonna
than
do with the
Netflix, and
data.
you're complaining. It's better than Netflix, nigga. Come
That's
on
right.
now.
It is
What you
better
want
than
to go watch
Netflix. Let's
Netflix?
I
go.
What
don't
you
know
want?
about that.
Instead, we can watch this.
Hey, wait,
Shit.
listen. You might be able to hear this. 27. Me. You can figure it out for yourself. Okay, collect what, Brad? Collect what? Collect what, Brad? What am I going to collect? Like, you bitch to everybody about this. You went through Clubhouse for months bitching about it. And like every other guy said to you, why don't you fucking go get it if you're so fucking bent on it? Okay, so collect what? Collect what, Brad? Collect what? What am I supposed to come collect? Well, I want to hear him say it. What am I supposed to collect, Brad? Go take whatever you think I owe you, bitch. Do you owe me anything? No. Oh, you don't. Well, you owe me an ass whooping. So okay, so you don't owe me anything. So you didn't bet me $1,000 that I didn't serve in the military. Okay, then what is it that you need? Okay, so did you or did you not bet me? I don't care. You fucking yes, you did, Brad. Congratulations, you did. That's right, you did. There you go. That's the first time he admitted it. If you listen to the build up to the conversation, you can hear he implies that he understands that the bet exists, and he says that my military service doesn't count because the MOS that I had while I was enlisted isn't relevant. Again, completely not relevant to whether or not the bet existed. But I'm going to send this to Tally now. Oh, I'm never going to let this go. I see people in the chat, like, just so you're clear, like, no, a man, like he owes me the money. Like there would never be like, it's not worth it to me to go, worth it. I mean, we could make it worth it. If you guys really like it, you think it's better than Netflix, you guys could help me get
No,
down to
no,
Crystal Beach in Texas, and I
no.
would live stream it. I would record it. I would do it all. I would go down there. I would do it as a
Given
vacation.
how unstable this already seems, I would not recommend that.
I'm here to bring stability to the
So
world. And
here's the
like
thing.
I said, if somebody
Yeah.
wants to bet, that I don't have the GoPro footage of the last person who fucking called me out, who actually had the balls to give me their address, I went to his house, I recorded it all so that if anything happened, I could give it to the police or my family could give it to the police, recorded everything, all of the messages. And I said, I'm coming to your house. You're inviting me to your house. Clarify that. And he said, I clarify it. Come to my house right now. I said, very good. Drove to his house, recording everything, knocked on the door. He wouldn't come to the door,
Next
knocked on the
quote, fuck
door.
around, find out. This is hilarious.
I
So
didn't.
Damn,
You
bro.
fucked
here's the
around.
thing,
You're going to
Diogenes.
find out that the truth is most people, just like our fucking politicians, run their fucking mouths, take a fucking
Nah,
paycheck,
that's
and
a
don't do a
dangerous
goddamn
thing to
thing.
think, Diogenes. That's a
So
dangerous thing to think. You
I
are
was
right
gonna
though.
say,
Most people are bitches, but it's a dangerous thing to put to bank on. You know,
And I
you went
understand
all
that line.
else.
And
That's
I
a
have
good
to
point.
understand that. I understand that. And I walk a fine line.
Diogenes, look, Diogenes, I would pay for you to go to Texas because I'm just a
I
fuck
love
nigga
it.
like that.
Let's go.
But I just my thing, Diogenes,
Oh
is
yeah, I want to see
I don't
Brad
like
whoop his
this
ass. I would
situation
too.
with
Diogenes, if
you
he would
and
have shot you, right,
Brad. I
how
don't
would
really
you have
like
dealt
it
with that
between
in the
you two.
court of
In
So
law? Like, you think you
Texas.
would have
what
So
won
that's right.
things
So
or
I
that
In
have
I'm just
Texas,
established.
AK.
that's what I'm
I
trying to
have
say.
He
established how I would
established
deal with
an
that in the court of
invitation,
It's
law.
so
always
Yeah,
a
I want to
grown
know
man
So
that. I
becoming
want
a
to
like
know
grown
Yeah.
man's
how you
offense.
would
It's really funny.
Yeah.
establish that.
So I have been in court several times for several different issues, and
In
I'm
Florida, you a
somewhat
simp, but
familiar.
they simping for Brad.
Yeah, I hear
You've
the
gotten
same from
your
Brad.
ass whooped
I
many
would actually
times.
pay
Oh
for you
yeah,
to
I'm
go
Team
out there,
Brad for sure.
Diogenes, but
What's that?
I
Okay,
would pay for you to go out there.
I like that. That's the energy that I
I
want
want
because
to
I think
see
it's good
how he would
content.
represent
I
himself.
think it's good content too, but
Yeah.
I
unfortunately, I
don't.
think Brad would really try to do some shit. So
I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
I don't want you
look, King,
two
I
to,
respect that. I respect that, and I mean,
yeah,
it's obviously a choice that I got to make about what I stand to gain and what I
exactly.
stand to lose.
So
But real
I don't
talk,
want to be the reason why
yeah,
it
that's good.
escalate. It's Texas,
I
so
love it.
you
I
know.
understand, and I would never hold you responsible. No one would. Everyone in my life knows that I want to walk the edge there. But look, in the court of law, the Constitution itself, to the extent that anyone cares what the fuck it says, specifically establishes that the federal government and the states themselves, it's one of the few times the Constitution reaches out and tells the states what they cannot do, that they cannot make any kind of interference with politics. Or, I'm sorry, with contracts. They're not allowed to interfere with personal contracts. So, what I have created with Brad in this recording and in many other recordings is he's formed a contract with me. And that's why I was like, Brad, if you want me to come and meet you, you have to tell me why it was I'd meet you. If you listen to the beginning 20 minutes of the recording, he's saying, come up in here and get it. I'm like, what am I going to get, Brad? Why would I come up there and get something from you? I don't know you. What would I do? Right. So if you establish that
He
there is in
literally said, "I
fact a
don't owe you
contract."
shit."
I'm sorry.
He said, "I don't owe you shit."
He said,
Yeah,
yeah, he said he
this.
didn't owe me shit 100,000 fucking
Yeah,
times and he'll
but
say it 100,000 more fucking times.
Diogenes, this sounds like the
So where's the
equivalent.
He
Come
said
on,
that he
She Wolf.
made the
What the fuck,
bet.
where's
man?
the verbal
Can y'all stop
agreement?
over
He
talking?
said that he made the
Can y'all
bet.
stop over talking,
Oh, just shut
assholes?
up, faggot.
Can y'all assholes stop over talking? So Diogenes, this sounds like dueling, or at least some form
Yes.
of dueling.
Mutual
Yeah,
combat.
And
Yeah.
if I'm not
yeah.
mistaken, dueling has been outlawed, but we can
No. There
confirm.
are
Not
states.
not in
There
Texas.
are
It's legal
states
in
that do
Texas.
What's
allow
the difference
mutual
between
combat, but the
Brad
issue
and
Yeah,
is not mutual
Washington
combat.
Diogenes?
and
Hold on.
Texas.
Hold on. The
Washington
issue
and
is not
yeah,
mutual combat.
Washington
It's
and
important you
Texas.
guys understand this. The issue has never been that Diogenes wants to challenge Brad's manhood by beating him up. I care more about a man's word than his capacity for violence. I would rather have 10 men who are men of their word, who will be where they say they're going to be,
Pause.
than I would have one man who has much more physical prowess, who won't
Admits
do the
to
single
one in
goddamn
ten
thing he
men.
says he's going to do. So let's keep this fucking straight. This is not Diogenes debating whether or not he can beat Brad up because I never threatened Brad. I never asked Brad to fight me. I said, Brad, if you're going to tell me that I stole valor, if you're going to tell me that I didn't serve in the military, I want you to be a man of your word and put something behind that. Because anyone can run their fucking mouth. Anyone can run their fucking mouth. Let's make it real. Let's put stakes on the line. If you really truly feel convicted of that. And he said, I'm fucking convicted of that. I'll bet you $1,000. And I said, that's a lot of fucking money, Brad. That's a lot of money. And he said, no, I'm good for it. Okay. I proved I was in the military. This is not about martial prowess. This is not about some fucking animal fight to prove who got the bigger dick. I don't fucking care. The man wanted to form a contract with me, and it
Diogenes,
is a verbal
that's on
contract.
your
The
honor.
elements of a
We
contract.
got it.
Okay. Well, a lot of people
Diogenes,
don't seem to
bets
have it.
on your
Some people
honor
don't seem
are
to have it.
The stakes are
they
much
cannot
higher
Yeah,
be
when
look,
it's
yeah, listen.
enforced.
At the end
extended.
of the day, it's
They
just that
cannot
he
be
wanted to
enforced,
expose
Diogenes.
Brad.
You
He
cannot go to
wanted to.
court and say that this man
You can.
he bet me a
You
thousand
can anchor.
dollars.
How
No,
many
you
times have you been to
can't.
court? How many times have you been in court and won a
They
case?
will not honor
How many cases
bet.
have you won in court?
And
Yes,
They
they
will
family
will.
not
court doesn't
honor
count. And
bet.
family court doesn't
Civil
count.
civil
They
court,
will not
small
honor
claims
bet.
court will certainly. It's
Hey,
called the prejudice of peace.
yeah. So in
Well done,
Florida,
Keegan.
No.
just to be clear, anything that you say to someone else that has the elements of a contract is legally a contract, a verbal contract with a statute of limitations, just like a written fucking contract. I promise you that is the
It is
case.
true.
And the judge will
Yeah.
have both the plaintiff and the defendant come before him to provide their evidence, even if it's he said, she said. And if I play that clip, if I play that fucking clip, which I told Brad I was going to record when he came into the room, it's a one party consent state. I play that fucking clip for the judge. He tries to beat me up. Cool. So you have a verbal. We have a contract. You haven't paid it, and you've assaulted me. Where does that leave you, you stupid motherfucker? Right. So I will go. I will go to Crystal Beach. I told him I would go meet him at the Minnehaha Park or whatever the fuck it was he was saying to meet him at. But let's be clear about what's happening. The man who owes me money, the man who owes me money is saying it's
According
my
to legal
responsibility to
experts,
incur.
these
Please shut up.
contracts are generally
Let him
considered
finish. Let
illegal,
him finish.
Oh my
illegal, and
God.
Let him
unenforceable
Can y'all
finish.
because
mute
they
her, bro?
involve
Like this is
Yeah, let
gambling,
him
ridiculous.
finish, man.
Well,
which
Come
is
on, she wolf.
Can y'all
She
move her
wolf.
prohibited.
down or
She
something?
wolf. She wolf. Calm down, man. Let him finish. Stop with the interrupting.
I'd like to comment after She Wolf, though.
Listen, at the end of the day, it seemed like there was a legitimate bet. Sig is
Not
another person. Yeah, Sig is another person who confirmed it as well too. And I don't
correct.
consider Sig to be a person that's dishonest.
I will confirm it too. I will confirm it.
So
And
that's it. And at the end of the day, you know how it is, man. You made a bet, honor your bet.
I think that nigga was trolling. That nigga
it
Brad, but
happened. It
I mean,
happened.
he's tried. He's never tried to use that excuse. Well, actually, I think he hasn't. I think he actually has. He might in that recording actually say, "No, no, he never did. I don't think he ever said he wasn't serious." I offered him that. I said, "Were you just
yeah,
joking?" I said, "Were you just joking, Brad? Was it just a big joke? Were you just having fun? You got angry and you thought it would be funny?" That's not what happened. And again,
I kind
But
of
he
took it
kept
like
doubling
when he
down.
said
Every
that he was
time you
gonna
gave
pay
him an
for your
out, he
flight
doubled
out
down.
there, Diogenes.
No,
You hear me?
Ack, this
You
is
remember
like
when he
this
said
is
he
a
was gonna
thing that
pay
he
for your
does. This is
flight?
a repeated
yeah, he
He
personality
literally
characteristic
he
of
Oh
literally
his.
Lord, I
runs his
feel you.
mouth.
But he
to
said, "Oh,
double
I'll pay
down.
for
I'm
your
going to dig
flight to
in.
come out here. I'll give you $1,000 if you beat my ass." I wouldn't hold somebody to that like a bet. But
No,
if
no,
it
and
wasn't
look,
Totally
I
like
different
that,
haven't.
if
contract altogether.
Look, AK,
yeah, if it
AK,
wasn't
I have
like that,
not.
then I could understand.
I have not tried to hold him to anything but the bet that he made that was reiterated at least 3 times. Like you're trying to make this bet. Because I told him I'm gonna risk doxing myself
Cause that's
by
a dumbass
producing
bet, bro.
my DD
I,
240. For
Yep.
him it is.
Yep.
For him it is. For him it's a
yeah,
stupid
because
fucking
anybody
bet.
can prove their military service,
Yes.
and they wouldn't say it if they weren't in the military.
I mean
No,
some
Now,
no,
people
listen,
we're in
do.
the
listen,
Some
listen.
union.
people
Listen,
There
I'll
are a
do.
tell you
lot of
this.
Some
Wait,
people
wait,
people.
do.
wait.
There are a
AK,
lot of
there are a
people
lot of
who
people who
feel
don't do
valid.
those stolen valor shit,
Yeah.
bro. A
No, I
lot of
know, I
people.
know, I know, I know, right? But to say in a room that you did military service, that's a different thing from a dude walking down the street with a fucking
No, I'm talking about the
It's
on
one
club. Listen,
serviceman saying that to
online
another.
is worse. They lie about shit like, "Hey, I served in
Yeah.
this war.
Yep.
I
Yep.
served in that war.
Yeah,
I got
many
this
people do
medal.
that.
I got that medal. Oh yeah, I was a sniper." I think
Yep.
you got a whole bunch
oh,
of this shit.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because they don't think anyone's
ridiculous.
ever going to
That's
call them on their
saying
I
shit.
mean,
they're anything
Exactly, exactly.
because
You see that
especially
shit a
since
But
y'all
lot.
sort
have
of
but
even
Nathan,
if
you
DD
hear
two
what I'm saying?
fourteen, if
That's
Sig were to
easy
come
for
in here and
Nathan. I can
testify
say to
and
you
say,
right
"Yeah, we
now,
went
you
to
didn't
boot camp
serve.
together," that would be
That's
enough
stupid for
evidence
me
to
to
No, no, no,
make.
bet
no,
on
no.
that.
Don't get it twisted. We did not go to boot camp together. I don't know when Sig got into boot camp. We went to
No,
the
they said they
same
went to the
boot camp.
same
yeah,
boot
I'm about to
camp.
say
Thank you,
Oh,
AK.
okay, okay,
supposedly
Thank
okay.
you.
Sig is
It's
old.
location,
Let's
not
not
time.
play
So,
telephone
so
here.
So, so Ark, check this out, right? Look, I get where Brad was coming from. I can understand that. Brad said there was a lot of people who claimed that they did military service, right, during the pandemic. I don't know how long ago this was, but Brad told me that there was a lot of people who came inside there. They had like a vets room or something like that, and a lot of people came in. They
And
claimed
they
that they
stole
were
money.
this,
Yeah.
they claimed that they were that, and all this
And they
stuff. He
stole
said he
money.
packed a lot of them up, and
Yep.
Well, if you got a
it
vet
seems
room,
like this is like one of those.
you should be vetting them at the door. If you have a veteran room,
And I
you
was
should be
vetted. Yeah. And
vetting
I was
them at
vetted.
the door. For most
Yep, and I was
definitely.
vetted. And I told him, look, I'll prove it. I'm not, because the issue I was having was not to prove that I was a veteran. I was having a room about Memorial Day, specifically excoriating the common misconception about what kind of honor should be attributed to those who wear the uniform. What
Oh
is it
my
that
God, that's
motivated
fucking
them to wear the
ironic.
uniform?
That is so meta
Yes,
ironic. That is
yes,
insane.
I
Yo,
agree. And I was,
Dio, what did you call Monica that made them put you in the goo?
I called her. If I say it again, I'm going to sit back in the goo.
You're evil.
Good one, good one. He caught
I said she
himself.
was a bitch. Do it. Do it.
See, that's the I'm telling you, those Marines do that dang annoying ass voice.
That's civil war cries, bro.
You
That's
know,
You know
on
where
civil
the
they
other
cries.
you know
They
where
hand,
they
struggle
though,
learned
on
it from,
stage like
right?
that, bro. That's
That's
right.
facts.
You
That's
not hard, nigga. Chill
that's
out.
that's some weird
You ain't
shit
hard,
there.
No,
little
Yeah.
but
nigga.
it's
Chill
deeper
out.
than that. It's usually deeper than that one.
No, it's just like that, bro.
You haven't been
It's
to
the
boot camp.
same
No,
voice.
yeah, you had to
It's that
go
No,
same
somebody
voice
said it
he's
Paris,
earlier.
doing. That's not the
Hollywood.
same.
Which one
No.
they go?
He trying to do
isn't
Paris,
there
the
like a
emo
Hollywood.
shit.
tactical
Hey,
He
advantage?
go
when you get to boot
Hollywood.
camp, when you get to boot camp, you will hear if you actually listen to your drill sergeants, you will hear that their fucking
Drill
voice is much higher pitched.
sergeants?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what the army
yeah,
calls them, drill
yeah.
instructors. So when you listen to them scream at you, you're surprised at first at how high pitched it is. They are extremely high pitched.
They
No, it's
sound just like
not.
him.
Yeah,
Just
No, it's
they
they
get
literally
not.
blown
just
out
like
though,
What are
him.
right?
you
Yeah.
talking
They have
about?
these
Hey,
I
you
high
know what's
drill
tones.
cool?
Nah,
sergeants
that's
sound
how.
like that,
Nah.
but
You
They
guys
I
want
It's
to
they
know?
usually
they
it's
voice
usually like this,
like
recruit. You hear me,
yeah,
recruit?
that's
You
it right
understand that,
there.
recruit?
Yep.
Yep,
nah,
yep. There you go, concrete. Yep.
Now
You
the
went
yeah, that's
high.
the
Hey,
army.
I went low. Pause.
You know, there are a
Blaze.
Yeah,
lot of
but
different.
that's the
There are a lot of.
army
Hey,
though.
are you
Well,
about
you
to
know why
challenge
they
whether
do
or not
this,
I was in the
recruit?
military? Are you
Recruit,
about
you
to
know
bet
why
me?
they do this voice, recruit?
Are you about to bet that I wasn't in the military? Because I'll
Do
take
you
that
know
bet.
why they do this
You
voice,
sound
recruit?
like the
Yes or
black.
no, recruit?
You sound like the black Marine guy from
Hey,
Recruit, do you know why? Yes or no, recruit?
That sounds just like the
Yo,
black
He
No, they
Marine
sounds
don't
guy.
like
say
a
recruit.
Jewish
They say
sergeant.
soldier
y'all
because
remember?
Recruit,
we already
Yo,
been.
do
y'all,
you know why they
They try.
do
They
this
try to say
voice?
soldier.
Yes or no, recruit?
y'all remember
No,
Major?
stop saying recruit. You a
I
soldier
mean,
now.
that's not the voice, but okay.
Say soldier.
you're
Recruit.
not a soldier. You're a
Wait,
Marine.
listen,
Well, in the
listen.
army,
Yeah.
you a soldier.
Exactly,
The
exactly.
In the
army don't do that
army,
voice though.
The reason why they do this voice is so they save their voice when they're yelling. It actually constricts it, and it doesn't like what's the word? It doesn't injure the voice.
Look
It
at you. You
doesn't
couldn't do
injure
it
the
no more.
it doesn't
The
injure the
vocal
vocal
cord.
cord.
It came
Yeah.
out of character, my guy. You gotta keep
And
it.
it's not a character, you son
You're
of a bitch.
you're
I
doing
came
a
out of my
raspy
mom's
voice.
pussy
That's
bar
not what
time
they do. They
time
come
after
in and
time.
like a what you
All
gonna
right. Anyways,
sound
Hey,
off?
it's been fun, guys. I gotta go. I've indulged
It's
way
a
too long. You guys have been
monotone
great.
kind of.
I do want my money.
Where's the audio?
Yeah.
I sent it to Abby, and
You ain't
yeah, I'll
getting
send it to
shit from
Charlie.
Brad.
What?
All right,
I know.
Dio,
I
have
mean,
a good day.
that's what I've heard. I've heard that there is literally zero chance that anyone will hold him responsible for what he says. They will continue to break bread with him and treat him as if he is not a degenerate coward who runs away from what he says. His
That's
obligations. I
right.
mean,
That's right.
That's because
that's
this
right.
whole club is full of cowards, bro. No one holds him
Yo,
Yep.
accountable.
Mountain.
can we talk about She Wolf
Is that Mountain?
and
You
Fourth? Who
damn
else
right
does
it is,
it?
Yeah, why does
motherfucker.
She Wolf
The
like it look
motherfucker
like a
that you guys
transgender?
banned.
is that
Oh
Mountain?
The
no, don't do
motherfucker
that.
you
Don't do
guys
that.
Okay,
banned. It is Mountain.
sorry.
Hey,
Wait, did
Mountain.
some
Yeah.
so it's Mountain?
The motherfucker you guys banned. Mountain. Yeah, it's
Okay.
me. All
nah,
right.
you banned not Mountain. You banned yourself, bro.
Nathan,
You did one of the you did
I
one.
just want to clarify, is he also relegated to the goo for
Yeah,
any
Mountain, bro.
No,
Check
no,
this
this
out,
is a
bro.
different account,
okay.
bro.
Oh my
Wait, Montaigne came back?
He
This
said
is the
it's a
same
different
guy.
account.
It's a
god.
totally
Where?
No,
different
he's
fucking
still
So
account,
was
here.
Oh
that
bro.
a
He's
What
just
where?
yes?
banned.
what
Was
did I
that a
tell you this
yes?
morning,
He's
Nathan?
banned to the goo?
You remember what I told you this
Mountain,
morning?
did you
He's not
dox
even
Brad
doing anything.
Mountain?
Did
Solomon
I
was
what?
telling us the other day that Montaigne and Brad are getting cozy
Florida!
with
I
each
Shut
told
other.
up!
Shut your mouth, Florida.
What's up?
Nigga, that was two
It,
hours ago, weirdo.
it
Did you
was
dox
2 hours
Brad Mountain?
ago.
did I dox Brad? Yeah, I did.
I want to clear
So
something up. I want to clear something up. I do
one
not have
second,
a.
one second.
Yeah,
Let
yeah,
me
okay.
clear this up right quick.
They
Mountain, listen.
know.
It's unfortunate that you broke one of the biggest rules
Cardinal.
in Tillism.
Cardinal
But
rules,
just taking it,
If somebody,
yeah,
if
cardinal
someone
rules.
threatens me,
I
if
get it.
someone
Listen, I
threatens
get
my
it.
kids and my wife,
No, 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 no.
my
Listen, hear me
family and
out. Hear me
shit,
out. Hear me out.
rape
I
and
get
shit,
it,
bro.
bro. But hear me out, brother. I get it. But that's online, bro. We don't take online into the real, bro. And just on that alone,
Well,
bro,
here's
I
the
don't know if
thing,
I.
bro.
One second, brother.
He's
One
trying.
second.
Uh,
I get it. I was there the whole time. I'm just telling you this. I don't know if I can trust you. I don't know if I can trust you in this room where people say some of the most absurd things, bro, and you might do the same
well,
thing again.
would you? So that's what what's really sad is that I really respected you guys at first. I thought you guys held people
I respect you
accountable.
too.
Hold on, can I talk for a second? Because now I
Go
want to
ahead.
talk, bro.
Go ahead.
I
Go ahead.
liked you guys. But when you guys were just letting Brad do this shit and dogpile and fucking, he's threatening my kids, he's threatening to rape my children, he's threatening to have sex with my little sister, he's telling me to go put a gun in my mouth and shit. You guys don't say nothing and you allow him to
Yeah.
have the fucking floor. And I'll
Wake it
tell
the
you what, if
fuck up,
anybody,
John.
let
Wake it
me,
the fuck up.
and if anybody threatens my life, I want to find them. If anybody threatens my kid, I want to find them. And here's the thing: Brad is a 50-year-old
Yeah,
pathetic
he'll do it
fucking
again.
loser that works at a hospital. Okay,
Wake it up.
he literally is an old and he's just sad and he's damaged, and so he goes on here to try to own people. He try to act like he gets. He doesn't get none of that. Okay, he's got a sad, pathetic life, but you guys lift him up, and it's
Encourage it. Yep.
ridiculous.
You
And
fucking encourage
Tally
it. You
and
elevate it.
and fucking Tally, fucking, I'll literally be trying to have a conversation with Brad or trying to argue with him, and Tally, whoa, stop, damn, whoa, that's enough, Mountain. So I got fucking Tally helping him and shutting me down and
Yep.
muting me and
Yeah,
shit.
she always
It's
does that.
bullshit.
Wake it up! Wake
And this
that up!
motherfucker, here's
Wake
the
it
problem. Here's the problem.
up.
Brad
Let's get
threatens
the
so
boys
many
in the chat,
people.
baby.
Brad, can I finish? Brad's threatened so many people and tells them to meet him that I am tired of it. I know where he lives. I know where he works. I know his family. I know how old he is. He's a pathetic fucking
All
loser.
right.
Do you
Okay.
understand? And like,
All right. This ain't okay. Cool. Cool. This ain't the hey. Brad hurt me. I want to complain about how much Brad hurt me. This the point. What I'm fucking saying, bro. That type
No,
of
no,
shit
you
is
don't get it.
unfucking.
You don't get
No,
it.
No,
no,
you
bro.
don't
No,
No,
get
no,
it,
no,
bro,
no,
you
no,
David.
don't
no.
you
Let
don't
me
get
fucking
it.
fucking
I'm
get it.
talk.
okay
You
Yo,
with
don't
not
get
having
You
it.
me
don't
to put.
fucking.
yo, y'all shut the fuck up. Y'all hear me the fucking talk. Y'all hear me fucking talking,
You
bro.
don't get
Shut
it.
the fuck
No,
up. Nah, I'm gonna move your dumb
fucking
ass
kick
down.
me,
Shut the
bro.
fuck
You
up.
don't get it. You don't get it.
Yeah, I don't need you fucking
How many
talking.
women will probably don't have people like trying to actually
Anyways, like I
credibly
was trying.
meet up
Shut
with
up.
you
Shut
and
up.
make
Shut
threats
the fuck
against
up.
you?
Yeah, anyways, this is what I'm trying to say. Mountain, that fucking shit is fucking weak. You a man. Let that nigga let him talk shit to you.
So
That's
you
all
want a
he
man,
shut up. Let him
Nathan, you
fucking
shut the
talk shit
fuck.
to you. Bro, listen, one
dude?
thing I'm not
Nathan,
You're
gonna
you
take
want
lying.
a
is one thing I'm not gonna
you
take is
want
a bunch of fucking white
What
boys
a
trying to
cuck!
overtalk me.
What a
Yeah,
cuck!
yeah, get the fuck out of here too.
He's a cuck. He's a
Bitch.
cuck.
You
You're a
too.
Brad cuck, bro.
Fuck you. I don't need fucking white boys coming on this stage talking to me, but me being a fucking cuck. Y'all's a bunch of sensitive ass motherfuckers. The problem is this. Brad punked your punk ass. He punked you. He made your soft, sensitive ass so weak that you had to go out there and try to touch him in real life. Just because he told your sensitive gay ass to kill your fucking self. That gotta be the gayest, weakest shit that I ever heard. You got so sensitive that he told you to kill yourself that you actually wanted to kill yourself. You don't need to be here. You don't need to be here, bro. If you so fucking weak that a random ass dude could tell you kill yourself and you wanted to kill yourself, you don't need to fucking be here. Stay as an audience.
Facts. So yesterday, everything was real life. Today, the internet and real life are different.
Man, this is a
One
sad fucking
observation.
room. This is a
Nah,
sad
get the
club.
fuck out of here, bro. Stay down in the audience, bro. I don't want to hear from you.
Look, Mountain, you
But
just
how
gotta
many
let it
times
be,
can
bro.
Brad say he wants to rape women and rape children until
Look,
you guys
Keegan, we don't.
realize
Keegan,
that
we've
you
There's
already.
guys
no
say you want
statute
to
of
Keegan, that's
hold
limitation.
different.
on real quick. You
That's
guys say
different. This is a
you don't
free-ish
trust
speech
John
space.
because I
If you
understand what you're
start,
saying.
listen, this
But
is a
you
free-ish
said that
speech
John, real
space,
quick
bro.
though,
If
Nathan,
if
free
if
speech.
we have
Allow me to
sensitive
speak.
people there that's
John
weak
said
enough that
you
want to dang touch the dude, I don't need that person here. That's gonna take away from the structure of this room.
but you
We allow
said
people to
that
say crazy shit.
But you said that, as I stated in the room today, that we do not allow spouses, we do not allow children to be brought up in conversation. We don't allow the
Yes,
B
Brad
word.
didn't say he didn't say anything about his kids. He didn't say anything. He said something about him.
Today, no, I'm
He
talking
said he
about
was gonna
today when
shit in
Brad,
Diogenes' wife's mouth.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
he got
today,
moved
he
down.
said,
Yeah, that
Yes,
was
he got
time
moved
out.
disgusting.
down.
But
Yes,
you
he got
guys
moved
say that
down.
you can't trust John for doxing him. We can't trust you now, John. We're gonna kick you from the room,
Yes.
ban him from the room from his other app. So
Can I say
the
something real
amount of
No,
quick?
no,
times
no.
he
Keegan?
I didn't ban
acknowledges
him. I
over
didn't
and
ban
over
him. I
again
just kicked. I
the
just kicked him out
the
of the room.
amount of
I didn't ban
times
him.
the amount
Hold
of
on,
times
Keegan.
that
Hold on.
Diogenes has come on or not Diogenes but Brad has come on and said I'm gonna rape wives, I'm gonna rape children, I'm gonna crap in your wife's mouth over and over
That's the
again. You would
first
think
time
at
I
some
ever.
point
I tell you
you would
this.
think at some
Oh, oh,
point that
oh.
you guys would say no more, enough is
Shut up,
enough.
Keegan.
He's done against our
Keegan,
rules
Keegan.
over and
Hold
over.
on.
We cannot
Keegan. Hear
trust
me out,
this
bro.
individual.
Keegan,
We
here.
must have
Yeah,
decorum.
you got
We
it,
must
bro. We
have
got it. We
respect.
understand. We understand. Keegan, you got to try to understand, right? That these are very powerful words, but this is the metaverse. In the metaverse, words can only go as far as into your ear, right? There isn't actually going to be an actual penetration of any actual people, right? It can't happen. Why? Because we're on the metaverse. So what's actually happening is that you're too invested.
You're too invested in this. It's almost like you're watching a sitcom and you started crying because Chad actually cheated on Bethany, and then Chad got missing and we can't find him anymore. So you're like
Concrete, you
broken and
just sound like a
saddened.
faggot in a
This
Catholic
is
church.
the
You're a faggot.
metaverse. This is
Meeting
just
Please,
Brad where
please
one
Brad's
just
at
chill.
second,
Just
one
chill and get
second,
it over with.
is
one
only
second,
equal
one
energy.
second, white
I get
boys.
your point, concrete. I
One
get your
second,
point.
white
Concrete, I
boys.
get it. Your point
One
is made.
second,
I
white
get it. It's
boys.
the metaverse.
One
It doesn't
second,
matter.
one
None
second.
of this
This
matters.
is
That's the
just
point.
an episode of
No,
my
an Italian
favorite
point.
children. Or this is an episode of Dallas. This
Very
is not
intelligent
real
points.
life. You
Concrete,
are
you're
too
very intelligent. I
invested.
get it.
If
I
your
get it. It's
children
just
are
the metaverse.
violated through these
It's just
words,
the metaverse.
then
I
I
get it. You're
pray for
intelligent.
you and I pray for
It's
them.
a great point.
Because guess what? We know that words don't have any power to effectuate their reality when you're the one hearing it, right? You heard it.
Yes, easily.
You could also avoid the situation.
Avoid,
So you
please.
are,
I get
sir,
it. Without
too
a doubt.
invested, and it's
But
sad.
I
Gather
don't
your,
hold the
sir,
hypocrisy. Let us calm the
gather
hypocrisy out.
yourself.
This isn't about. This is
Gather
not about whether or not
yourself.
it's a serious,
You're
whether or
losing
not
your
the
fucking
metaverse is serious
mind.
or that
It's
virtual
not
reality
reality.
is serious for us.
Even
It is
though it
about
feels like it
hypocrisy.
to
It is
you.
about that we call out others
Goodness
for the
gracious,
process and
bro.
no one calls
Go
them out.
cry
And we
somewhere
say that
else,
Brad's a
man.
fine man. That Brad is an upstanding man. That we must trust Brad. And that Brad is
Stop
welcome on stages.
crying.
And I say that today is the day that we say no more. Enough is enough. Brad should not be welcome on stages. Brad is not a trustworthy man. Brad is the same man that would dox
What did
someone
you
and
trust
call
him
someone
with, you
Brad. So
fucking
let us
weirdo?
keep the same energy for
What did you
everyone.
give
That's
him?
my point. My
What
point
did
is
you
that we
give
keep the
him,
same
sir?
energy for every single person. But you don't want to keep the same energy.
This is
Instead, you want to be a
stupid.
cuck
You know,
like a
free speech
faggot
is great
that
when
you
you're calling
are.
people the
Yeah.
Like a
N word, but
faggot
when it's
that you
used
are.
against
That
you,
is who
then it's
you are.
atrocious, right? Right? It's free speech is all
Listen,
good when you're
Ashley.
calling people
Ashley,
the N
come
word, right?
on.
But
Ashley,
then
this ain't got
whenever
nothing to
whenever
do with
Ashley,
you.
I
Brad
Why
does
feel
you
it,
want
like
to
the
make it
rest of
Why
the
about
don't you
you,
room is
just
Ashley?
let
dumb, and the
Ashley
then
audience
it's
is
not
finish?
a
She's
dumb.
free
right.
Yo,
She's
just let the
done.
white on
This
white
ain't got
shit
nothing
Ashley
to
is
do with
Done,
right.
Ashley.
bro.
Ashley is
No,
right.
Ashley's a bored housewife. You gotta. She
Yeah, let that white on white shit go.
is definitely a great sitcom, or not sitcom, but what is it? Soap opera. This is a great soap opera for her. She's never got to like have the members of the, Dallas talk back, right? When you see J.R. Ewing and he's like being a real piece of shit, she said, "You're a piece of shit, J.R." And he's never said, "Fuck you, Ashley." But now she
Well,
gets to
she's
do
Yup.
not a
it.
bored housewife
It's
anymore.
Yup.
She's a bored
crazy.
housekeeper
And
now.
concrete's
It's
Okay,
right,
she's
it
bro.
is
right.
it's an
Concrete's right.
actual
Meta
soap
role
opera
playing.
where the actors and the participants talk
Yep.
back to you. It's
It's
My
crazy.
facts.
life is
And
theater.
concrete, you point out something that's the future of content. Content talking back to you. Like you're pointing out something that's gonna become the norm. Like people love it when their content can talk back to them or interact with them. They love that
That's
shit.
true. They do. They do.
Facts.
That's AI. You're right.
Yep. That's what's
Yep,
next.
you're right.
This
You're
shit's
right.
stupid, bro.
Do you break the fourth wall just to tell Ashley to shut the fuck up while you're engaged? Because you're really, you know what I mean? You're you're doing what you're doing. You're chopping up your cocaine. You're beating up on somebody, and then there's Ashley like yapping at your fucking ankle, and you're like, "Yo, bro, shut the fuck up! I'm gonna do it no matter what, Ashley. You can't stop me." She's gonna start
Concrete
snitching and
today. He's in his bag today.
thank you,
Yeah,
Miss
that
Fifi.
was
Thank
one
you,
of your
Miss
good
Fifi.
moments. That was a good one.
Oh shit, this shit.
If y'all don't know the reference of Dallas and J.R. Ewing, it is a popular soap opera. Is it soap opera? Yeah. Is it soap opera?
Right.
Was that soap? Was it considered a soap opera? Because I know soap operas
It
were
was
daytime
it was
television,
it was a nighttime soap opera of the
nighttime soap
80s.
opera. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And early 90s. But
Oh, there was.
definitely with the Ewings and all that good stuff.
I don't think I
Oh,
ever
the new
watched it.
Dallas
I
is
just.
better. Ooh, I
I don't
watched
think I ever watched any
it.
real episodes. But there was this
And
one point.
Dynasty, don't forget Dynasty. Now that was crazy.
Dynasty. Yeah.
Hmm. It
There was
had
this one point.
everybody in a chokehold, and I was watching with my mom,
Yeah. I
So
I know
remember.
Days of Our Lives. That's all I know.
we
I
were young
remember
and the
hearing.
restless people.
I remember
I was
hearing
General Hospital
it.
girl.
I remember hearing is Jr. dead, And I don't know what that was about, but that was like the big buzz. Is
Oh,
Jr.
and
dead?
they
Is Jr. dead?
and how they flipped it was so nice. It was, I mean, for
Oh,
that particular era, you know what I'm saying? It was ahead of their time.
my God. Yeah.
Dave neither, because they was talking shit yesterday.
Oh yeah, you had She Wolf riding for you. Oh yeah, y'all did. Let me ask you
Yeah,
this: did you leave because
I'm
you got ran out?
I'm
John,
wholly
you're
I'm
lying.
wholly
You're
I'm wholly
lying, John.
I'm wholly
Lying.
disinterested in being the central point for you guys' content. If that's the case, I'll leave the room right now.
Wait, I have a
What
better
the fuck are
question
you
to get it
talking
off
about?
Louis. I have a better question. So Nathan, yesterday he was so sad. His heart was broken about losing his mountain. And so now I don't know what's changed, but now it seems like he doesn't care. What has happened between you and your mountain, Nathan? Please explain it to us.
Natheism. It's Natheism.
Free Mountain.
Oh,
Free
Mountain did
Mountain.
one of the.
Free
He did one of the.
Mountain.
No, this
Mountain
is
did
no,
nothing wrong.
no.
Fuck him. He's
Mountain
a
did one of the weakest things. He docked someone. What happened was this. I told
Where's the
Brad.
proof?
He fuck.
Where's the proof?
Yeah, let's see
he
that
Oh,
evidence.
admitted
Hold
it.
on.
Want to
Let's
know
pull up
what?
that.
Let's
I want
see
to
the
know what
proof.
happened.
he
He
admitted it,
admitted
bro.
it in here, man. The fuck?
Tell us what
What if he was
happened
just
from the
kidding? What
beginning.
if he was just kidding like
I
Brad was
was there.
kidding when he made
I
the
was
bet?
there when he did. I was there when he
What if
did
he was
it.
just kidding? Like, what
He
if he
just
was
said
just
I
that
was
kidding?
there.
What
I
if he
was
was
Man,
just
there.
he just
tell
said
kidding?
the
it.
Like when he said he was going to
He
story.
fuck
just said
people's
it. He
wives and
just said
shit
it.
in their
That's the proof.
mouths.
He just
What if
said
he
it
was
Yeah.
just
for he
kidding?
said,
How do you
yes,
know
I
he was
did.
kidding?
He said,
What
and
if
I
John
quote,
was
yes, I
kidding?
did do
Dante.
that.
What if John was kidding just like Brad was
You
kidding when he
want
said
to
all
be
those vile,
doxxed?
despicable things that would
Man, I'm
absolutely be
confused.
Okay, I
I
punishable
just
know
in the
the
court
arrested
of
him.
audience is
law?
confused.
He doesn't have the kid. I saw him do it. I was there when he did it.
No,
That's
he's
the
speaking
point.
to the statement that
So
you made
you have the
earlier that it was
address?
just hyperbole when you made
Yeah,
that
what
No,
if
I
it was
don't
statement.
just,
have the
what if
address.
it was fake? What if he
He
fabricated it? What if he mean it, bro? What if he was just joking,
okay.
bro?
Yeah, this is all jokes. We're all
It's all
joking around.
jokes, bro. It's
He
just a joke,
literally
bro.
just said word for
I was
Pornography.
just
word that
kidding.
yes, I
I was just
doxed him.
kidding about skull fucking you with a hatchet, bro. I was just kidding about burying you in a shallow grave in the
Bro,
park,
I'm
bro.
not your enemy,
I was just
bro. I'm
kidding,
not
bro.
your enemy.
He's
I'm not your enemy, homeboy.
No, your
All right?
stupidity. Your stupidity is
I'm
my
not your
enemy.
enemy.
Your stupidity is my enemy.
Yeah,
I'm not your enemy,
your
bro.
faggotry
that.
is
Don't
Whatever
you're
displayed
my
whatever
here.
beef
enemy.
you have
We're
Your
with
not talking
Brad,
about
faggotry is
Nathan. You're
fine. You
whatever
don't need
beef
no
my
burial, no
enemy too.
ethics.
whatever
Wow.
beef you have with Brad, you take that with Brad. Don't look at me as like your punching bag, bro. Brad said he was gonna fuck your daughter. You take that up with fucking Brad. Brad said he was gonna shit inside your wife's mouth. You take that up with fucking Brad. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me. I was just here. Take that shit up with Brad.
Okay.
Yeah, so people did, and he found out.
Yep. Yep. You found out. John, you're a lion of a man. You're a lion of a man. I love that so many people look. I didn't realize how big the issue was. I really thought that once Brad and I peace over that we could see eye to eye. But what I've learned is that he is an irredeemable scumbag who's literally so completely untethered that there's no value in him whatsoever. I can't believe there's so many people completely independent of me who I've never spoken to before, I've never had any affinity towards, who've come out and said, yeah, he said the exact same fucking shit. And it's shocking to us that there's people who fucking glaze him and give him a platform and fucking moderate him and listen to the shit that he has to say. It's incredible. And these people want to believe that they have value, that they're not wrong for doing that. And then you want to start to arbitrarily demarcate between jokes and reality. Shit gets real fucking quick. Gets real fucking quick when the facts start coming out. Brad wants to run his fucking mouth. Guess what? I believe in free speech. I also believe in consequences for running your fucking mouth, just like you guys do. When I say nigger, you're like, oh, you say that to the wrong guy. We're going to beat you up and we're going to take his side. Okay. Absolutely. Those are
All
fighting
right.
words. There are
Wait,
fighting
wait, wait.
words.
Who's concerned about that shit? You go do that. I don't give a fuck. Listen, I don't give a fuck.
You guys absolutely do everything
Don't put,
John
wait,
said.
wait,
You provide.
Yeah, Nathan
You
don't put me
enjoys
provide
in
being
that
Brad a
shit.
called a
platform.
nigger.
You
Do
provide
not put me in
Brad a
Yeah,
that shit,
platform.
bro.
they're
They
cut.
do not put me in that shit,
They're
bro.
cut.
Speak for your
But,
fucking self.
but let me say this, Dio. I get your point when it comes to backing out on a bet if that's a truly
But
legitimate
this
case,
isn't real
right?
life,
Oh,
dog.
oh,
You
hold
just
on,
don't
hold on,
get it
hold
yet.
on, hold on, faggot ass nigga.
You're just gonna say
But
the same
as
thing and
soon
wait
as you start
5 minutes at a
crying,
time.
as soon
You'll
as
be
you start
retarded.
crying, as soon as you start crying about bad behavior, like this faggot Keegan,
There you
which is a
go. There you go.
which is a
Reese
great
Cup.
white name, by the way. Keegan is definitely
Bonus.
a great white name. Dusty, Wolf, or no, is Wolf? Those are all
You're
great white
Yeah,
names.
that's
That's
the
a good
greatest
one.
of them
Dusty.
all,
You're
though.
Yeah.
becoming young
Um,
Dusty.
as
Wolfgram.
soon as you start crying about bad behavior, you, sir, have crossed the line from being a noble, like, person that has a real cause to being a bitch ass nigga, faggot
Absolutely
ass
not.
Karen.
Absolutely not. It's
Yes,
your
you have.
inability to
You know
understand
why?
that we
You
should
know
be
why?
better, that we
One
should be
second,
Yes.
sir.
better.
One
Shame
second,
culture.
sir. One
It's
second,
Shame.
sir.
shame on you.
Shame.
One
Let him
Shame.
land.
second,
Let
sir.
him land. Let
One
him
second,
land.
sir. Yeah, so the reason why you move into fucking bitch ass Karen land is because you yourself admit to using language that people would find inflammatory and they also could cry about. So you are doing no less than what they're doing. You are a crybaby bitch ass faggot. Now stand on principle of manhood in your word. Don't move into that faggot territory that Keegan is in, right?
No,
Stand on your
He
Keegan is
word.
right.
abutters. He
What?
abutters.
What? Stand on your word is your bond, and don't move into bitch ass faggot Karen territory because now you look like a hoe. I know you
Yeah,
don't
so,
want to
so
look
your
like a
word
hoe.
your
Detector
word
go
ought
off
to
as
be
well.
your bond, and no one could come out here and tell you that I sold them or made threats against their life, made threats against their families' lives, that I ever communicated a desire to do them personal bodily harm in a credible way that was not
Yeah, this
absolutely
is the
clear in the film.
internet, dummy.
No,
So
no,
every
and you know what?
time you
That's
cry
exactly
Hey,
you're missing my
about
dummy.
point,
bodily
You
concrete.
harm
just
You're
on the
a
missing my
dummy.
internet,
point,
you're an
concrete.
idiot.
You are
You're
just a
missing my
dummy,
point. You're
Diogenes.
missing my point because instead of using the internet as a tool that can bring us together, that can help us form the kind of communities we ought to form, so that the state, local governmental layers, we have representatives who have to do what we say because we hold them fucking accountable. You just want to keep playing this fucking game where we all just don't hold anybody accountable for anything they fucking say.
Or
I
our
have
elected
said, I have
representatives.
said, I have said out of pocket shit that I shouldn't have said, that I wish I hadn't said, and I should be held accountable for it, whether I say it on the internet or I say it in person. But you know what? You guys look at the things I say online. You call me a fucking white supremacist. You call me racist. Call me whatever you want to fucking call me. But I say that
Who
shit
called you a white
in real life.
supremacist inside there?
Trust people. Trust me. And
Who?
it will not be hard to find people who've called me a white supremacist. Okay, that's beside the point. The issue is the things I say online are the same things I say in public. And if you guys would like to come along with me while I go into public with my clubhouse mic hot, myself,
Hi,
I would love for you guys to come with me as I talk to people about immigration on the street. You know what I
bro.
did
Listen,
for all of
listen,
you?
listen. Hear me out, bro. This type of attitude isn't new to me, bro. I know a whole bunch of you, right? You a dime a fucking dozen. There's a
Oh,
bunch of you
really?
guys up there on
What the
Discord.
fuck do you
Yes.
know about
One
me? What the
second, one
fuck do you
second.
know
Shut
about
up,
what I
shut
do?
up, shut
You
up,
fucking
shut up, shut
sit
up,
like a
shut up,
coward,
shut up, shut
wanting
up.
to
The point
pretend
what
that
I'm
the
making.
internet and the things
Hey,
that
shut
people
up.
say on the internet.
Yeah, the point what I'm making is this. There's a whole breed of you guys out there. Maybe the lines got blurred when a bunch of people got sent home during the pandemic and a whole bunch of regular people started going online. But you guys existed before that shit, bro.
Oh
And
no,
I know
Who are
Nathan,
y'all.
you guys? Who are you
Nathan,
guys?
Nathan, Nathan.
The
Diogenes is
white
Nathan.
critics who just stay online where they can actually, feel free to express themselves in whatever way they want to. And then you find some rare ones who actually say the dumb shit out there, like actually go out there and say the dumb shit. I met a couple of guys like you, some white boys too. A lot of y'all are white that do that shit. Dime a
Um,
dozen. You're not
You know what's
special,
sad?
bro.
It's tragic that
but
you
listen,
fail to
Nathan.
understand the
Diogenes,
basic
hold on,
mechanics.
Diogenes. I got you. Diogenes is the. You remember Nathan years ago the whole meme? Don't tase me, bro. You remember that?
That's Andrew Meyer, baby.
Uh-huh.
You remember that? That's
Yes.
Diogenes, bro.
Cinema. That's Kino. That is
That is.
absolutely,
That's a.
Listen,
absolutely. I want to co-sign that, and I had a lot of respect for Andrew Meyer when I watched it, and I was so impressed by his willingness to do that. He now ultimately watching that video, if you've seen the video of that guy getting tased, you've seen Andrew Meyer getting fucking tased, and Andrew Meyer has doxed himself. He wrote a fucking book. I bought the book.
He did.
Terrible book. I wouldn't buy the book.
like I
But
said,
in
dime a dozen.
that moment, when Andrew Meyer stood up before this fucking lying scumbag, John Kerry, who had fucking gaslit and lied to millions of people, and he confronted him with the fucking facts as he knew them. In that moment, he was a fucking lion of a man. And he fucking took one for the fucking team in the most comedic fucking way possible. And instead of rising to that occasion again, He shrunk from it. He cowered from it. Instead of owning that he had the courage. Who fucking has the courage to go into a fucking auditorium full of people who are fucking brain dead NPC sheeple who don't want to do anything but fucking glaze this fucking guy because he's got a nice suit and comes from a rich fucking family who's been fucking constantly gaslighting them, lying to them, exploiting them, and politically betraying them and tell him that he's a fucking liar. Who has the fucking courage to do that? And look at the people around Andrew Meyer when he does that, because they fucking betray him. They should have said, hey, answer the fucking question, Mr. Kerry. Answer the fucking question. And instead, they sat on their fucking asses while he got fucking tased, hilariously, and drug out the fucking building.
Yeah, dime a dozen, bro.
See,
I
Ain't gonna
thought he
change
had
Suck
to
my
anything.
leave.
fucking
There's a
cock,
bunch of
Diogenes,
Nathan.
there's a bunch of
Suck
white
it.
boys like you out
Suck
there,
it.
bro.
I thought he had to
You're
You
leave.
not
approve?
fucking special,
don't do
nigga.
that, Nathan.
I
Diogenes
am
is who
special.
Shamos thinks he
Hey,
is.
listen, maybe for
I am
you, King,
special.
maybe for you,
Don't you
he seemed like something special, but he is
don't you
just a
dare
typical
No,
talk about
fucking
Nathan,
that.
let's
white
just
boy
be honest.
online.
This
That's what
is
he is to
Nathan,
me. I'm
just
being
be
fucking
honest,
Nathan.
honest
Just
to
bro.
let
you,
him have it.
bro.
You
What
and
do you?
Matt, I don't
No,
know
okay,
what's
let's
wrong with
ask
you
you honest,
Caribbean niggas. Like,
bro. You
y'all
don't know
love
where the
to
fuck I
fucking
came
hate.
from.
Like,
No,
bro,
what the
you a
fuck you
fucking
talking
hater,
about, bro?
man.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah,
you
that's
can never
All right,
true.
listen,
can we
bro.
send
Group
them
chat
back to
beef.
their
Nathan,
island?
Nathan,
Bro,
Diogenes.
listen, King,
Oh
bro.
my
You're
god,
not gonna dang spray cologne over shit and try to sell it off like it ain't shit, bro.
you
This
love to
white boy
do
ain't
that.
special to me, homeboy. He
Hey,
ain't
hey,
doing it for
anchor
me.
I'm
baby.
gonna tell you.
He's a
No, I'm
dime
Your
gonna
a
tell
entire
you
fucking
room
something,
dozen.
was
Nathan.
The
impressed.
best
Let
thing
me
I
tell
Sorry,
you.
tell you
Just
this.
let
what?
me
The
tell
best
you
I tell
something.
you this. You know what I'm impressed with? By the
What's
loud
inside?
voice. Other than that, saying nigga, that shit ain't special
Man,
for
it's
me.
not even about that,
Look,
bro.
look,
What
look.
then what?
Diogenes,
I'm gonna keep it.
listen,
Look.
for
I'm gonna
all
keep
the
it a
shit
buck.
you love to talk, my nigga,
It ain't no,
Diogenes,
no, I'm saying
listen,
that it ain't hit it for me,
listen,
bro.
Hold
I
Nathan,
on,
know
one
more
mic on
listen,
about
knowledge.
I
One
know
mic
more
on
because
about
you
this
knowledge.
need
shit
to
than
hear
that,
this the
bro.
most.
One mic on
You
knowledge.
you need to hear
King.
this.
There we go.
I keep it a buck. I gotta agree with Nathan. If you were in the rooms we were on Discord, he does sound like a dime a dozen. Sounds like every other
And
No, no,
exactly.
no.
unhinged
Listen,
white.
listen.
Hold on,
I'm
hold
not
on,
even
hold on,
gonna
hold on, hold on. I'm
argue
just
that.
saying,
What I am
just
gonna
based off
argue.
of just based off our experience, he does sound like every other unhinged white boy in those spaces.
Okay,
Just
fair enough.
respectfully, he does.
Knowledge.
You
Now
Don't
here's
remember
the
you
forget, white
remember
here's
people
you
are not
here's
that
my thing
clever.
though.
knowledge.
No,
You
no.
Sorry,
remember
Here's the
white people,
Renegade?
hypocrisy.
guys.
No,
Yeah,
here's
I
the
remember. I
hypocrisy.
remember.
Here's the hypocrisy.
Exactly.
People are
Here's the
not that
But how is
hypocrisy.
that
clever.
any
This is the
different?
no.
This
This
guy
dude
reminds
actually
me of
got
the
a
last guy
Listen,
who sodomized me.
listen,
Pause.
listen. Here's the hypocrisy. Nathan,
what's
respectfully.
up? What's what am
I'll
how am I
tell you
being
what the
hypocritical?
hypocrisy is. This is the hypocrisy. Diogenes is who Shamos thinks he is. And
I'll get the fuck out of here. No,
you
I'm done.
fucking eat
I'm
Shamos
done.
That's
ass, nigga.
profound, actually.
Diogenes is who Shamos thinks he is in his mind. But that
Shamos
Diogenes is the
is
actual
actually
nigga.
intellectual. He's
Shamos is the
fucking
great
funny.
value brand
Shamos
you
lived that
fucking go to
fucking
one
life,
Dollar
nigga.
Tree to
What the
pick
fuck you
up,
talking
nigga.
about? Shamos
Diogenes is
lived
the
that
realness
life.
of that shit, bro.
Shamos,
Yeah,
listen,
they all
Shamos
sound
got
alike,
listen,
fair
I'll tell
enough.
you this,
But
bro.
To be
Diogenes
I'll
fair,
put
Shamos
they're
a
is
both
pigeon guard in my
articulate.
wait,
profile
King.
So I don't
picture
know
I'll tell
why
you
we're
this.
that's the
measuring the
I'm
point.
gonna tell
dick.
you why you're wrong, King.
of
I'm gonna tell
Nathan
you why you're
choosing.
wrong. I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong. Diogenes is a father of five, right? He
Yes, and
love his
Shamos is
kids.
one of his kids.
Wait. Listen to me. All that tough shit, all that nigga shit, he don't teach that shit to his fucking kids, bro. At the end of the day,
You
you
wanna
Why
bet?
not?
Shamos,
You wanna
shut up,
bet?
shut up,
My
shut the
fucking
fuck up,
wife,
let me talk.
my wife's best friend,
Shamos is a
my
man who
wife's best
lived,
friend.
he was a man who
Hey, shut
lived
the.
on the fucking,
Let me
bro,
speak for
why am
myself.
I fighting with you?
Let me
Why am I
speak for
fighting with you to
myself.
talk?
You wanna talk
I'm,
shit?
Diogenes fought for our
yeah,
country, nigga.
I'm,
Diogenes,
yeah, Shamos fought for the country too, bro.
yo,
Shamos,
prove it. Tell him to
Shamos,
prove it.
1 second. Shamos lived on the fucking boat for years, bro. He used to scuba dive and fish for his own fucking food, bro. This man is a man amongst men, bro. He made white boys like him want to be him, bro. This fucking Diogenes dude, bro. He's an
Yo,
online
get
warrior.
off your
He's the
knees,
shut up,
bro.
You
bro.
could
Shut up.
not be
Why
more
y'all
wrong
always
Yeah,
have
about
to?
this
yeah,
You're
yeah.
Why
so
y'all
This
always
is
have
fucking
to
wrong,
interrupt
Nathan.
me when I'm
Get
crazy.
off
talking,
You
your
could
bro?
not be
mute.
Everybody
more
knows
Bro,
you're
wrong.
why
wrong.
y'all always have to interrupt me when I'm talking? Why can't I just
You
talk?
literally
Can you
interrupt
tell
Yo,
me
everybody.
what
y'all
That's
the
just
why.
fuck
in my
is?
y'all y'all just don't
Yo,
like the truth.
You
let me defend
talking
It's that
myself.
simple.
Let
bullshit.
me defend
No,
myself
bro,
against this
let me
accusation
fucking
that I
land.
don't teach
Don't
this
push
shit
it
to my
ain't the word to
kids.
me. Let me land.
That's some
Let
Let me
me
respect
land.
for the
let
man.
Let
me
me
let me let
land.
me make
Let
sure
me
you
land, bro.
understand.
Let me
And let him
fucking
land
land
his
and then
drone.
you can go. Let me land and then you can go. As long as you fucking won. At the end of the day, bro, Diogenes is a father of fucking five, bro. At the end of the day, he's living for his fucking kids, bro. Shamos ain't got shit. He's a lone wolf. He's a fucking warrior. He's what Diogenes wanted to be before he
Nobody
fucked
wants
around
that.
and
Nobody wants
let
that,
me. I'm gonna
Nathan.
just kick you the fuck out, bro. Yeah. So Shamos is the
No.
man Diogenes. Shamos is the man Diogenes wanted to be before he fucked up and had sex with his first girlfriend and impregnated her and with her. That's what the fuck wrong with him. Anyways, I'm done.
All right, so let's be clear about this. I think the most pertinent allegation you made, which I will refute, that I'm not about the life that I say that I'm about. I teach my children this. My wife, her best friend, completely cut all contact with her and just fucking walked away because my children were doing the so-called Nazi salute because I taught them that shit. Because I teach them it's not Nazis. The National
Thank you.
Socialist German Workers' Party was a legitimate national party that existed for the betterment of the individuals who lived within that region. And we can have that argument however you like. I don't judge anybody based on immutable characteristics that they can do nothing to change. I judge everyone on the things that they can control. And I teach my children the fucking same. My children will be the first to point out to you they weren't Nazis. It was the National Socialist German Workers' Party. And if you don't want to know the facts, you don't know what they stood for, what their policies were, what they did for the people within that region, go ahead and call them fucking Nazis. You're ignorant. That's your fucking choice. I have never had any kind of fucking desire to be a lone wolf. I'm one of 10 children. I have 9 fucking siblings. I don't ever want to be alone. And my plan is to repopulate the fucking world with people who look like me, think like me, and act like me. You want to die alone, being a lone fucking wolf, good for you. The only good things that will ever come, the technologically complex civilization we enjoy the benefit of on Clubhouse, electricity, running water, plumbing. Those things are created by groups of people who get together and do what the fuck they say they're going to do, when the fuck they say they're going to do it. My brother, who's a better man than me in many ways, politically, he's not. But he has a sign in his office and it said, availability is an ability. Because he has to talk to a bunch of young guys like I do. He works in a similar management position. And it's so important that people fucking understand. If you can just show up, if you can just do what the fuck you say you're going to do, no matter how pitiful you might think that is, then you can be counted on and you have more value than any number of people, no matter how qualified, who can't fucking show the fuck up. They can't do what they say they're going to do. They're drunk. They slept in. Their alarm didn't go off. They got lost. They got a flat tire. Their car broke down. And they want to make their fucking inability to do what they said they were going to do your fucking problem. And it holds us all fucking back.
You done?
See that, Nathan? That's
You
who
done?
Shavo think
Okay.
he is.
I was
Let me
waiting for the
respond then.
applause.
See,
Where's the fucking applause?
no, there ain't no applause, bro. Like I said, bro, you have a different fight. Your fight is for your kids, bro. At the end of the day, like I said, Shamos is the man who would lead white motherfuckers like you because he is the one who sacrificed everything to take on this fucking fight. You
I don't
didn't.
know why
You
you
wanted to
think.
have your shut up, shut up. I let you finish, bro. You want to have your cake and eat it too, bro. You want to dang influence your fucking kids with the dumb shit you believe in, bro. Like that shit fucking matters, bro. And like I said, half of the shit you believe in is half of the shit Shane wants to teach you. End of
You
the
know
day,
what? Let's
bro,
be
you
clear.
just a
Let's be
god.
clear.
You a
I have
follower.
who I don't
You
even
want to.
fucking know this guy.
You
I
are
have nothing
a.
against this guy.
You
I
are
have
a
nothing against this guy.
follower, and you're not a fucking A leader, bro. Let's
Okay.
sit
You
back and
know,
follow men like Shamos.
you
Don't
know,
you
You
ever
sound
do
like
that
you
shit
really want to
again,
glaze
King.
this guy. Are you? Are you the? Do
yeah,
you got? Do
Yeah,
you love this
Nathan, you
guy?
just exposing yourself because
yeah, yeah.
Shamos,
So check this.
Shamos is a fucking loser, and you fucking know
Shamos
it.
is a
You
better
got
man than
inside, you know,
this very
Shamos is
dime
a
a dozen white
degenerate.
boy,
As a
bro.
matter of fact,
You gotta
Nathan,
call a
he's
real,
scared of his
bro.
own fucking shadow. You know that. That
This
nigga
man
talk
has
all
an
this
entire
fucking shit.
family
This
You
that
man
gotta
will
is
call.
talk
You
all
gotta
this
call a
shit
real.
completely
on stage, but he
Bro,
ain't did shit to do shit. At least this nigga
what?
You
fought for our
still got
country.
What
some
did
on your
Diogenes?
chin,
What
At
did
Nathan.
least
he
he
do?
fought for our country. What the fuck Shamos do? Huh? Huh? The fuck he do? Nothing. Not a goddamn
Shamos,
thing.
like I said, Shamos is a Christian man, bro. I tell you that first of all, bro.
Shamos is a
Diogenes,
Jew.
no, Shamos isn't a Jew, bro. He's a
Yes,
Christian
he
man,
fucking
bro.
is.
Yeah,
He's
he
a
What
is.
type of
Christian man.
Christian is he? A Protestant, an Orthodox, a Catholic? What do you respect, Nathan?
He don't
He's
So
a
respect
check
shit.
this. I've never felt more
Nathan is an
complimented by
atheist.
Nathan
He's an
because I
atheist.
do not live
bro.
the
Come
life of
on, bro.
family. I
This is
live
bro.
to progress
Bro, this ain't
science.
about you, Wyo.
So
Why are you
thank
even
you,
jumping
Nathan.
in?
I've never felt
What are you
so.
jumping? This ain't about
I
you, bro.
feel
You from
appreciated. You
bro,
know,
we're talking
Nathan.
about
I
America. This
really
ain't
feel
nothing to do with
appreciated
Canada,
because
bro.
Like King
Oh my
said,
god!
Talk
You
that
know what?
shit,
Shamos
IO.
doesn't
I'm
make
not even to
shit.
fight you, IO, bro.
I actually
I
make
I
Yo,
hurt your
Nathan, why
conversations
you
feelings,
won't
bro.
wealthy,
let
so
I
Io
hurt
thank
your
talk?
you.
Why you
feelings.
won't let
I feel
Io
so
talk, bro?
lifted.
Why you won't let
Jesus
him
Christ.
talk?
I've never felt somebody gurgle my balls so much. Thank you.
I'm
Why
not even
you
hurt
won't
your
let him
feelings, bro.
talk, bro?
You jumped in,
No, it's
IO,
fucking
bro.
hilarious. One day you lecture me on family. The next day you list up lives that are devoted to something. What? In this case, to casinos? Come on,
To
stop
Lol,
it.
individualism. He's a
lol,
big. He's an
lol.
individualist.
Yeah, yeah. Look, if you're an
So that's
incel and
why it's fucking ironic.
you can't build a family with a woman, you don't need to project that into this belief that people are happier being alone because that's just
You
categorically not
fucked your
true.
family, nigga.
Oh, that's
Shut up,
unacceptable.
Chris.
Yeah,
Where
Nathan,
where
you
the
mad,
mods?
Nathan, because
Well,
you
he
found the
he
better
he had
version
to
of
fuck
Shamos
to
and you
make his
can't handle
family.
it.
It's the other way.
Diogenes is that nigga. You mad about it. And I understand why you mad.
I've never
Nathan,
heard
but here's
anyone
the
glaze anyone as hard as I just heard this guy
There's a
glaze a
lot of dick
person
sucking going
whoever
on.
the fuck Shamos is. And I don't know why, Nathan, you're presuming that Shamos and I wouldn't get along and work towards the same objectives. I don't know who the fuck this guy is, but I'll tell you what, here's what matters. If you say you're going to do something, you need to do that thing. And we need to be able to take our rhetoric offline. We all want the same thing: white, brown, black, blue, red, green, yellow, purple. We all want the same fucking thing. We want to have our territory. We want to be able to have our family, protect our family, and we want to grow our territory in a healthy way. We want to be able to provide for the things that we need to exceed our limitations. That's what we all want.
Yeah. So
And
King.
instead of standing on business, right? Instead of
What's good,
making
buddy?
people who are deceptive liars
Yeah. All right, bro.
accountable.
All right, you're sermonizing like you said before.
I do
So,
enjoy
King,
that. I
the
do
issue
enjoy
with
that.
this dude, the
What's
issue
good,
with
bro?
this dude
Yeah,
is he tried to jump Nate when the whole Keegan argument wasn't going through, right?
yeah,
He tried to like become a Karen. So it's either you are a crusader for truth and justice or
yeah.
you're a fucking crybaby Karen. Please choose one. He
I agree. I agree with
and
you.
so all right, great.
Diogenes is not he's not a
Most
perfect
Karens
man.
do fight for truth
He's
and
not a
honor.
perfect
That's
man.
what you're.
Hey,
That's
Diogenes
the
is
shut
not
up,
difference
pussy.
perfect. I've had
between
my
a
issues with
black man and a
Diogenes
Karen.
before too, but I think if you take Diogenes for his like the entirety of his viewpoints, I think you'll find out that he's a very reasonable person, especially when it comes to some of the solutions of this world. That's where we agree. The funny thing, Concrete, is that him, Keegan, and another individuals, they seem to be, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but they do seem to be a kryptonite to folks like Brad. I'm not saying all the time. I'm not saying, but when you see their interactions with Brad, it's very funny. Like it just
They
seems to be
bulldoze
something
him.
that they
They
have when it
just
comes to
run him
that
over, yeah.
individual. So you know, it is
Shut the
what it
fuck
is.
up, IO.
It is what it is.
Is
That's
that the
I'm
guy
not.
who
Two
draws pictures for a living?
two
And
Yeah, Io,
yeah,
that
two
Yo,
black
wasn't
men
even
yelling,
an
talking.
screaming
accurate
like a bunch of
representation
faggots
of what
make
they
him
did
beat
to
him.
Brad. They
Yeah,
bent him
I'm just.
over.
I'm not
They
trying
pulled
to
his
start no
pants down.
shit.
They spanked
I'm
the
not trying
shit
to
out of
start no
him.
shit.
They
Just
buried him.
saying.
Hey, check out Florida. All of a sudden, he
I
don't
didn't
want
know
to support
yelling and
Yeah,
himself.
screaming
Florida,
like a
you
bunch of
See
pussy
that
though.
shit,
faggots
bro?
You
equated
This
to
pussy.
nigga
defeating
Cause
Florida just
somebody.
distanced himself
This
from
isn't
yeah,
This is
just shut
crazy.
the fuck up. Like
This nigga said
because
they
I'm
did
not
it.
the
They
one
did
that
it.
wants
They
to
did it.
fight
no,
Brad
The
in
Florida,
whole
real
you are
point.
life
This
you
and
nigga
are.
was
You
You're
let
Diogenes
right,
massaging
Io
is.
himself,
Paula.
do the.
bro.
You're
You let
Right?
right
other niggas
in
Oh
talk.
my
this.
god,
Fuck,
because
And
I'm
But
bro.
not
then
the
have
guy
Suck
that
my
wants
Paula.
to
dick,
fight
You're
Brad
bro.
in real
so
life. There's
right
Don't you
plenty of
Paula.
remember
fucking
when we
guys
said
that
you were
want
a
to fight
corner
him in real
man?
life,
You're
Now you're
bro.
not
so
a part
right,
of the corner.
Paula.
You're not a part of the corner no
you
He
more.
let
he invited
Diogenes
them in here
do
to
your
attack
fucking dirty
Brad.
work, nigga.
Right? That's
This is
That's
what
a
crazy.
he's done
Man,
for.
you
lie.
wasn't
No,
even
You
here,
let
No,
King.
Diogenes
that's
run your
the
I
dirty work,
believe
world.
bro.
that
You
it
wasn't
I don't
even
know what he's
was
here.
talking
Sound like
about.
a
Monica.
bunch of
Well, let me
pussies.
see.
I have
I
a
invited
standing I have
Diogenes.
a standing
Shut up,
policy that if
whore.
Brad is in a room and I
Okay.
see him in the room, I'm going to go into the room. Anytime I see Brad in a room,
that's
I'm
not
going to go into
true.
the
Brad
room
has been in
and
this
I'm
room
going to
for
tell
over a
him
year,
he needs to pay me. And Anchor Baby, by
and
the way, you
you
made a
didn't
false
come in
statement
here.
about the legal
Okay.
process. There are four elements. There are four elements that any court looks at to determine whether or not a verbal contract is enforceable by law.
Mhm.
You have the obligation to prove it if you're the one who goes to the court to make the claim. The key elements are that there has to be an offer. In this case, Brad offered me $1,000. He made a clear offer to do something if I would do something or provide something. There has to be accept. I accepted the offer. I accepted the offer and I indicated that I agreed and that I would provide evidence that I was, in fact, in the military. The consideration is the third important element of a verbal agreement that is enforceable under the law as a contract. Something of value has to be offered in exchange by the party accepting the offer. In this case, $1,000 was clearly stated as the offered consideration. Ultimately, the last and final consideration is that both parties had to agree and understand what they were agreeing to. All four of those elements can absolutely be proven. There was a verbal agreement, a verbal contract between parties that the state has to recognize and enforce based on available evidence. That's a fucking fact. Look it up. And that goes for everything. You walk around most of your life not realizing how there is a massive legal system built on top of you that the wealthy people use to keep themselves wealthy at your fucking expense. You got to learn how.
I
You should
can't.
try to learn how to use it.
Hey
It's a
man, y'all
fucking
can't
I,
let
I
him
can't
faggot,
talk
I
to her
dude.
can't I
like that.
can't I
Somebody
can't I
help.
can't confirm this on my industry alone. Specifically verbal contracts that are under, I think it's like $5,000, are 100% enforceable. At least in the state of Florida, you can get all of the $5,000 back, even if it costs $5,000 in court fees, just to get it back legally.
I get what you're saying, knowledge, but my point was that bets are not verbal contracts. They're not enforceable. You're talking about an enforceable verbal
What
contract,
we
which a
had, what we
bet
had
I
was
just
a
a
want to
So
know
she
where
bet
he at so I
wants
can
there.
beat him
She
A
up in
bet
front
wants.
of his
is
it's
a
crackhead
not
children.
contract.
I'd
A
like to
bet
go
it's
is a
after
not a
She Rock.
verbal
contract.
contract.
Yes,
so
it
a bet.
That is
is.
Is not
enforceable.
illegal.
No,
The
no, no,
court
no.
would
It's
not
not
even
Your
recognize
enforceable
ass
the
by
trying to
term.
crack a
law.
kid, nigga.
The
Okay,
court
so she will.
would
You're right.
not
Hope
It's
they
not
get
a
raped by a
recognize.
contract.
pack of
No,
niggas.
the court would not
It's the
recognize
business of
the
the
bet.
contract.
That's what I
Right.
said,
The court
Diogenes. You
would
told me I
not
was
recognize a
wrong.
bet.
You
No,
told me
so
I was wrong.
The court
you are
recognizes
wrong.
Yeah,
the
You
business
are
she
of the
hold
wrong.
on.
bet.
She Wolf is partially correct. So it's something like this. So yes,
No,
it wouldn't go under as a bet. It would go under as an
correct.
exchange. If I
If one
provide
person,
yes, if I
I
if
had a
provide
all of the
legal
one
elements,
second,
contract for an
one
exchange.
second. You are requesting proof of something. I gave you proof of
Hmm.
something. In exchange for proof of something, I would receive money. It would go
that's
something
right.
like that. That's
That's a verbal
the
contract.
contract.
And
Yes.
it's called a bet colloquially as an idiom to refer to it. But that absolutely is that is what the court is going to say. Call it a bet, call it a gentleman's agreement, call it whatever the fuck you want to call it. If
It's
those
called a
four
wager.
elements
Now
are,
it's a lot more
if,
legal.
No, no,
call
Fucking
it's
it
literally a
call it
faggot,
whatever you
contract
want
dude.
to
with
call it.
conditions.
Call it whatever you want to call it.
Get
If
your
you
ass
come
up.
before the court, if you come before the court and you plead with evidence, even your own testimony, that these four things existed, it is considered a verbal contract, regardless of what else you call it. Just like anytime I do business of any kind, you can call it what the fuck ever you want to call it. The court has a specific terminology it is going to use to categorize whatever it is you're claiming. And in this case, your bet, which we can call it a bet, we know what we're talking about. The court is going to say, do you have these four elements? Okay, that is a legally binding verbal contract. You better pay the man.
It's not that you have to pay the man. It's that
I'll
you
make a
had
bet
the
with you
right.
right
No, no,
now.
hold
I
on, hold on.
bet you don't get your
It's that
money
Why
you
is
back.
had the
Io in
right.
it?
Well,
Why
the
is
court will
Io in it?
enforce the payment at
That
that
you
point.
The
had the
court
right to
the
be
court will
there
issue a
to be
judgment.
doing the business. It's not that
The
they'll help
court
you enforce the contract. It's that they'll
Nigga
defend
ain't
you
even
for
in
having to
America.
wanting to collect the
negative,
contract.
negative,
That's the
negative.
nuance.
You in Canada.
The court will issue a
Yeah,
judgment.
that's
The court will issue a judgment for the plaintiff or the defendant, and it will issue a specific numerical figure,
You sound
or it
you
has
sound like
Generally
a
with
plaintiff.
interest, by the
You
way.
capacity.
sound like a plaintiff.
It has the capacity to impose special conditions, but generally
capacity.
the court, especially in a considerate with the contract, which is a key element. When the consideration of the contract is monetary, it is legal tender, then they are usually going to specify the exact amount that is enforceable. They're going to issue a judgment, and now the party who has the judgment entered against them has a time limited obligation to fulfill that judgment, or the other party, the party that has the judgment in their favor, will now go back to the court if the judgment is not paid, and will now be able to use law enforcement like the sheriff's office to seize their property up to the nominal value in the judgment. That is how it works. I've gone to court several times and I've won every small claims course I went to,
By the
every
way,
small
it's good
claims
that
case
it
I went to
works
Okay,
court
okay,
like
for.
but if
this.
somebody gets violent, in the case of somebody getting
Oh my
violent,
god.
which court would actually defend you? And we'll wait until the brain damaged
No,
moron
no, no.
stops
You got to
talking.
understand how this works. If I have a contract, right? First of all, assault is illegal in 50 states. So if somebody comes to a property that is invited to the property, you have legally established their capacity to be on that property.
And yeah, and that's what I'm saying exactly.
And
And
so if you
that's what
attack
I think
somebody,
first and
you
foremost.
invite
So
somebody to
I
your
agree.
property and you attack them, and the other person that was invited, you are assaulting that person. They have every legal right to be at the premise when you have invited them as the owner of that property.
Exactly, and that's why
You
what
are now committing
Brad
assault.
exactly, and that's why what Brad did, which kind of solidified his conviction in this particular case, was I don't know what you would call it other than brain damage or short circuit of some sort. But Nathan has this characteristic from time to time.
Oh, that's the white boys against Nathan. I got you.
We're
Fuck
not
you,
against
Io.
you, Nathan. We're not against you. You just, I mean,
Oh,
look, I've
oh,
never been in
We're
listen,
Clubhouse
listen,
against your
listen.
room.
stupidity.
I've never been in. Like, there was one time on Clubhouse where I got into this cult. There was this cult, and I couldn't believe what I was hearing. These people believed that Jesus had come back, that this guy that they were listening to was Jesus, and they were telling me I needed to listen to him because he was the second coming of the Lord Jesus Christ. That is the only time I've heard something
Oh,
Was
more
that's
his
the
name
egregious.
black cult.
Yosef?
That is the
Was his
yeah.
name
This
Yosef?
yeah yes. This
Yeah,
is the
Yosef.
I
this is
ran
the
across.
the
It was
only
crazy.
Hey, not
time
too
I
much.
heard
Hey, not
something
too much on
more
my pastor,
fucking
bro. Not too
insane.
much.
All
You
right,
talking about Yosef Concrete? No way.
not too much on my pastor. That's the only time I've heard some more out of pocket glazing than what I'm hearing from you right now, Nathan. Considering this guy Shamos, like, I mean, Jesus Christ, dude,
Yo,
listen,
look,
holy shit.
listen.
So far, I'm agreeing with King. So far, I fucks with this dude, whoever Dio
Oh
is.
my
So far,
gosh.
look. It is what it
Yo,
is.
now
It
you
is
know
what
how
it
to
is.
stir the
It is
fucking
what it
pot,
is.
yo.
Yeah.
Cracker
So
This
kid,
nigga
far,
is a
cracker white.
it
What
is
is?
what it is. So far, what I'm hearing, I fucks with him. So far,
I told you. I'm trying to
maybe I
tell
might change my
y'all.
opinion, but as of now, I fucks with him.
I told
But
you.
I tell you
Diogenes
this.
is a
I
better version.
listen.
He just
No,
is.
I don't know. I don't know about a better version of Shamos.
Oh my
I
god. You
disagree
gonna
with
keep
that.
all right.
Listen. We gotta hear his debates. If he is able to debate decent, I don't know. But
Thank
I'm
other,
telling you
you.
already, Nathan. I know Diogenes. I know him. I'm telling you. He can debate also. He's very
King.
good.
Right now, that's what's in question. We're gonna have to see it for ourselves. But
Fair
what I
enough.
think you're
No, it's
you're
what's wrong,
true.
bro?
rating what I think you're rating is style over substance. Now, Shameless is a little bit more monotone, a little bit more drab, but his content is top notch. This guy is a lot more eccentric, but his content is a little
And gay.
mid. Not saying it's
Exactly.
bad, but it's not like, oh my god, wow, this nigga's blowing my mind. Pause.
You
It's
need
it's
people to
mid.
steel man other people's
Now
truth as well.
the rhetoric is good. I'm not gonna lie. He cooked Brad.
He did.
Nate gotta give his famous line at some point in commemoration of that. Nate, you remember the line?
No, bro.
You win some, you lose some.
Yep. that shit is. I'm sorry, Brad, but anyway, yeah, man. I don't think he has the intellectual chops, bro. At least it hasn't been demonstrated yet.
Yeah, let me clarify though.
Also
Let me
agree.
clarify though.
Also agree.
I don't want anyone to get the confusion. I don't want people to think that I want any part in this battle of the characteristics. I appreciate that you guys can argue amongst yourselves about this. What I want is simple, meaningful change in the way that we represent ourselves politically. And that's all that I want. And it's that simple. There's nothing I could say that would blow your mind. We could go over statistics and facts and argue about them until the cows come home. But what's
What do you
important is
mean
that
by
we
that
act.
exactly
What's
politically?
important? I mean,
You see?
right now we have a
What is
complete
the what is an
disconnect in
example of what
Florida.
you
This is
want to
Florida.
see?
You like you see Florida. Look at the guys like you. Florida and
Yo,
King.
Nate,
The
what's
They're
your
bottom
both
line
problem?
white
is
men. They're
the
both white
issue
men.
that we have is not a lack of knowledge. We don't have a paucity of information. We have access to the internet, and we can all argue about how many angels can dance on the head of a pin. But what we really need to do is we need to turn thought and words into actions, and we need to understand that unless we get outside and we actually establish accountability for our representatives. And I mean accountability. No one is going to jail for any of the shit that they do that rampantly exploits us. They literally they have a system that is literally a wealth pump where they create money out of nothing that they lend to you at interest. They pretend they don't know what amount of money exists in the economy. Okay, they lie to you. They make you file a fucking tax return. If you don't, they can arrest you. So they know how much fucking dollar denominated assets you have. And then they print the
They
money and they
don't
give it
lie
to
to
the
you.
fucking banks who have zero fucking reserve requirements. I mean, you got to wake This entire fucking system is designed to exploit an
It's
entire
Animal Farm.
subset of it is Animal Farm. It is. And it doesn't matter if they're fucking red or they're blue or they're elephants or fucking donkeys. They're all playing the same fucking game because we don't hold them accountable. Because we let them say whatever the fuck they want to say at the local level, at the fucking local level. We can't even get local law enforcement. I can't even get you to fucking call your fucking sheriff, learn his fucking name, and figure the shit out. And he's referring you to the FBI. He's referring you to the ATF. He's referring you for fucking federal charges because he doesn't like the way you grow plants in your fucking backyard.
Is that
Because I
what
mean,
happened to
Oh, hold,
you?
hold
you gotta
on,
wait to
line.
Is that what happened to you,
One second.
Diogenes?
One second. Your line, you're here. So I think we agree mostly on everything. Would you say that he's a better white than Shamos or lesser white? We're trying to figure this out.
You talking about the guy that's currently talking?
Yeah, that dude.
I, I'm just too hard to. I mean, it's too soon for me to
Agree.
make that.
It's yep, agree.
I had to hear more of his talking points. If he starts going in on like how women ain't shit and all of that, then
you know what you're gonna
Online, you
love
should
about
have
me?
been here.
You
He
know what
was
you're gonna
going
love
off
about me?
on Brad, bro. He was
I
Yeah,
going
suspect.
Brad
off.
got steamrolled. Yeah.
Yeah, I
You guys
where's
want to hear
suspect.
the truth? You want to hear the
where's
Poor
truth about
Brad,
Brad,
women?
man?
man.
You want to hear the truth about women?
Diogenes, I suspect there's a good reason you've been referred to the FBI.
I called the fucking FBI. I called them on Clubhouse. I called the DEA on Clubhouse. I call everybody. I've called them all on Clubhouse.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I
that's
filed
probably the
Freedom of
part.
Information Act requests with the FBI, with the DEA, with my county sheriff's office. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
about that line.
yeah.
I want us all to hold politicians. I don't care. Look, I don't care if your politicians want to give you abortions. They want to say, hey, you know what? You made a bad decision, and you should go fucking chemically nuke your body. Go destroy your feminine energies. Go do that. Cool. If your politicians are going to do that, great. But at least hold them accountable and don't allow them to participate in a system of fucking rampant exploitation where they use
Yeah.
insider information to trade on the fucking stock market, where they don't do a single goddamn thing and they make more money than you could work by the sweat of your brow, than you could earn by the sweat of
Wait,
your brow in your
what?
entire fucking
Whoa, whoa,
lifetime.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Wait,
whoa,
wait,
whoa.
hold
Is this
on.
the
Wait.
Pelosi
So
stock trading thing?
what would you say to someone who's like not mad with the way their sheriff's handling business, with the way
Wait, no,
that
no, no,
like
no, no. You're glossing over a bigger point. Hold on, real quick. Let me just try to get this because I don't want you to go past that. This nigga King Solomon, pay attention. This nigga said it's okay to abort your kids, but oh hell no, insider trading.
No, I did
Now,
not say it's okay to abort your
if
kids. I
that
did
in and
not
of
say
it,
it's okay to abort your kids.
one
my
second,
bad.
if that in and of itself isn't a clear indication of a misalignment of fucking priorities, which invalidates this man from being the greatest white man next to
How
Shamos,
dare you? How dare you?
I don't know what else could be more clear
But
because
let's be clear. Let's be clear,
we
concrete.
know Shamos under no fucking circumstances would ever said go ahead and abort your fucking kids. Fuck you, Nancy Pelosi,
Yeah,
on that
well,
insider trading
Seamus
tip.
is
You should have told me
Seamus
so I
is a
could get
racist.
rich.
Let's
Concrete.
be clear. Let's be clear. If a woman, if we're going to have we're going to sit together and we're going to say, how are we going to structure our society such that we have the kind of representative government that I generally assume we think is best? Then we have to accept that there are people who are going to do things we don't want them to do. Any woman who murders her
There it is
child,
right there.
any woman who murders her child is fucking absolutely completely indefensible, and like Brad, should be excluded
No,
from
there's
any group
nothing
that is
wrong
going to
with
have
abortion.
success.
There's
There is,
nothing wrong with abortion.
there absolutely is.
No,
I
Who the
mean,
no,
fuck
where do you
just
want to
said
start?
there
that?
isn't.
Where do
Which
you want to
one said
start?
that?
Where do you
Who
want to
said
It's
that?
start?
perfectly right.
Okay,
Right?
maybe that's trolling.
Nobody
What
Maybe
the
that's
believes
science
trolling.
that.
is,
Who is
Can
Brad
you
to
the
shoot
tell
science,
if
me?
you a man or a woman?
it doesn't matter.
It's got to be
It doesn't
trolling. That's
matter.
got to be
The
trolling. It's
problem
got to
is
be
You can
fucking
you can just
there's
keep
trolling.
nothing
going.
wrong. There's
It's got
nothing
to be
wrong with
trolling.
abortion, right?
Okay.
There's
Well,
nothing
Then
wrong with it.
the big point is
then
it's
why?
ultimately like, hey,
Then
that's
don't
gonna
tell your
affect
mama
you and
or
only
your.
you, not my kid, not my problem. But
Right.
like
If you
insider
decide,
trading, on the other hand,
yes,
affects
yeah,
everybody.
if you decide that you're going to try and establish the power of the government to extend into your family, you're going to say that the federal government should have the power to come into your family and tell you how your kids have to act, how your kids have to
I mean,
think, how your kids have
like
to dress.
abortion, like
You're going
abortion.
and you shut the fuck up. I
Abortion
get
is
it.
a
I
choice
get it.
between a
You're
Shut
woman
you're
and
up.
her doctor.
Jesus
The
Christ.
government
Well,
shouldn't interfere.
Shut the
The
fuck
government
Nobody
up.
shouldn't
asks you if the
interfere.
government
Shut
should.
up, please.
Nobody cares,
Jesus. You
Diogenes.
fucking simp. How can you ask? This is a simp. This is a fucking simp.
No, no, it's a
You
perfectly
have to be
moral position.
reasonable. What it means, like again, we're in the Middle East, right? We're doing things in the Middle East. The military-industrial complex is enriching itself tremendously and killing sand niggers, right? Oh, I was in the military. I was in the Marine Corps. I deployed. I was in Afghanistan. And
He
the
said that.
attitude of the United States military, the predominant attitude is fuck them. They're
How do
sand
you
niggers.
feel
Fuck them.
about that,
Fuck them. Their
Patrick?
lives mean nothing, right? If we
How
believe
do
in
the
representative
military feel
government
about the use of the
and we want
N-word?
ourselves, our families, and our communities to be left
stop
alone to
being so
dictate
sensitive,
for
Brando.
ourselves how the government ought to act, how it ought to represent
What did
us,
you
because
Jesus.
tell
this is
her
supposed to
earlier?
be
Hey,
a
Hey,
representative
Yeah,
form
yeah,
of
Diogenes,
yeah,
what did
yeah,
government.
yeah,
Denise
yeah.
tell
So
you
let me get back to
again?
what I was saying, right? So like
Hey,
this
Diogenes,
this
what
idea
did
that
Denise
like
tell
you
you
live in a
again?
safe community, no need to like worry about really how your sheriff's running shit because your sheriff's running shit and you don't know how to run shit as a sheriff. That's why you're not the sheriff, right? But like maybe
Diogenes,
there's
Diogenes,
something else that somebody ought to feel inclined to do. What
the
would you
sheriff can only
say
do so
they
much.
do, Diogenes? Like address,
The sheriff
pinpoint
only
their
Okay,
enforce
issue
laws
with
that
their
they
Okay,
okay.
the
government,
best thing,
and
Florida,
then
Could
the
what?
we
best thing
could
you
we
can
do
Wow.
the
do,
one
Finally
mic?
the
Could we
best
tally-waits
thing
do the
you
up.
can
one mic?
do is take
Yeah,
your
Hey,
rhetoric onto
hey,
the street,
Diogenes,
break through that fear of
Brenda's
speaking to the
next.
individual in public. Like it's hard. Like I went to a park. Okay, I'm at a park, and I've taught my kids
Diogenes,
that it's inappropriate to be a part of an illegal
Diogenes.
immigrant. Right?
Girl,
It's
are you
inappropriate
okay?
to
Okay,
violate the
so
law
we're
that
doing
establishes
one
the
mic.
border and to invade another country. I taught my kids that. So my kids are watching daddy as we go to the park. We get out of the car, and then who pulls up? But what clearly is an illegal alien, right? And I say clearly because I've got a lot of time.
Wait. Time
With
We
the,
out.
don't
We
know
gotta
that.
stop here. What do you mean clearly is an
One
exactly.
illegal
second,
We
one
I,
alien?
second.
we
stop.
don't
I
know
was going to
nothing.
elaborate.
He
I
Let
was
looked
me
going
like
to
get
he
Flower
speaking
in.
on
elaborate.
English.
I got one of the
Exactly.
one. I got an
Exactly.
OG inside
Okay,
the
so
room.
what did you do?
And
Did you
one
ask this
second,
gentleman
Florida.
for
Let me
papers?
just
Go
give some
ahead with your
flowers.
story.
Yes.
You
Let me
should have
just
just
give.
Yes.
let him
Let me
finish,
tell the
Hold on,
fucking
Florida.
not too much. Hold
story.
on, not too much on chilies. Not too much on chilies.
But let
Let
me
me tell
just
the
give my
fucking story.
flower to one of the most honorable women inside the room.
Oh,
And if you
Jesus.
guys want to learn how to be a natural, like decent
You
woman,
fucking
take some notes.
incel.
Welcome,
You
Brenda.
fucking incel. You fucking incel. All right,
What
I'm going
did
to
you
continue
actually
with the
just say?
story. So, I again, to your point, Florida man, about you think your sheriff's handling shit. What do you do? How can you improve the situation if you see there are clearly issues that need to be addressed? So I'm at the park, and I was accused. I forget who it was that accused me of not teaching my kids this shit. I think it was Nathan. But I'm at the park, and I have a duty and an obligation for what I say in the sanctity of my home to be maintained in public, because I shouldn't have two faces. I shouldn't be telling my children I'm one person and telling the public I'm another. So we go to the park. It's a nice national park. And who should pull up but a bunch of fucking immigrants? So they get out, and they're getting a wife and his two children. And
What did you
every single
tell?
person is going to look at this situation in Florida and say, "Oh, just let them enjoy the park." Bull
Yeah,
fucking shit. I said, "Hey man, do you have any paperwork? Are you legally a citizen of the United States?"
that's not your
Now,
job.
shut the
That's not
fuck
your
up,
job.
Brenda, please.
Brenda,
It's
If
not
you're
your
you
you're
job.
are a
okay.
United States
So
No, no,
We
citizen,
no,
don't
not
even
no.
know
who's
if they're
legally in
immigrants.
the
We don't
country,
even
yeah,
know.
That's not
who
your
we
is
all
job.
I
legally
all
in the country.
sorry,
If
just a
you are
moment.
in the
Listen,
country, you are legally a citizen. You will not have any problem with that fucking question. You will
Of
not be
course you will,
offended.
because it's none
You
of
will
It's
your
not
not be
your
fucking
upset.
job.
nah,
business.
you
Shut
can
the
be a
fuck
Okay,
up.
resident, bro. You
I'm
can be
gonna
a legal
press
immigrant. You don't have to be a citizen.
He doesn't
okay,
have to
so
answer the question. Nothing
I don't
compels him to answer the question.
You
But you
wait.
know what he said?
Diogenes can't
Sheriff has
fathom a
a
scenario
yo.
job.
where a legal
Okay.
citizen could be offended by the question.
You're gonna need to fucking control
Wait, who
yourselves.
are you?
Okay? Shut up. So Diogenes does
When
get
did
to
you get
land.
here?
And then Brenda will respond. And then I think I heard Chili's also want to respond. Okay?
All
I
right.
just
So
want to say
Florida,
this, bro.
to your
One
question.
second, it's pathetic, bro. When Florida acts like a little prissy little bitch when he inside this room, and as soon as there ain't some white dude who packed up Brad, he's all giggly and laughing, bro. You should be embarrassed. When Brad was in here packing your ass up, you was quiet, acting unhinged. And now
There's a much
Brad isn't
more
here. Look at
important
you now. You trying
conversation.
to show up, bro.
Again, if you
There's a
bring
much
Brad
more
back,
important
anytime Brad
conversation.
wants to start with me, it's on. I'm not
You
even.
was
This
like,
Yo,
isn't even
bro,
about
okay.
hey,
Brad
hey,
right
Brad is
now.
Okay,
not
hey.
we've
Make
even
it.
a
moved
Don't
on. We've
make it
citizen.
moved
about
on.
Brad.
Nah, nah, nah.
We've moved on. Okay?
Don't make
So
it
it
about
Brad
looks
was
Brad.
like,
like
yo, let's
It's
have
not
to.
Brad
about
was
him,
like,
Mike.
Yeah,
"Yo,
yeah,
let's
yeah.
meet
It's
up."
not about you.
Brad told
It's
him,
not the
"Yo,
Florida
let's
show.
meet up,"
Shut up.
and he was like, "Oh, I'm not that type of guy, man. I don't do stuff like that. I just want to talk to you,
Nobody's
Brad. I
talking
just want
There's
about
to
a
that
talk to
better
right
you.
now.
con- there's
Right
a
And
now,
more
now you
important
all giggly.
conversation.
I'm
you're
telling you, bro.
disingenuous and a
No, no, I'm telling
shitster.
you, bro. You should be ashamed of yourself, bro.
Yep.
You
Every time
are
this white boy
you
come
are
up in
ashamed
here,
of
and now
yourself.
you want
That's
to
what
think
this.
you dang super white boy too.
Wait,
You're not no
hold on. Let's be
fanboy
fair.
inside
That's
this
not
room.
that's hold on. That's not what Florida said. Florida said, and I quote, he said, "I don't want to meet you, but he does. Where you at? Where you at? He wants to meet you."
All right. All right. So let's be clear about the immigration thing, okay? You asked a question, Florida, that's important. There's definitely going to be people in counties where they feel like the sheriff is doing everything they can. Now, I would caution you to thoroughly investigate, because when I investigated my sheriff's office budget, you know what I found? I found fucking fraud. And you're thinking, there's no
Can
way
you go
Diogenes
back to
found
where
fraud.
you accosted the immigrants? I was
Yeah,
trying
I
to
back
did
to
hear
where
not.
you
that.
accosted the
Oh,
immigrants.
Yeah.
is
Get
that
Phillies
what
in there.
accosting feels like? Is that when you're
And
talking
so
people up
Hold
in your
on, hold
feelings,
on. Let's
think
get
it's an
Phillies in
accosting?
there.
I
You
just
think
want
that's
to
a
hear the
story?
Yeah,
story.
Yeah, I'll
like I
tell the
said, my
story.
Okay,
Okay,
question
go
go
ahead.
still remains.
Get
You
ahead.
can't
Go
Phillies in there.
fathom a
ahead.
Let's go to
scenario
the
so
where
story.
legal
okay,
immigrants
let's try
I
this
immigrant
one
was
more
never
time.
wanted a
disrespect.
Mexican.
So,
Never wanted to have
Diogenes
A
gets
Mexican have a
yo.
gun more than
Shut
in
up.
this
Shut.
moment.
Good,
So
good. Let me tell you the
Diogenes gets to
story.
land. He
Let
gets
me
to
tell you the
finish his
story. Yeah.
story. Then we'll move to
Shut
Brenda,
up,
and then we'll go to
Tally.
And it's
shut your
important that we
monkey
all
ass up.
understand. It's important that we understand that you're hearing that what I'm telling you is being construed as an assault of some kind. That I'm accosting these people by asking them a simple
Accosting is an
question.
Generally, what you're
assault.
doing.
Do you
That's
know the
generally
meaning
what
of
you're doing.
accost?
I do.
You
So
can
so
One
hit
so
on a
mic.
I'm
woman and accost her
Okay. One
okay.
mic.
All right.
by
So
Yeah.
asking her for a
I'll
phone
add you to
number.
the queue,
yeah.
Go ahead and
Ethan.
Anyway.
finish the story. I
Yeah.
didn't say
Anyways.
you were attacking anyone.
So
A
so so
verbal
I'm
assault.
being so I'm being right. I'm
That's
being
not what
identified.
accosted means.
Accost literally
So
means to
Florida.
approach somebody boldly. That's
Yeah,
Yes.
It's his story and he
it's not
can
an
wait.
attack.
I don't know what the fuck the problem is. Just let him
Yeah,
land.
they got all the everyone
Okay.
unsettled. Y'all stop acting like coons. Let that white boy talk. Go ahead.
Okay. So uh, Florida. It's important to understand this was not aggressive. I was not aggressive. I asked the
I didn't
question.
say
I did not
aggressive. I
approach.
said boldly.
Florida, just let him
Yeah,
Boldly
talk,
is the
bro.
okay.
key
Just
All
let him
word
right.
here,
All right.
talk.
Just let
Diogenes.
me tell the story. So, to answer your question about what we can do, what we should do, first of all, we have to be willing to break through the barrier that tells us that it's wrong to ask simple questions that we as legal, law abiding citizens ought to be asking and ought to know about everyone in our communities. So, I'm at a park. And this guy pulls up and he gets out with his family. And I absolutely have a duty and an obligation, speaking the way I do about immigration and the necessity of a thoroughly enforced border and a consistent and uniform enforcement of immigration law from the top to the bottom of the fucking state to make sure that I walk the walk that I talk. And so I ask, hey, are you a citizen of the United States? And do you know what he says to me? He says, who the fuck do you think you are? And I said, I'm a citizen of the United States.
Yeah,
I'm a
that was the
citizen of this
proper
state.
response.
I'm
Shut
a
That was
up.
the
citizen of,
correct
I'm a
response.
citizen of this state.
Just
I
let
said,
him
I'm a
talk,
citizen of
man.
this state. And I would like to know if you're a legal citizen of this country. Are you a legal citizen of this state? And he said, I don't know who the fuck you
Hmm.
think you are. He got on my face. And
Good for
you can
you.
see his wife started putting the kids back in the car. And my wife was like, honey. And
Well,
I didn't
you're
raise my voice. I didn't raise my voice. I said, I asked you a simple question.
you're a
Do
racist
you
piece
or
of
do you
shit.
not?
And then
Do
you
you,
shot him.
or do you not have any kind of identification proving that you are a citizen? Because guess what? Title 8 of the
I'm
Uniform
gonna need
Code
the
of the United
GoPro
States
video of this
clearly
incident because this
states,
didn't
Oh
happen.
God, let's let him
I bought
talk,
the
Shut
I would
man.
GoPro.
up.
love to
I
see the
bought the
footage.
GoPro after this incident because my wife was terrified that this was going to turn into a fight. And she said, you got to be safe. You got to make sure you cover yourself. So I bought a GoPro. So let me tell the fucking story. So this guy gets into my face. I'm not moving. I'm standing there. And he says, he's saying, who the fuck do you think you are? He says, you know how many businesses I own? And I said, I don't care how many businesses you own. Do you have proof that you are a legal citizen of this fucking state? And you see from the reaction I'm getting in the room that people think that this is outrageous. How dare
It
you
is
ask someone
outrageous.
whether
Yeah,
or
It is
not
This
they're
is
a
outrageous.
all
law abiding
rhetoric. You
citizen?
didn't do this.
I
He
did
could
yes, it
have
do it.
is
been an
You want to
outrageous.
fucking
investor.
bet? You want to fucking bet, cocksucker?
You
Do you
already
want to
told me you don't have the
challenge me?
GoPro
You want to come
evidence.
at
Oh
me,
my god.
faggot? I'll do it
Um
again, and I'll do it again, and I do it all the time because
Well,
I'm
what if
built
he
for
Yeah,
the
said,
shut
fucking
wait,
law.
what
up.
if he
Yeah.
said, wait, what would you
Guess
have
what?
done
I
if
have
he
a
said
video of.
no?
Guess what I have a
Andy
Okay,
video of?
cool.
too.
Guess what I
Let's
have
get
a
back to
video
the.
of?
Well, let's
Guess
get
what I
back to
do
the
have a
same
video of,
story.
faggot?
Let's
Guess
get
what I
back to
do
the
have a
same
video of?
story.
Shut the
Let's get
fuck
back
up.
to the
One
same
mic on
story,
me.
bro.
Shut the fuck
Let's
up.
get back to
I
the
have a
same
video of
story.
this. I'll tell you what I do have a
No,
video
no,
of.
no, 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 no.
I'll
Don't
tell you what I
change
do
the
have a
topic.
video of.
Let's get back to the same story.
Same
Yeah, I
So
fucking
want to hear
listen,
the
topic.
end of the story.
Then
yeah, I
stop
want to hear
fucking
the end of the
interrupting me, you
story.
fucking monkeys.
Go ahead, bro.
Monkeys. Monkeys, is that it?
Oh, come
Brenda,
on.
shut
Don't
So
up.
take debate
there
on
I
You're
everything he
was.
next.
says.
There I was.
Brenda,
Doing the
rest
most
in your
outrageous
femininity.
thing the woke leftist feeling mongers could imagine. Asking the most simple question you could imagine to determine whether or not this person is legally in the country, which lawfully, if you are not a naturalized U.S. citizen, by law, you are required to carry identification at all times. And my point, really, Florida, before I finish
That's
the
not
story,
true.
is that it
You don't have to
absolutely
Let
is
him
show
You're
true.
just
not
let him
required to
talk. Let
carry
him
It
talk,
identification
man.
at all
Let him
absolutely is
talk.
times.
true.
He should
It
talk and let
absolutely
him
is
talk.
true.
That's a
Let him talk.
falsity.
If
Let
the
him talk.
No.
citizens
Let him
themselves,
talk, man. Let him
if
talk.
the
Florida can't
citizens
help himself.
themselves, if the citizens themselves cannot uphold the law, then what use are representatives? You can't even hold them accountable. You can't even uphold the law yourself. So I asked him
Shut
again,
up. You don't know the law.
shut the fuck up yourself. Please don't
Yeah,
interrupt
you
me again.
don't.
Shut up. You're
You don't.
misrepresenting the law.
Hey,
I'm not
Florida, you
misrepresenting.
were
Look
You're
it
just
up.
drawing it out,
talking
Look
Florida.
it
about
Can
up.
you
him.
shut
I
up?
am going to
Hold on.
start moving people if I don't hear the end of this